Today, we
Hey, Rasi, you coming, huh?
giants,
What's up,
two
Mr.
of the
EMP?
region's iconic teams facing off not from the top,
Rasi, you
but from
coming,
the
huh?
middle of the storm.
We watch Genji, we watch our
once hailed
texture,
for their structure,
our
icy
old
discipline
texture.
and meteoric rise now arrive with something to prove.
Yo,
Their
what's
recent
up, what's up,
stumble
man? What's up,
raises
what's up, what's up,
questions,
what's
and today we
it?
are here to answer them.
A lot of doubts on this team after that week one. Boom got a big upset win, and Genji did not look like themselves. Even in kickoff, they did not manage to make it to Masters Bangkok. On such a historic organization like
Guys, who was here?
Genji,
Please do like and subscribe. Thank you. That'll help a lot. By the way, I put shorts also. Now check those also out. Yeah. Check those also out. Yeah.
Don't call it controlled chaos, Alex says. They're looking to find their rhythm again after an increasing number.
Sorry guys, also I've been ill. थोड़ा stomach का food poisoning हो गया. Food poisoning. Hello EMP, Ustav, Rossi, why you guys put texture on Sentinel, bro? Why we put texture in Sentinel? Because you were there now. You were there. No other role you know to play.
This is a big one. I know
By supporting my W Gaming, do you think Batman playing today he flew to Korea? I don't know. No clue. I'm not there. I tagged you on story for what, bro? By the way, you guys didn't win when I was not there too. I didn't understand.
That was the first time.
I think it's worth noting. It's almost a different kind of pressure, right? Before, both these teams have had a lot of pressure to win, in a way, where they've been at the very top of the pack. But now,
how's health? Health is much better. Thoda recovering still, but going good.
Pressure, you know, it's something these players aren't.
Pulling your leg, Gary. Amala, I pull your leg, na leg will come out, bro. Sida, come out. What's up, Aryan? What's up, Kevin? What's up, Kevin? Hey, Ross, you coming to Discord?
So they've never been in this position.
What's up, no, Ayush? Not for Ayush. I'm good. Just relaxing, sitting down.
How many different adaptations they've
Getting better, my stomach.
These new players into their roster. So I think PRX is going to be the
Festival, bro. I'm at home, no PC. What has to PC to do with it, bro? Discard and watch. Discard join karo. Watch karo. PC क्यों चाहिए भाई? Why is my thing not in full screen first of all? Oh, Genji! Texture, you ditching. We buy you out, still you ditched us. Huh? Festival, what festival, bro, today?
A bit of it come from PRX last week. Some interesting ideas, but
what festival you have, Rasi?
Is that a matter of just, you know, things they practice in scrims?
Right now I'm watching stream on 144p. Why?
And it looks like they're keeping that calm.
My stream is not 144p, bro. My stream, yeah, clear as hell, bro.
Over on the side of Genji, this is about as big as you get in terms of.
What's up, Mr. Chess Montage?
From them, they've swapped out Killjoy for Vice. They're going to be playing the better comp
Happy
again.
Ugadi. Why is screaming, bro?
This is the first change they've made in 30 games of Lotus. They have literally only swapped the Sentinel in 30 games of Lotus, guys. So that's about the biggest change you're going to get out of Genji.
Mark your calendars. We got change on Genji, and maybe that's what we need. We're seeing change from
because I'm downloading game. What game are you downloading, bro?
Buckle up, Pacific fans. You know when Genji and PRX face off, it's never quiet, it's never simple,
Batman
and
Arkham.
It's never ever boring. We're
Isn't that very old game?
Komodo and Quack.
Thank you very much, Victor. That's exactly right. Well, you've got Komodo and Quack here, but
my prediction, PRX 2-1. Oh my
coming
god.
up from the middle of the storm, as Victoria calls it. This is also one
The
of
guy
those things
forgot
to
his
think
mouse
about. I know
dongle. How
it's
do you
quite
know, bro?
early on, you know, week 2, day 2.
Wait, how do you know, bro?
But yeah, just the fact that you've got this matchup in Group Alpha, it's quite scary to think that one of these teams might not make playoffs, just given how
in this stream, thoda burps will happen because
I mean, that's it, really, isn't it? Everybody's
been
stepping up
problem.
when they're called to, and it's only the top 4 that are going to make it in towards the playoffs. So two teams, they are going to find themselves.
His story probably lied, bro. Just to distract his opponents. Liar.
Butterfly effect. I don't know. Week 4, we see something like, oh my god, this
I'm growing my beard, guys. What do you think?
Something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Should I grow it or no?
I mean,
ऐसा grow करके
nicely. It's something that I wanted to pull out as well.
Mr.
30 reps in a row for Gen G.
Ah,
Even
yes.
changing a couple of their players,
Gen
they still
G.
wanted to, you know, bring them out a Lotus
Texture.
identity with the Killjoy instead of the Vice. So changing it up right now, actually going over onto the Sentinels comp. So
He was using wire, just saying,
Acha.
acha.
Going to play that, and for Suggest as well. Suggest on Vice, you know, he disappeared.
Bro, I feel they
are
are lacking discipline now, bro. I was looking at the vlogs also. I think they just given up, bro.
Well,
I just feel like they're giving up, bro.
He'll just step into something new, right? A new agent for him.
Texture.
You
क्या हुआ भाई?
Roster, back with some old friends.
अभी तो शटडाउन शुरू हो गया तेरा HP गया भाई. Party scram.
He gets a win in this arena.
Possibly. Well, we are already off, and right off the bat, PRX already poking all around the map, a little bit into the B side as well, where Texture upper
Service, I think Rossi doesn't have PC first of all, and second he's doing puja. There's some festival going on, I think.
We know how aggressive they can be, but a little bit of patience at the moment, exploring towards the A site as well.
Bro, the game size is 71 GB. Holy crap. By the way, guys, the stream, does it look more crispier? I made it 10k bits, bro. Already I was lagging in 6k. I made it 10k. क्या हाल है? What's up, Harsh? Harshit or Harsh? Harsh. What's up, Harsh? Oh, PRX with a W, bro. Will PRX win today? I'm watching Daddy's stream. What? Typical PRX. यही करना है. ये Genji क्या कर रहा है अभी?
Salvos in to deny the spike defuse, but Texture has a great angle against him. It's a headshot or nothing for Defy, and he's being smoked off by Karen as well, spinning all around. Karen sticks the defuse, sticks the landing, and the pistol round picked up by
PRX
get the last kill at the end of that one, but
bro,
really,
starting of the game is still throwing it, bro. Welcome to Pacific.
You gotta aggress, you know, 2 opening kills technically.
Welcome to Pacific, guys.
Some great
ठीक है, 2 kill मेरा. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4 guy. 4 people they killed over there, bro. What the hell?
5 versus 3 conversion rate.
Typical PRX.
Gen G for the pistol round.
Pretty early on, that's not something that feels too good, especially since PRX are starting out on their somewhat favored attacking side. Still, they're not backing down.
My prediction is PRX will. Do I want PRX to win or lose? I want PRX to.
Some sort of damage against Gen G. Instantly,
wait, I need PRX to.
Onto the C site as well. Jin goes in for the shrouded.
Both teams are 0 wins, right? 0-0-0-1-0-1. I need PRX to lose actually, yeah. For us, it'll be better if PRX loses. No. Actually, Gen G should lose. No, bro, it's so confusing, bro.
4v1, I don't think that Ash is going to really favor his hand at trying to win this round, so just saving the Bulldog.
Yeah, what a freaky turn of events. Started things
I don't know who should win though. We scrimmed PRX.
More Bulldogs being picked up by PRX on the other side.
So they probably might know what we might do. So probably I want PRX to win, I think.
Really does help them go for a bit of a force buy up into this one as well, right? And then the fact that you're comboing some salvos.
No, because I'll tell you why. Because I think PRX knows us and we know PRX as well.
Yeah, just ultimately a good idea, right? As you mentioned, Jing shrouded step to get in front of the Vice util, and then everyone goes in together.
Deserved food poisoning, no offense. Valorant laws have punished you for not giving right, buddy. Bro, Demon One, you telling me I deserve food poisoning is the worst thing out there, and you are the problem. Will because of you will never get a gun, buddy, ever. Wait, PRX won this? Wait, what?
The next installment that they come into here,
it was happening, bro.
Double duelist, right? Gen G are going to be playing this quite differently to how I would expect a DRX to.
Wait. I was talking and then what?
How did plan their assaults because of that?
Very much so.
Wait, how did PRX win this?
Form of PRX, which does look quite flexible. I mean,
I'll come after lunch. Why you come after lunch? EMP, you eat and watch, bro. You're supposed to eat and watch. What you'll watch when eating? Watch me, bro.
You know, they're doing their due diligence as well, having the refract and smokes all around.
Just
Do you scrim against PRX? Often we used to scrim with PRX.
You can kind of look for any damage here.
And it's anyways, in end of the day, it's just a scrim. And scrim, you always did good.
Maybe you're just trying to take the Bulldog into the next round, though. If you're getting all the Vandals and such, I don't think.
But I'm pretty sure they
you want to take him to the next round, right? So go for the hunt.
would, if they have a matchup, they will obviously review it a lot and see what all went wrong and what all didn't go wrong.
Having those sort of ults towards the next round could be quite scary if you get one away.
Always there in defense. What do you do?
Wow. Even though they are trying to set up for some of these exit positions, PRX are happy to go in for the chase and the hunt.
How did Davai kill Forsaken?
Will take down a teammate, and that is very much alt points being picked up by
Wait.
had an alt or possibly picked up
Bro,
as
what
well,
is
so
happening, bro?
somewhat close to a showstopper now.
Yeah, and you know, a player like Texture, if he's able to get electrified in towards this map, it'll certainly propel this Gen G as well.
Also, can you tell which teams are your scrim partners? Mean who you mostly scrim against? Shubham, I wouldn't want to reveal it, but yeah, I mean, why would I openly tell who all we scrim, bro? It is not. It's not a right question to ask. Just say, are we doing good in scrim? That is the question you should ask.
Points of conversation. You know, the idea is just that if Texture
are you celebrating Ugandi? I don't know what is Ugandi though.
Must be a little bit quiet, so we'll see how this all plays out with the full buy round now coming through. Gen G with a bit of a stack on the B site.
Yeah, just leaving Karen over towards the C site, protected with a little bit of the Vice util. It's an opener though that I was kind of waiting to see which would go.
Bro, you just said you. Arey, chhodna.
Texture going down, he was the only player towards this A site, so it's
only one team I league. Chill na.
Actually have a proper flank watch to come out from PRX because they're not playing.
One team I league, bro. Chill.
It is something that is similar to what we
The
saw
Rasi always coming and destroying.
Texture on the A site.
Gary, how the flu in tummy? What's up, Shreyas? Welcome to stream. Thoda stomach में गुरु होते हैं, sometimes burp होते हैं, sometimes toilet होता है. Much better. The first, thank God I took a rest. Or else I would have been I would have been
smoke as well, and now Jing hiding inside of it. Is this the aggressive controller that we're now expecting to see? Unfortunately, though, an aggressive controller on the other side in the farm of Karen will be able to pick him off. Karen continues forward.
So what I need Gen G to win here. Yeah, I need Gen G to win, bro.
Coming through from Ash as well as Forsaken. Now something trying to hold out from drop.
Arey yaar.
Has already found it up from the top of drop, and that's going to be Gen G trying to strike back, but still time bought enough for PRX to fend off the defuse.
Good work from
Big man, do you really have the chance for champions? As in real chance, no hype. Not for Ayush. I think every team in Pacific has a chance to be champions. I just feel Pacific is a very strong region right now. I mean, I don't want to curse it, but yeah. Unless they stop throwing like PRX. Even PRX throws more than us, though. That's the word. That's the funny part.
Yeah. So now this is Gen G, needing to catch up to it, trying to find their own aggression outside of C. They've got the one-way smoke, but the convergent path set through now, and that's where the.
Why did you kill? You don't have kill there. Patience.
No, he actually has the Armageddon. A little bit of a tough spot.
No, don't name them. They are just mostly from China, Korea, or C. Tier 1, Tier 2, that was the question actually. Obviously, we wouldn't want you to reveal that info. We scrim a lot of T1 teams as well, bro. Lot of T1 teams. We have a sheet. I don't know if who has a sheet right now, but yeah, a lot of T1 teams. That's full data, bro. Who all we played, what was the score, how many T1 teams, what is the win percent about T1 teams, what is the win percentage about this. But I'll tell you one thing. Sometimes I feel, Texture?
manages to
Nice.
hide behind cover to pick the round back up.
But I want Genji to win,
It's
bro.
quite unfortunate that the sheriff shots hit the wall in that one, isn't it? That
I
would've
need
been
Genji to
a
win.
huge
What the fuck?
clutch that Genji needed to come on through. I gotta say, one of the weaknesses that
What
we
was
saw
I
from
saying? I don't
PRX in
remember.
the earlier series and you know, even stretching it back was how they're playing out their post plants, right? I thought there needs to be some new identity that's coming in towards PRX. We need this team to start to figure
Wow,
out
shot.
how the macros of these maps are starting to look, and I will say they had some really good ideas when it came to how they were
Hit me
playing
headshot
out,
first, bro.
these maps
Top.
against DRX.
Ah,
I was
wall
really
through.
getting more confident that they're having a good understanding of how
Gary, Rossi comes by and drops random bombs on Gary, lol.
You really do need to have a good understanding.
Take care, sir. Thank you, bro.
Players around this A side. It's not just texture.
Diplomatic. G match tomorrow. Yep. Watch a match in the stream. You'll watch me either suffer or enjoy life and give something nice to people. Ooh.
Past this toxic screen. Texture tries to hold the
Oh, dude, texture movement is that's why he gets a kill, bro.
That slows down PRX's pace, where then the paint shells actually does a
Texture's
little more as
movement,
well.
like this don't throw. Almost through. You see the movements? You guys need to practice that. I watched a lot of I've been watching a lot of texture movements and shoots with Phantom. Bro, that's crazy, bro. ऐसा shoot करता है भाई.
Technically, you know, you should have had that kill if it was the Vandal at the end of the day. But hey, you give them the pass because he was really just providing a lot of assistance and assurance for Genji in that.
It's all movements, bro.
Not dissuaded by the amount of numbers that PRX are playing.
It's all movements.
Around Rubble as well, just an all-out fight, which you know you generally consider that's the kind of style that.
But they still make to international. But they still make to international. Who makes to international?
You want to second guess playing around.
Reveal one best team of T1 for what?
Take space, take control. They're trying to force you either in through this lane.
Why you want Genji to win? If Genji loses with the confidence and momentum, will be nerfed even more. No, bro. If Genji wins, doesn't mean the confidence will come back in because they'll be against PRX and they'll be like, PRX already throws. Bro, right now, every team is as strong as any other team. So it's just that particular day anyways, so it's okay.
The mid-rounding, the importance of it as well. What ideas are you going to be able to find out?
Why is Foxy9 benched? Any info? No, I have no info, bro.
So you'll send in a drone to re-clear some space over at Mound. You'll just see Charon, but Forsaken wants to get in with it.
Texture was also Overwatch guy, no? I think, yeah, I think so. I think, I'm not sure. Global esports. What do you mean global esports, bro?
Especially compared to last week, but as we say that now,
just watch his movements, yeah.
Texture will be able to find
this time he died.
Something though, looking for the trades, they push past into the site, but still a lot of it being marked.
People need to nerf texture by doing that.
Looks for a bit more space, bit of a safe haven on the site.
You need to kill him in one bullet.
It's not going to be quite enough. Genji
if you don't kill him in one bullet, then texture wins.
Tries to go in ADS, but still suggest finds his number. And there it is, Genji slowly but surely getting closer to tying up.
Who are we playing after Boom?
Great damage on the,
oh yeah, who are we playing after Boom, bro?
The PRX are trying to do in towards the site, but not really.
Completely forgot. I feel schedule was outside. Who are we playing against after Boom?
Versus 2, when the plant starts to get established, it becomes a little bit difficult when you're not able to set things.
Who are we playing after Boom, bro? DRX. Oh, that would be fun, bro. That would be fun.
Backwards and forwards, Mind Freak on this lurk is not able to.
If we win against DRX, nah.
That's something that
I wish I was in Korea, bro.
Still in towards this one, you know, getting some really good Viper lurks. You know, got a lot of ideas from.
If I was in Korea, bro, I would be tipping them, bro. Toilet paper फेंकूंगा उसका boot camp में. साले toilet paper का क्या? If I was in Korea, bro. Yo, Gary, what's up, Kai?
It's not an agent that he's never played before, but with the slight swaps,
teach Envy that moment. It can only be taught if you want to learn. You have to get rid of your bad habits.
What do we hear, Alex? Say freed up for Yoru?
PRX.
Where's the Yoru, mate? There's no Yoru here. There's Waylo though.
Not right here. Yeah. It's like you free up one role, you free up a lot more for everyone else to play something different. I think for
3 wins and qualification confirmed, right? I think so. 3 wins and qualification is confirmed. No, that is only for playoffs. I don't know, actually. Yeah, I mean for playoffs, I think 3 wins. I'm not sure.
the likes of an Omen, using it for second entry.
Chill, one match per team. Per match time, yeah. Why you didn't go Korea? No money. No money to go Korea, boy.
That utility and stuff. So I definitely see a world in which Jing is going to be used as a second entry.
Oh, I see. DRX aim will decide if we need will be seed 1 or not.
Acha. For him was timings on smokes, timings on paranoias, and that just comes with, you know.
Humayun is danger, yeah, yes, bro. Every team has a crack player, bro.
In this one.
Our crack players, Patrick, who Uduton, we have many actually. Only problem is they need to wake up. Wake up hote to sida stonks upar. New chair guys, by the way.
Yeah, and the shield wall wasn't
Dragon.
actually out by Forsaken going for the jump spot just before, so he's already used light speed, he's already used refract. He's essentially just going to be a body.
Sorry guys, lot of buff happening because stomach upset.
If you want to try and sniff it out, you still do have your drone, but Forsaken 50-50 angle to clear, and he chose the wrong one.
That's got to sting.
A little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why they took Batman though.
It's another high-low.
If they're not playing Batman, why did they pick Batman? That's weird. Maybe stage 2 is gonna play? Not sure.
You can't go into C, you can't quite go into B either, and you've already spent so much utility. There was a fault line being sent up by something as well, and it just isn't quite enough. Gen.G continues to delay them with the snake.
If Mohit is there, so we will see vlog. I don't know, maybe not. I was hoping we get a vlog before, but I don't know if they're not put any vlog till now only. I don't know why.
Over to the A site because they don't actually know if PRX had already snuck up rubble, if they've gotten close towards the A site to potentially explode in. Now you'll kind of just get the idea that it is going to be a bit of a save. And it's
I heard Patrick is sick. He said it on a stream. A little bit sick, yes. It happens. I don't know how he got sick. Maybe it's because of the weather drop suddenly, I guess. Suddenly it got cold. It started snowing apparently in Korea. Maybe because of that. But we are trying our best. We have a doctor, Rushinder Sinha there. Hopefully doctor is taking care of him, or else I will...
If you want to talk about early space gathering, you need to just see the drone, you need to see the salvos, because they refresh, right? You need to see good fault lines and flashes set up.
Kal first match hai apna, yeah, second. Tomorrow is our second match, I think. Yeah, hamara second match hoga kal. He arrived yesterday. He arrived yesterday? Achha. Darian gonna play in stage 1? I don't know. It depends on... oh! Wait, what? PRX? There was no stun there. There was no slow there. There was no reveal there. There was no flash there. And they just jumped in. What do they expect?
Getting taken down and
what the hell?
Well. And now, well, you'll have a bit of an answer back, but into a showstopper that goes a little bit lopsided. You're still stalled from getting.
What the hell is PRX doing sometimes? I just wonder what PRX is doing sometimes, bro.
For PRX, when you consider that the spike is also at the entry of B.
How crucial is stage 1 for the rest of this year? Every game is crucial because points hota hai na.
Do any cars stalling or already stalled? Already stalled. Already stalled? Well, I push in the clutch and I try and restart it, but I don't think PRX are going to be able to restart something if you're out of gas.
Yeah.
Why would you pick this? Yeah, exactly.
You've got no leeway into either site. You've tried in for the dive into C. You've tried for the mid-round, you know, somewhat of a rotation into the B side, but even that gets sussed out by Gen.G.
Why?
Hang on. The only thing that can happen right now is Mind Freak with this Viper's Pit. Good Molly. Good to slow them down, but the Steel Garden
gives
Gen.G a bit more confidence into pushing straight in.
Gotta remember though, Viper's Pit, the day
up
is
by
here.
the back. Spots up Munchkin though. Ooh!
Wait, what?
It's just not enough. That Steel
What's going on, bro? I don't know what's going on. Anyway,
if there was an extra
this is like Battle of the Throws, bro.
Extra decay to come down, yes, then the classic would have been good, but it just doesn't
sack the doctor if the Patrick isn't fit, yes.
The pit, unfortunately. So, hey, a good attempt. I gotta give it to him. You know, you start to get a little bit excited that maybe he'll be able to come with it. He technically did have the gas a little bit on the Viper. That one kind of.
Why am I getting phone pay customer support?
The fundamentals from the very beginning for Gen.G. you didn't
Oh,
really
हमारा
need to
gefighting.com का.
too much around the C side.
I'll answer it later.
Pilski said it best. I think it was Pilski calling him a bit of a liability in the last series at the moment. Which I mean, you know, if you want to get harsh with it, look, it was kind of true, right? But he didn't need to be the move.
Me go sleep because PRX is doing no, bro. Watch, bro. PRX is going to come back.
Step away from that saturate.
Who is Alex with the? Who is with Alex in the coaching booth? I think it's Petman.
Across the board. Bit of a stack towards C.
It's either win or learn. At this stage of level of T1 players, is either win or learn. Yeah, for sure.
A little bit more cautious as the drone goes in.
A bit of assistance from, I think, Karon as well. So the smoke to.
अगर वो famous नहीं होता, wouldn't have been posted those screenshots.
Good flash though coming out.
See, this is how you play the game. This is how you play. Array, not like that.
Already sent through, allows for Texture to get that sneaky peek out. PaperX looking for
Gave
another
credit
round,
and then
possibly
died,
into
bro.
the B side, especially with Mindfreak to block things off closer to C-Link. But can you fend off
Why you want to
Texture?
pick
Yes,
Texture
you can.
alone?
With that possibly the site.
What have we thought in G after all this while? Exactly that. To throw. Yeah.
A bit of this utility that you can throw in. Ash on the horn. Paranoia already used a little bit early.
Would suggest as well. So just to buy the attention away, but the trade's already found. Ash continuing to refill that space though, and Forsaken looks to get his way out. You've got salvos pretty much.
G Texture.
Not quite yet. 4 seconds. Ash is sticking it. Ash is sticking
Oh.
it. Oh no!
Oh
Rex
no.
Karon,
Not like
he's managed
that.
to save Ash's life, and with that, the defuse for Gen G.
You got to remember as well, right?
No,
In
PaperX,
this
don't
high
throw.
level Valorant,
No.
if somebody is
No,
actually
PaperX, don't
keeping track of
throw.
this refreshable utility, somebody knows how
Oh,
long it's going
no.
to be until the salvos is there. But you're getting the idea that, hang on a second, if they're going to use the salvos, we kind of already would have seen them if they come
Oh,
in the
nice.
first couple of seconds.
Hack.
So you got that
Bro, you saw
really
that
quick
tracking, huh?
adjustment to
Hacking, bro.
stay on towards the defuse as well there. It doesn't matter that the pass goes in because there's no salvos. The spike is not planted on a line that they're just going to be able to spam you down.
Texture was in G, nah? Yeah.
Mr. Morale, Ash knows that his
Texture was in G. Texture was in G.
PaperX still
Oh.
scrambling to look for a round. It's been
Oh, what
5
TP is
in a
this?
row
Jing?
for Gen G now. Back into A.
Jing repositioned as well, not in the normal spot that you would expect an Omen ult to be. So the fact that he's at the stairs is a little bit
Oh.
confusing for Karon.
With that,
Oh,
he finds one,
almost.
but still the trades up around Baby Door.
What?
Forsaken though, straight in towards B upper already.
Eh.
And that's something that Gen G doesn't
That-
expect.
upper.
PaperX
Are.
able to fill the site.
They've just crossed each other on the A side. They have no idea.
A little bit suggests
Are.
a little bit of a peek over the smoke and something
Pepper throw?
will be able to punish just a lone Ash. And at this point, not a
इतना
round
अच्छा
like
खेल
before
खेल
Gen
के
G,
सब
PaperX
खराब
were able to
कर
burn
दिया
on their
है.
scent.
Yeah, quick answer.
Hmm.
Quick answer back. Something that we associate with PaperX. W Gaming. Straight in towards the
Guys,
A
guys,
side, straight in
like the
towards
stream, got to
B side as well.
monetize. Yes, like it, boys, like it,
This
like
was
it,
a little bit of a crack.
like it, like it.
Yeah, why not?
We need to like it, like it.
11.
I'll show you I'll show you the metrics analytics after this game, after this map. Sorry.
Now it's a bit too hard when you've got a single choke that you're going to try and break and enter into 3 of them. No.
You got the
G
creds, you just don't wanna
was
give the out points
G
over to
was
the
shit
team.
when Texture was in G. They gave Oscarossi the role of duelist because he was famous in India and gave Texture to play Sentinels and signed some random ass coaches.
Too bad.
I don't think so. They were good coaches. One of them is an analyst in the desk because he knows what he's doing, Mr. Kai. Second, Texture was really good. Not only as duelist, he's also as good as a Sentinel. And to fulfill the comp, because Texture couldn't talk good English, he had to play something else which could be more of a support role instead of initiator. You get it now? That Viper pit is gone, bro. Wait, what?
That's right, Armageddon, Lightspeed, Refract, all spent
Wait,
just to get into
what?
C.
And Rolling Thunder.
The pit's already been dealt with, and yeah, with the Rolling Thunder as well.
Did they use the
So it's
3?
this
Huh?
space,
Wait, what?
but will it be enough for PaperX to really get a strong
And what are you
foothold
doing,
on the site?
Munchkin?
Off angle found, Munchkin trying to refill space and instantly deleted. Suggest though, able to spam through as well. So it's not quite safe enough for PaperX to get the spike down.
Yeah, this is a little bit awkward. Everybody's going to go for a duel here.
Smokes and everything to try to distract them as well, but Forsaken still continuing to hold. The swing though, it's 3
Wait,
players on the other end.
what? How did he get the
Something
2
for a bit of
kills?
trouble, but it's not enough. The spike's
Actually,
been dropped. Mindfreak
where do I move my camera,
trying to
bro?
start
I have
flank,
no
but the
clue where to
pressure
keep my
has already
camera,
been
bro.
dealt with. Karen just marks his 6 as easy as walking in the park. So 5-7 at the end of the first half. Gen G will pick things up.
Yeah, nobody giving Mindfreak any bite on towards that flank and a little later lurk as well. And even for the rest of the
We saw the match, bro, Gary. What match you saw, bro?
All the situations try and get out of there as well. I will say,
What?
you know, this core 3.
What are you saying, Mr. Kai?
Did some hard work in this map so far on that defensive side to really get things started. We got glimpses of suggestions.
Trust me, I didn't care who was famous. I would have kicked them instantly if they cannot perform or fit with the team. That's all. Don't care who's famous, who's not.
Gen G to the attack.
Yeah, you're nodding your head. I see you, Komodo. What do you think?
I'm letting a little bit of the cogs kind of turn at the moment because I'm also considering, you know, for the likes of PRX, right? What does this defensive half actually look like for them when you?
Mindfreak fell asleep. Be main, man.
Last time, and 2 rounds is really not impressive on defense. Maybe, you know, the best defense is an offense.
Also, do like and subscribe, guys, and share the stream so we can all together live life happily. Yeah. Share, like, subscribe. Thank you.
Pressure down Rubble, maybe even Mount. But hey, how about that? Batman as the.
Let me share a Instagram story also.
Moral support.
Moral support. He's shadowing him. He's learning.
Shadowing him, yeah. I gotta say, I'm kind of waiting to see Patman KO if that at all comes. I think he looks deadly on KO. That's my opinion.
Back from the challenger scene.
Indeed.
We'll all see how it all shakes up. I mean, right now it's not quite playing yet. PRX still needing to work with this current core. It's been a little bit rocky, not quite the most solid, especially when we're thinking about their defensive side.
Gary, man, send your henchmen to wake up PRX. What can I do, bro? वो throw कर रहा है तो हम क्या करूँ भाई?
Towards stairs.
Are we going to see some Patrick Hu Neon? Maybe in some maps, I guess.
Information that Forsaken can communicate on over. Thorns, the cloud is now, you know, stationed over towards this A site. That's not going to be.
Why G players are made to use Phantom over Vandal? Juvi said in the comms video. I don't know. Probably the coaches think Phantom right now is better than Vandal, I guess. Especially with how text. You just watch Texture, not just watch him play. He knows how to control his Phantom. 21 watching, 12 likes, guys. Come on. Like करो तो. अच्छा नहीं है भाई. Like करो तो. Like करो, subscribe भी करो, bell button भी बजाओ. Okay.
It also depends on how close Devi is able to get into the seaside so far. Just not a single peep.
Yeah, it's going to be a retake towards this seaside as well, and there might be some early timing with the pillars approach that is starting to come through. But suggest on this.
Gary, with all due respect, the management knows better than the fans about in and out. But surely extending my with the same coaching staff and giving them complete freedom second season really was mistake. Yeah. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, I was against it. I will always be against it. Second season was. I never really liked second season. It is what it is. I have to be open up to you guys because it is what it is. I didn't like second season. I have openly said. I mean, obviously not. Openly said it. I'm talking about in our group. Openly said it that. Nah, I didn't like the second season. Third season I liked better. What's up, EMP? Welcome back. Can you put a poll asking chat if Phantom or Vandal is better? Right now, what poll is going on? DRX. See, PRX versus Gen G. First you do that. Player control in Phantom is chummy. Gary, man, how do you think we have better chance against Gen Z or PRX? No diplomatic answer. I think PRX, but Gen Z also seems a little bit down. Maybe they're waking up, I don't know, but Gen Z looks a little bit down, so both teams I feel we can take it off easily. If they come back, if they get up and our team get up, I think it's even. It'll be a very close match.
Just Mindfreak left.
Yeah, so far so good on the anti-eco, right? Not losing anybody. Bit of early damage from some utility. Munchkin actually, if he's not careful, he might lose.
Also, everyone knew last year that we lack firepower, and thanks for being honest. No problem, bro. Always honesty. Honesty is best policy.
One of these, you take what you can get moments, but not even one found.
I think Genji is going to run away with this, bro. Yeah, Genji is going to run away with this.
If you consider the last one of the first half as well, Genji picking Lotus.
By the way, yesterday I got my G jersey.
On PRX's side.
Nice one, EMP. So you don't like Russ? I didn't say I don't like Russ. Did I ever mention I don't like Russ? I'm talking about. Oh, that's anger, bro. Table, careful. Whatever. Anyways, what was this saying? Yeah, it's not like I like people, don't like people, dislike people, or don't look like people. I just didn't see us being a champions team.
Something able to spray through these smokes, finding texture. That's a good pickup.
Yeah, lasering him down. You'll try and upgrade your weapon as Munchkin right now, but you are a player deficit. You've got a lot of PRX members trying to draw a containment field around this side, but that is quite awkward for Mindfreak. Not expecting.
How did he not expect him being there, bro? How did he walk forward?
Forward angle that opens up the whole seaside, and look how much space he is just commanding at the moment.
Man, they too shit, man. PRX, GG for the whole year. One support them. It's okay, bro. There are teams which go through this. It's okay.
Which makes things a little bit more difficult for something, not just something, Jing as well. At least though, PRX will be able to hold the angle from Waterfall. Forsaken with a good little tap.
This year, more confident even before the actual matches started compared to. It's also because we could have showed you more about the team, right? It's probably because of that. Because I feel.
While Karen slowly creeps forward, something trying to stick the defuse.
Whoa.
Has it halfway, but Karen, that's when he strikes. Forsaken now pushing further in. Karen low HP, but Shrouded steps away. Tries to get ahead of Forsaken.
Wow.
Forsaken just underneath, finds the triple in the
that
round,
was close.
And the defuse for PRX to pick around back up.
Yeah, enough time as well. Not worried whatsoever.
You could just hit, bro.
Right?
Just hit.
I gotta say, for Genji, it wasn't like that was a weak bonus round for them.
Anyways,
either, right?
just getting warm. Yeah.
In the very beginning, it was like 4 Phantoms and Vandals, if I'm remembering correctly.
Also, it's your business, and everyone makes mistake. But problem was when everyone could currently see we lack firepower from the start, but no one acknowledged it. I mean, I acknowledged it, but doesn't mean there are a lot of things you have to go through, bro. There are a lot of complications. There are a lot of. Just because you don't like it doesn't mean it shouldn't be done, or it can be done, or I don't know. It's like there are a lot of things involved in it. I accept it, but it is what it is. So anyway, it's past is past. Gary, 1v1 with subs when? Why you want me to beat me, bro? You guys like to beat me for some reason. I don't know why you guys like to beat me. What you guys want to beat me for? Huh? Itna beating karne hai.
Yeah, one of the big things on a map like Lotus as well is...
Hello, Mr. Nature on roof. What's up?
You can play with, some snipers behind these toxic screens as well. So, kind of waiting to see what Suggest might
Alex, I have the same reaction. Does this mean I can coach them? Whoa. Kya lock ho raha hai, bhai? Oh, Suggest.
Punches back, Suggest. A bit of a
Oh,
trade.
on your left.
Something will be able to deny that. Spike for Suggest to pick up possibly. PRX, they do have the numbers right now. Something
You Suggest 1v5 this now.
well.
Ace hoga.
I'll tell you the story, Quack.
Oh, they're all there.
About a guy named Suggest in a 1 versus 3. Back in VCT Pacific. He still has Sheer as well. And for a post-plan scenario too, that could actually be positioned a little bit.
This year, no food blocks. That's why. Then why you guys doing food blocks in VC and SA, bro? Are you saying that you're not going to qualify?
I mean, the pessimist in me wants to say,
Rossi? What is this nonsense?
We'll see. He already has a little bit of information off of those utilities being thrown out. Ooh, but a bit of a dink that might have sealed the deal right there. Davai able to find a slight.
I think, Gary, you should read whole chat before responding. Sometimes you answer without the context. Huh?
Look, criminal that Mindfreak's able to just stand in the open and deliver 3 kills, not gonna lie. But it is the doubling down.
Rudra, welcome to the stream. So, Gary, tomorrow, if we win, then we are sure into playoffs? No, I think we need to win 3.
from Mind Freak, and that puts PRX right back where they need to be against Gen.G with 9 right now.
Yeah, we're going to have a mound control fight for the very
Gary, what the fuck? Then don't put food vlog now. Stop eating so much in life. Practice kar. खाली खाते हैं तो कम क्या करो भाई? खाके vlog करके खाके हाँ? Stop vlogging and eating food. Then only you will win.
Not fully, not yet. Still that 2-2-1. It's up to Forsaken and something to prevent this from happening. You've got the fault line sent through, but look at the flight path from Texture. A little bit dismayed, but still Karen able to go in deep enough with the stinger. Divide holdout from Waterfall.
Oh,
It's
wait.
just a little bit of damage.
Snake just are pitches.
Pushes them away. Gen.G should be able to get the spike down.
Why win 3? We will win 5. Yeah, bro. I'm saying 3 to qualify for playoffs.
3 of them in play.
But last year fruit vlog greater.
A little bit of a hold from Gen.G. Yeah, the stingers, even Phantoms as
I
well.
think we won in the food vlog category last year.
From PRX themselves will be able to find that bit of an opener. However, the survival smoke on the side definitely cordons things off.
ये तो गया
Texture
भाई.
able to hold it all down.
अयो.
Spots out Jing as well. Munchkin.
How do that crosshair move like that, bro? And our crosshair don't, bro. I'm telling sometimes hack use करते हैं VCT पे सिर्फ में confirm hack use करते हैं. Whose idea was it, bro? Probably somebody, bro. I don't know. Mohit probably. I don't know. This whole first season, before the first season started, हमारा Mohit बोल रहा Indian खिलाओ, Indian खिलाओ, Indian खिलाओ. Like, छाई हट. Indian खिलाएगा भाई. वो vlog करना था.
So I like that Gen.G have just figured this out within this game and wanted to challenge in towards the C side with that lesser buy.
Yeah, they've always been so strong on the trades, Komodo. And right now, being able to play alongside PRX's pacing, especially with that waylay.
No vlogs as of now है ना? आ रहा है. आएगा vlog आएगा. I hope. If not, then I am going and then marifying somebody and then we'll log. Everyday vlog. It's going to be very tough, but everyday vlog. Or maybe every alternate day vlog.
Just the sharp door.
If I'm there, yeah.
Yeah, I see that. They've got the...
Let's see.
They're close to the ultimates, I want to say. So possibly a bit of a retake play from PRX, but Gen.G, they're making use of the space. They're holding downstairs, and that could allow them to do a little bit more damage. Forsaken, though, will look to get ahead.
Yep. Going for the plant, converted pass on in, combo a lot of this utility.
I hope they're making vlogs.
Convergent paths allows him to find the third. And Forsaken continuing
per week, one vlog, bro. Why do you want per week? I'll do alternative days, bro. Oh, shot, Karan. Nice try, nice try. Nice try.
Yeah, it feels too easy for him sometimes, doesn't it? When he's just going around, shooting, taking the lead as well.
Full vlog bhi tha is but 20 seconds because I am there na. I will not let you see full vlogs, bro. I am there. I'm karunga jokes.
Composition that Gen.G are playing, they've actually got a lot of drone ability that can kind of, you know, sniff out what's happening in the pit, right? If Ash is
the animation of G versus Boom was so lit. Props to the artist. Yeah. Props to the artist. Per week match day hai, isliye bola. Maybe 2 vlogs in a week. I think 2 vlogs in a week should be perfectly fine, you know. Oh bhai. Oh bhai. Oh bhai. So I just sleeping. Oh. Arey, PRX and Gen.G is waking up, bros. PRX and Gen.G waking up, huh?
Just the Sheriff. See if he can get anything here, but it's not going to be the case. Another multi-frag round.
Yeah, this vlog was fun to watch. I have a vlog which test kar rahe ek editor ka. Dekhte hain how it is, but it's like solo. It's not fun because it's solo.
It's okay. There's still some more depth in
I need people with me to have fun.
You're always going to be incentivized to try and help Forsaken in this kind of moment.
That's cray, bro. That's cray.
He wants to go for these duels, and you absolutely cannot blame him.
Nice shot.
Do you not blame him?
Yeah, 2 vlogs per week is fine. Yeah, I think 2 vlogs should be a minimum
PaperX from
in VCT at
2023.
least.
Well, the biggest thing for me right now is coming in towards 2025, right? We've got PaperX who are experimenting with a lot of these different role changes, right? And we've got a Gen G who are bringing in Suggest, coming back.
Gary asked Rossi to put more vlogs out because he just doesn't give zero fucks to our chats. He's trying his best, guys. Him being a professional player doing content is very tough. I agree upon that. These so beautiful people there. Hello, 안녕하세요. 안녕하세요. What was I saying? Yeah, karega no, karega. Chill.
To try and counter those plays, get up to those choke points and explode straight in towards the sites, especially on that ascent where you could look to kind of just abuse Suggest a lot.
Wake up this match, Sleep versus Global Esports.
He's getting a lot more backup and it's not really being afforded, right? And he's also getting really dirty in these duels on the attack side. So this is a really good little switch up for Gen G, figuring out their own weaknesses. And on the side of PaperX, they're stepping it up as well, trying to activate Forsaken.
G2 was a MIBR, bro. Two of the best.
Both these teams. And it really comes down to that time out there.
Aspas versus Jago.
Because we are getting towards the tail end of this match.
Jago by Mara, bhai.
Very close to it.
Jago by Mara.
Forsaken pulls out the op as well.
Bear 2 minimum 2 lakhs. Bear.
Used and he's going to be able to plant himself towards B.
Very beautiful people indeed. Yeah, very beautiful, bro.
At this current point in time, if you are Gen G, I mean, I highlighted a little bit earlier one of the good strengths on this map.
Gary, among co-founders and players, with whom do you have the best chemistry?
Whether it be into the open like we saw from Mindfreak earlier, or on a standard line to situate an operator on the correct line, I'm assuming that that's exactly the right timing on the ball to reposition Forsaken, and then the rest of the team goes elsewhere. So they're playing, you know, strong side with rifles, operator on weak side. And now you know where it is. So does that give Gen G enough of an incentive to come and...
I mean, Rushi and me had a lot of common similarities.
Go to the C site where, well, there's a couple of bodies.
Yeah. It's just I know Rushi longer, so I'm not... what's that? I don't understand the question because I know the co-founders longer than the players, right? So it's a kind of hard question.
In with Texture, but still the aftershock of all things finds Karan. Smoke's gone. Showstopper might have been spent, but Texture in towards a deeper spot. In with the Rolling Thunder, though. Something, along with the other teammates, will be able to swarm the site. They've got everything covered down.
Save
7 seconds left. The spike has already been dropped. This round is over.
What, do they have money?
Unfortunately,
oh, they have money. They're going to chase you. Run!
To really bait
Run!
A lot of the utility from PaperX, right? You've got in the end there, you still got something with a lot of his breach utility. You still got
$2 spending, and if no pay, I add interest. Achha, what is this $2 for?
To the C site sub 30 seconds, and you're trying to set
PaperX woke up for real.
Showstopper in, you know, you're trying to get a flash in and everything. Well, you
good wake up.
This is Valorant. This is a game that is still a gun game, but abilities are quite destructive in this.
They'll think this is they'll think this is what they are meant to do, and then we will destroy them.
2025 PaperX plays with utility.
Who do you want to win? I'm not sure, bro. I think I'd rather have PaperX win though.
Early round,
Ooh, that's close.
Again, down pillar.
But this time it's quicker from Gen G, right? Up towards the A site with an idea that they can get in and clear tree with Prowler, standard utility to get on up. You'll still have to start to clear the site with the rest of the utility, however, but you've got an early...
Oh, you are separately?
Already noted.
Yeah. So it's a great read from Gen G to be able to throw PaperX off.
Do they pit?
Among the players right now?
The right time as well. Salvos will break the door.
I think Darion is more like me, bro. But my chemistry with Udo...
They might expect this, they might not. No, they probably won't expect this one right now.
Depends on Suggest's
Udo...
with that, Suggest was able to turn around at the right moment. 2 kills. Texture holds off on the top of heaven as well. Just for
what is going on, bro? What is going on, bro? ये क्या? ऊपर नीचे fake comeback करके फायदा क्या है भाई?
Divine now, the only one left, looks to hold on to his weapon, but not even that. Karan snuffs it away.
Yeah, that Viper's pit at the tail end there, you know, the entrance in towards A covers stairs, covers any baby door entry in towards the side as well. It's a pretty destructive one when you consider how much utility you'd actually need to throw in there to kind of get in. And then you also wonder, well,
bro, it took so long to shoot, bro. Texture.
Anybody that is spotted in that pit, well, you're assuming they're just going to get sprayed. So really well.
Hello, Mr. Abhinav.
From the beginning of just
Mod of the year is back. Mod of year is always first thing late. Mod of year is half the time not there. Mod of the year is not going to be a mod anymore.
An early duel potentially here.
And what could be one of their very last few buys. Genji picks
Ah,
it up.
tera
It's
bhai.
gonna be map
Khatam.
point, so
Your era is over.
helps them out. It's Forsaken up to the top.
Oh,
Rumble,
Forsaken.
finds texture,
Oh.
but still the sprays from Karen
Oh.
over. He shrouded steps way past them, finds the quad. Jing, Divide, they all
What,
upload
Karen?
apart. And it's just Mind Freak left to pick up the
Yahi
pieces.
hota hai.
3 pieces.
Shooting.
Slowly looking for some placing.
More like mod appears in a year.
It's Genji. They have so much that they can do.
Arey, don't worry, bhai. Not for Ayush, don't worry. Utega. PRX utega. Don't worry. Genji bhi throw karega, don't worry. Close game.
Try. It is 10 and 11.
It's a Viper though.
Yeah.
You have to.
Chilies.
Your only efficiency is going to be on your duels.
Alone
Alone and cold right now. Gotta do everything.
Ice.
As soon as he gives even a little peep, Munchkin will silence him.
Gary, read my last chat.
Genji
Where is your
up to
last chat?
map point, and they are feeling way more confident.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, this Gen G at the moment has an idea of how they're wanting to play this map, right? They've done their homework, they've done their
But they will
preparation,
sleep in
they've
one
had some really good
next one.
late
Oh
round
boy, look at
calls,
this.
and
Look at
even
the
some great
shots.
early calls. I mean, you know, Karan, right? Once upon a time a rookie.
EMP, you made me miss all that, bro. Every time they do something, I'm missing because of reading chat.
You know, we're calling him, you know, one of the
Fuckers.
pivotal core members of this award-winning roster in Gen G. Like, he's
the
certainly
wonder kid.
stepped into it. He's the one to get.
Shrouded steps his way all over. Calls out.
Genji भी throw करेगा lol. हाँ वो Genji भी throw करेगा भाई.
I mean,
Confirm.
those war cries, man, I'm telling you, they are something.
Oh yeah. No, 100%. And if you are PRX at the moment as well, you know, you're
Mod so goated घर में Wi-Fi बंद हो गया so library में आके देख. भाई तू library में जाके पत्ते यार Wi-Fi use करता है भाई. Every time I see you are in library, bro. क्या करते हैं library में? एक बंदी है उधर. हाँ, the girl next door.
I do wonder what it feels like for the players on that stage right now. You are PRX. You
By the way, guys,
incredibly well
see my chair.
PRX last week. Just to kind of throw that all away. Now you're very close towards pushing to an overtime right now as well. But do you have it?
Obviously, I cannot show sponsor. I can't show the company name.
The analyst desk, their eyes are all glued to the screen right now.
By the way, RRQ release Estella. अभी क्या करूँ?
Yeah, I mean, you got to consider the weight behind.
What's up, GC? What's up, AP? Welcome to the stream, bro.
Staples. And right now, Jing. I was going to highlight him, who's having a bit of a shocker. So the fact that he's found
Yeah,
an
बोला
opening
ना.
kill here.
Genji भी throw करेगा. Don't worry.
Positioning as well, something that a position that Karen has played before. This time we see a little more of it from Suggest, but he's working.
ये भी vlog आएगा. ये chair का vlog भी आएगा. Let's see. Editor को test editing कर रहे हैं हम.
Wide default as well from Gen G, right? So what can Texture find over towards this A site? What timing can he kind of coordinate with this Viper utility? Ask for Munchkin, wall up, wall down. Try and clear a lot of this space, which is just a double hold at the A site at the moment.
For PRX though, the open kill has already thrown a wrench into their plans, but Texture, look at that. The sudden peek.
The battle of the
with
throws
high
है
low,
क्या?
You know, someone crouched down. He's able to find the frag.
We
That
don't
just
talk
might
about
open
what we
things
do in the
up.
library.
Off of a little kill, PRX now peels back.
30 seconds left.
Divide. The salvos now as well. Can you combo them with anything to ensure a kill, or are you just using them for the time? It has to be a little bit of the latter.
Not unless you can allow for Forsaken to get it somewhat, but Forsaken's pinned down by Texture on the A site. It's just down to Divine and his teammates to try to hold it off. Convergent paths, but no, it doesn't quite connect until Forsaken pushes up with Jing. 2-on-1. Does Ash have it? Low HP, Jing gets destroyed. Forsaken now out from Baby Door, makes a bit of a footstep out with a
Oh.
spray, but Ash crouches down, finds the headshot, the triple in the round, and bringing us to the final destination on Lotus.
What is
13-10.
happening?
Very well played.
What is going on?
Say, we had some really great moments of these teams.
Battle of the
showing
throw
their
is
character
crazy.
in the
Oh
server, but
shit.
at the end of it, I mean, how many
No
occurrences
way they
did we
threw
have
that,
of
bro.
just
Battle of the throw
multi-fragging
bola na.
rounds in a row from Gen G, right? They
Ayya,
close it out with
क्या
3
हो रहा है
in a row there.
भाई?
13 to
ये
10.
लोग
It's not
अरे
the
ना
most
shit
comfortable
करते हैं
win. A win is a win to start off this best of 3.
अभी I want Gen G to win 2-0. अभी क्या करूँ? PRX नहीं हो पाए भाई PRX को.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty tricky to say the least. I mean, some great performances, you know.
I don't know what happened. They used to play so good, bro. Aim, precise, everything. I mean, I think they gave up on the game or what?
Significant improvements coming out from the likes of Ash and Suggest.
I'm feeling
not just that for Texture,
gave up on the
to be able to
game,
step up
bro.
as well. I mean, he's found opening duels.
Guys, by the
on
way,
defensive
I'll show you
side.
something, huh?
Ash and Suggest to be able to anchor certain sites.
Yeah, I think for me, one of my worries for
Guys,
this roster in Gen G at the moment was
this is on March 25th.
Suggest, right? How are you
March
going to
25th.
introduce
March
back from the
25th.
last series? They're still
Yeah.
really strong
Yeah.
structured core three. They're bringing in him, bringing in Ash.
Yeah.
There's always going to be question marks with these rosters, right? I think
Yeah.
that Suggest just found things that were really working for him on that map, that he can bring elements of that into this next map as well.
Discipline issues? Bro, probably, bro.
Incredibly strong for Gen
I just
G.
feel they
Feel
got
a
lazy.
lot
I don't
better
know.
as compared to last week. But speaking of how things feel, I really do wonder what
Salary
feels
कब
in
मिल
the
रहा है
PRX
मुझे?
room right now.
Salary
But before
salary
all
for
that,
what, bro?
Got to toss the question over to our desk. We've got coaches on that staff after all, so tell us what it all feels
They
like.
gave me
after this first
100%
match.
in. They gave the 100% 2020. Now it's just too much.
What it all feels like.
By the way, Vengeance,
Well,
welcome to stream, bro.
I think things went
Salary for
pretty
mod,
okay,
bro. If I
actually,
start
for
giving
PRX
salary
and
for
Gen
mod,
G, both of them playing
ah,
far
then
better
all
than
of
they
you will
did
be
last
unmodded.
week and during
पैसा नहीं है
kickoff.
भाई.
And yeah, it did come
What are you
pretty
doing to
close.
deserve a
So,
salary?
back
Tell me
to
that
back,
first.
How it feels? How does it feel?
It feels
First you tell me why should mod get salary and
always scary. I do think there were signs of improvement there for PRX. I thought in particular.
and if mod gets salary, what are you doing? You doing to get salary?
Because their attacker side didn't
Bata.
look as good this week. Gen G also much more solid than we saw in week 1. As the caster said, special shout out to Ash and Suggest. I feel like they were
Bro
both
should
actually
instead
present
give
in the
salary to
game this
Gary.
time, able to kind of hold their own.
You tell me
Yeah, I
why
feel like
should I
Gen G
give
really
you
wanted
mod?
that one. We could hear
First
how
of all,
loud they were getting.
why you mod?
Screaming.
Yeah, we were on a completely another floor to them.
Because he
I
comes
could
once a
hear
year.
them getting rowdy,
Once
so
a year
they
आके
really
बिक के,
view
हाँ?
this as an important game. They're trying to get themselves pumped up, and you saw some good moments. I mean, this was a phenomenal game from.
Then
Kieran.
unmod him. Yeah, I mean, if I'm giving a salary, instant unmod, bro. You want salary, yeah?
Positionally played very well for Gen G, particularly on that attacker side. Had a couple of very.
Abhinav, there are a lot of people who are loyal to me before, in the first when I used to stream, Patel and all. I unmodded him because we all had mutual agreements saying that I need watch hours, and you're still mod. Yeah, think about it.
I think Forsaken is showing really, really good signs on Waylay. He seems to consistently find impact, and I think
What is the
particularly with the ult, he's hitting a lot of
procedure
people. He
to
has
become a
really good
mod?
idea of how to use it.
I don't know.
really
Let's
like
see.
that Waylay ult. We saw
Right now,
LC long
we
way
don't have.
down.
First thing, we don't have much viewers to have a lot of mods.
Yeah, they
Second, when
definitely have
if we
tried
get
to
a lot of
play
rising,
out.
the
They're
mods
doing
will
what
probably
Jesus
need
said,
to
shaping
help
them
me,
over the
like,
line. I do think what's also funny
if you want to be the mod in the channel, then probably help me with like modding some stuff. I mean like help me create things for the community, I guess. Like when we do sub games, something like that. Mod that. I don't know.
And he did that. He did a great job of. He was able to hold down his sight. He was able to anchor, and he forces PRX to pivot, change their game plan. So I think he did great that game.
Yeah, he did. In fact, let's rewind. Speaking of the beginning of this match in the first half, on the second round of the Antico.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't
second round
know.
there, Force Bite comes through from PRX, and this was already kind of some worrying signs for me. I see the Waylay double dash into sight off the back of the Teo.
Moderation karo.
Stuns Forsaken.
He dies for free.
Live
and then
जीतो.
Mindfreak does this, a double kill through the smoke with one.
Bro, who made this guy a streamer?
And
तेरा
all of a
मौत
sudden
तो गया
it's
भाई.
goes into
एक मिनट.
chaos. So some of this individual
तेरा
brilliance from
मौत तो गया
PRX
भाई.
really did some wonders in some of these rounds, but there was also some shakiness, and you even saw it in that last round with the clutch that Ash was able to pull off. They really weren't always on the same page, PRX.
Yeah, I mean they did a good job. I think there to get the force buy ready to go was great. Now this was a great anchor from Suggest. I think this is what I mean. They were trying to punish him, but he found that gap. We know with Waylay that you're going to be you have to have everything covered, so Suggest understands that and reads it. This was a different little wrinkle that we saw PRX.
23, that's वही बोला. 23 viewers में क्या ही mod करेगा तू?
And this of course is that ult that we spoke about.
Minimum at least 100. At least if I start getting 100, maybe 1 or 2 is enough.
So I totally agree, and it's such a impactful ult.
Pacific got many cuties. I know, right, bro? Don't tell my wife. Wait, let me see what she did. Stream नहीं देख रहा, stream नहीं देख रहा. सो रहा है. Yutsa, she's sleeping. बहुत cutie है इधर. ये देख, Caron, cutie है.
Undoubtedly, and in that opening series he had one pretty good map, and then he had one map where he was kind of struggling. So I think Caron up and down, but still well and truly shows the potential to be the best controller in the league.
23 viewers क्या clip करेगा साले?
The good old crosshair that always seems to hit the head, and the multi-frag potential, and positionally he's always just so sound. Like,
उधर
understands
कोरिया में गाया भी.
He's so comfy.
I'm like G, ऐसा. Thank you. Hey G, I'm big fan. Okay, welcome.
He really understands this map. He understands his
All the
roles
cuties.
brilliantly. He's in the right positions. He knows the TPs. It's a joy to watch him play.
Team
And
screaming
I'm glad
right
that
now or
he
today
kind
off?
of-
I think off,
this
yeah.
map at least was a
Hey, what's up,
little
Mr.
bit of a
Raj?
return to
How are
form.
you, bro? I'm fine, bro.
Nice to see.
It's actually remarkable that he
I'm
was
fine, bro.
the rookie last
I
year
am
on
fine, bro.
Gen G, but now he feels like a
Getting better, yes, I'm getting better.
being of Gen G. He's so important along with texture there, and he does keep it up. Like you said, there are some inconsistencies, but he always
Convar.
in the end does step up.
भाई
Now,
आज
Fracture is gonna
भी
be
giveaway
the
कर
next
दो ना.
destination, the next map, and we
कितना
know
giveaway
PRX is
करेगा?
pretty good at Fracture, and
So
Gen G
far I
was
streamed 1 week. I
looking
think it
the
was
finest.
No, definitely not.
1
The
week
Gen G
continuous I'm streaming. No, not
RQ was one
little
of the
bit
games
above
where
1 week.
I think
I
it was
have
like the
3
highest
jersey,
kickoff, and they were playing
3
a miracle
t-shirts.
in that regard with the Sova. I expect them to
3 jerseys या 5
probably bring
jerseys.
something new, particularly with Aston Suggest
1000
coming into the roster,
VP
and I wouldn't be
giveaway.
surprised if PRX changes it up
कितना
either,
देगा भाई?
because, they
तू
played
आके
back
100
for
के
kickoff. They
करण
had some
तू
success
100
with
के
that,
आके
been playing a lot of Waylay lately,
हाँ?
so that's something we could see them play again here.
Yeah, we haven't seen this from either team in stage
4
1. So I
jerseys.
think
Hmm.
whatever
Have you
preparations
met
they will
Victoria
have
in Korea?
made,
Yes.
haven't had a chance to see it yet. And there was a big enough gap
Yes.
for both these teams. 'cause
Party
they
भी
did
किया.
go to the international
Yes.
So I think changes
Yes.
should be expected for both of
Yes.
these teams. As you say, PRX historically
But,
quite good at Fracture. It is a
I think
massive
she's with
style well.
Alex, no?
You know, they've not really been playing the old school
Well,
PRX style in a way.
This
That's
is
true, and role changes too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is where I want to ask the question, right?
That's
This is
smirk.
a Raze map.
Just
Is Jin
kidding,
gonna
bro.
play Raze, or is Forsaken going to continue to play the duelist? Because he's played the duelist every single time for PRX so far. Is Mindfreak going to be on Brim, or is Jin going to be playing on Brim? Because he's been playing that controller role, and who's going to be on the Senti? You know, is it going to be
But
Mindfreak, or is he
हमने
gonna have
तो
to
नहीं
make
मिला.
someone else play Brimstone?
So
I mean,
सब
Jemkin makes Brimstone
giveaway
pretty
till
easy.
everybody
Just throw a
gets,
duelist on an iPad
Then
and
हम
let
क्यों
it
इधर
just
बैठ के
drag
क्या
out,
कर
right?
रहे हैं
I
लाइफ
want to
में?
see Jin go into the Brimstone. Moving
Career-
across the Brimstone
career
is a
make
very
कर लेना.
easy transition for most duelists.
करूँगा
Feel
कल
util and then you're able to
today
go freely into the
probably
side.
not today.
Lacking the kind
Tomorrow.
of nuance in a way
Tomorrow
that something like
we
Open
win.
has, where, you know, your paranoia is
Pakka
a hugely valuable bit of
whoever
util.
from the
So you need
start to the
recharge
end,
on the smoke, so
pakka
you
if
have to
tomorrow we
manage.
win,
Brimstone
I
is
will do
strong
a nice
though. They
giveaway.
recover
Drop
goals.
your
Pakka.
sweat and you're a man with gun.
Yeah.
You are just a man with gun. You're a little toy
Pakka,
soldier
pakka,
from that point of
pakka.
the round. Don't think about anything. Just do stuff.
So
Just frag.
I do think Jin could do a good job there. So
I like
I'd
that.
like to see that.
I like that idea. That could
Mod
be
is
really
mod is
interesting, and
modding, bro.
almost without a doubt
First
that
time I
both
saw,
teams will be
first time I saw them put
I'm
Discord.
of course
Hey,
curious
mod.
how Gen G will be changing things up. You already shocked that they changed their
Hey,
Lotus up a
hey,
little
everybody
bit.
clap for the mod,
I wonder
bro.
if they'll be doing the same for Fracture.
Clap- hey,
But
everybody
I
clap
know
for the mod,
PRX,
bro.
They have
W, bro.
evolved, adapted Fracture over the years and have
W.
generally been fine.
Happy, get some water. I'll
What's
come
Gen
back.
G gonna do? I'm pretty sure they want to close this out 2-0. PRX is a tough opponent.
Yeah, I think honestly, Teo inclusion, I don't expect like the overall structure of the comp to change. Like I don't think see Gen G as a team that's going to flex into double duelists and change the roles up hugely. I think it will still be on suggest on some kind of Sentinel. Ash, I mean, I probably don't want to see this over again. It didn't work for them so well last time, and I think maybe it might have been a comfort pick of Yeoman as well, to be fair, to some extent. So, look, I think breach Teo and just keep things simple, put texture on the Rays. Gen G is that team that I really do just expect to play whatever the meta comp is, whatever there's a high percentage strong comp is on the map.
Well, we are about to find out what these two teams, Gen G and PRX, is going to play on Fracture. Fracture is just one of those maps. They say bangers on split, but I think it's the same case for Fracture, and things have definitely changed.
WW, clap, clap.
The neons are in. We're not getting.
You have to know that us 19 viewers are loyal, whereas others only join when giveaway deserve better. How do I define and how do I get new people then? I know loyal people are there. अभी क्या करो अभी? Loyal का क्या? Tell me what you want me to do for you. Massage करो. अभी क्या करूँ भाई? I know you guys are loyal, bro. My heart will always choose you guys first, no matter what. But abhi, if I do a giveaway and new people come, then how can I say no? What if that fellow comes to the giveaway and become my loyal viewer? तब क्या? Still मेरा तो काम है link put करना who hasn't joined.
Who casted some of PRX's earliest game might remember Forsaken being a primary duelist, and it looks like that's the role.
Oh, what's up, Mr. Dakiwu? Dakiwu?
Oh yes, I very much so remember that, Victor.
Massage sus? No, bro. Karunga na massage.
Now we're getting to see more of that right now on the stage, but at the
Take
same
massage
time,
from your mod of the year.
about how all of those
Just kidding, bro. Hey, I'm also kidding, bro. Chill, mar.
You saw that shot of
Chill, mar, bro.
something with his eyes closed
When
and then
the only we started, तू बोला loyal. कितना loyal हो गया सकता है भाई? You are loyal to me, I understand. Loyal is like for some time. And then maybe in the future, it will reap what you sow. I have a lot of things planned.
see if that does pay off for them
Whoa, whoa,
right
whoa.
now.
ऊपर
Just a
नीचे जा रहे हैं भाई
bullet
texture.
outside of bench in arcade. Jing will be able to find one off of the little
Hola
exchange,
Krishna,
though.
what's up?
Just a
Welcome to the
full
stream, guys.
utility
Whoever's
right
new
now.
here, please do like and subscribe. Thank you. Or please do share the stream, by the way.
Be able to rear his crosshairs around. Munchkin, however, will be able to push up as well until he gets taken out. All that said and done, Suggest was able to look deeply into the seaside and past defender spawn.
Yeah, but is it going to work for anything? That's the problem right now. You get an idea from Iron Freak that eventually the lurk is going to be there, and 1 versus 3. I mean, both of these guys are low, but if you're just...
Oh, by the way, I need to learn how to do this mal thing that this fellow also does. Bings also does. I always want to do that. It's like
Hopefully,
not.
point system. The longer you watch, the more points you get. I need that. I don't know how to do that. Probably some mod should help me out.
Just stays tucked away.
Or maybe somebody who can help me out can become a mod.
Reposition again, go for another high-low.
Again, a
मैं
high-low.
पढ़ाई
There it is.
करके आता. Okay, go study. Have fun.
Yeah, more multi-frags come through from Forsaken. If this is, you know, one of the new looks of PRX, where we're actually finally getting structured roles and stuff.
Do you even earn something from your stream? I don't think so.
When I'm thinking
I'm trying to stream to earn something. At least right now. Maybe in the future. Maybe I don't know. Right now I'm not looking to earn. I'm looking to more of create a community where we can all sit and enjoy, have fun. Maybe share things with similar ideology. Yeah.
That's where it does get a little bit
So this is what the stream is for. You all can sit down, enjoy your own ideology.
plays, but at the same time,
Same
Gen G-
ideology.
Okay,
Enjoy life.
he's picking up the alt orbs right now.
I do like that. I mean, Fracture...
Add Nightbot. Yeah, I have to add Nightbot. That's for sure.
A bit of Pac-Man.
But there's also something like Nightbot in Streamlabs. Is that okay? Like, I don't know what it's called. It's called Stream Cloud or Night Cloud or something it's
A
called.
lot of them on the other side, as I say,
Maybe
that
I can do that as well.
swing. Finds Ash though, not too shabby.
Yep.
And smokes it off.
I mean, we heard it on the analyst desk, right? Switching duelists onto a Brim when he's not on the iPad. Just point and click. At
iPad.
the end of the day, Valorant is point and click. Just like that.
Just like that. Second kill found in the round. Gen G still in the same spot as before. Now you've got Mind Freak chiming on the other end, but Gen.G with the information that they had from before, trying to look for the pinch against
Wow,
Jing.
what?
And
What?
Texture will find it. That's not too bad. In the pistol rounds,
What has happened?
find a bit of damage against PRX. That's a couple of rifles lost, but still, of course, PRX will pick up the round.
I was going to say, nearly a flawless anti-eco.
Thanks for the honest reply. Thank you, Mr. Thank you, Mr. Thank you.
Fashion out some good defenses in the 4-lane map. You know, one of the things when it does come towards Fracture as well is you got to think.
I'll go at 3:30 for my study. Study क्यों कर रहे हैं भाई? Study why? No study. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Just go study. We'll still be here. When you can come back, come back. Don't worry.
All right.
Have fun studying.
Now we've got the buys.
Hope you do good.
And Gen.G start with 3 north side, 2 south side. PRX pushes out alongside the stealth drone. Stuns.
तेरी स्ट्रीम देखने से पैसा नहीं मिलता. अच्छा, वो गिवअवे पैसा नहीं था, वो जैसे कुछ नहीं पैसा नहीं था, और अभी I'm planning to even what's it called? Put this point system where you can redeem things also. वो नहीं पैसा नहीं. ठीक है bro. अभी ना ठीक है bro. See you. Oh भाई. See you next time. Root streamer.
Oh my, what happened?
Wait. I'm not rude, bro.
He finds a bit of a double, but still nothing much found after that.
I'm studying while watching. Nice, Raj. Hey, Aryan, What do you mean rude, huh? What do you mean rude? I'm not a rude streamer. I'm a nice streamer. I'm a nice guy. इसलिए bully होता है viewers से.
To go for a crunch on the south side, the attacker side spawn side of things, and taking tree control, it kind of does.
I'm still here. You can give Jazzy to me. Hello. Yeah, why you all bullying me? First of all, why you all bullying me, bro? Huh? Why you bullying me? If I retaliate 1 second, also GG, huh? ये क्या नशे हो रहे इधर?
It's up to Mind Freak to pilot this Vise. He tries to reposition himself. There are a lot of smokes up around the site. Pushing out though, Jing will be able to find the first frag.
Oh, bhai.
But still,
He ran to his face, bro.
And that's Mind Freak gone.
Oh, for a second.
Stingers and everything.
Oh, for a second.
Yep, a bit of noise as well, but for Forsaken, just
oh, for a second.
This nasty relay bolt slides forward as well.
Oh.
Looks for the third, but Texture answers back. Low HP, but still a doable one-on-one until he throws out the fast lane.
ये क्या हो रहा है भाई? PRX come back.
Just wanting to really get dirty with these duels. I mean, it was working.
Why? I don't know why helipad looks dirty. इधर dirty है भाई. I just had bath, bro. क्या बोल रहा है भाई? Hey, क्या बोल रहा है भाई? एक mohawk भी डाला आज today. हाँ?
Too chaotic around the side as well, right? Just get the gunplay happening, and it's working a treat at the moment for PRX. And I think one of the things to
हमने study करने के मना कर रहे तू नहीं study कर भाई. Study is very important.
You know, trying to explore and keep things guessing.
See, person like me did not study properly in life. You have to sit and do streaming. Don't go study, bro.
Deal with some of those concerns early on. Wow, Rolling Thunder straight into the B site, but Forsaken has kind of gotten away because of that sprint. So back in towards the safety of the
shot. What the hell was that placement, bro?
Will be able to find a spray through the smokes. And now for Karen to try to hold, he's able to find the microflake, snaps back onto a Texture.
Oh, what is going on here?
As well from Canteen. A bit of a swap around in positions, and PRX are now finding themselves a little bit dazed and confused. Flashpoint out, but Spike not yet planted. Gen.G a little bit pinned down as well. Komodo.
Oh.
Still though, PRX
wow.
trying to reposition themselves into sight
what? क्या close जा रहा है भाई?
And Much can find the frags needed to put Gen.G on the board.
Yeah, orbital strike is actually quite big there for Gen.G. It doesn't net any
helipad not shining today.
It buys more importantly some space.
भाई shining क्यों करने हैं भाई?
Absolutely ridiculous.
Maybe my skin is more matte finish today, you know. Maybe not feeling well, that's why, probably. By the way, I cut myself. Trying to fix this chair, by the way. Cut myself. What is happening? I don't know, bro. So, like, insane match, though. Nice match, though. Yeah.
Sheer wall up a dish to just make sure it's watching it. This worked for PRX last time, remember?
What?
Start off yet again.
even with the camera and the trips, PRX are still moving forward. Just double keying it.
Brother,
As
they
the
love
note
suggestion
to
matter.
Suggest tries to avoid by tucking himself in towards a main. Gen.G looking to recollect, regroup themselves, and re-engage into the A site.
Yeah, just to recontact
3,
back in
2,
towards it
1,
as well.
1.
Go through the shear together, try and explode on in. Bit of a contact play up towards it, but now I foresee the problem,
Oh,
right?
damn.
You've got into the site, the spike will eventually come from Dish because I think even
JD.
trapped by the shield.
JD? I don't know. JD, I think. Whoa, Caron?
Ridiculous.
Just as you thought,
Wow.
they might have been able to get closer into the site. Karen into a deeper position.
Time
wipes
to
the taste
go.
blood off of his mouth,
PRX
and
wapas.
finds punches back against PRX.
Yo man,
Flashpoint as well.
greater
Now
than
Seth
suggestion Ash.
needs to turn his crosshairs away. Off of contact now. Karen swinging as well. Defy needs to save.
Yep.
Oh.
Not even going to be able to. Some aggression from Texture. Carol, by the way, 1 HP to survive with that one. But, you know, 2 rounds attributed to Gen.G. Multi-kills for Caron, getting 2 kills yet again to really get them back in towards this round when you consider, you know, PRX, W Gaming straight up in towards the spawn, looking for it, just over, just not really...
See, Shepard sleep again, bro. Yeah, bro. They keep getting up and sleeping, bro. Yo, man, get in suggest and Ash. I don't know, bro. My suggestion, what do I think? I don't know. I really don't know.
Towards this attacking side. This is the round though that's haphazard, right? For PRX, you're not going in with a sensational buy. You've got some.
Maybe it is true though. I mean, like, I don't know. Suggest.
Oh, that's.
I think internally there was some problems. I guess. That's why they had to do changes. I don't think so. They would do changes because I don't know, bro. There should be some internal problems, I guess.
Bit of a push out from Dish.
Mechanically, Yo Man is better. Yeah, obviously, mechanically, Yo Man is better, bro.
Might have splashed a bit of cold water onto Gen.G.
Not able to retrieve the gun though, unfortunately, for PRX. So we're just going to see some moments of individuals here. See if anyone else can hit some sharp shots. And I mean, if you're going to be tempted whatsoever to use a couple of these ultimates,
I don't know, bro. So I just feel like,
you know, one more kill. Maybe you're gonna
I don't know. I don't understand. I don't understand these players sometimes. They do. Sometimes they play so good. Sometimes they like, you know, like click heads so hard. And sometimes it's just like, no, I don't want to.
For the execute, and especially with Texture on this Neon, able to get deep behind enemy lines.
30 seconds left.
Up the sky.
Fault line as well. The
Oh,
orbital strike has been avoided. That is huge for Gen.G. 20 seconds, and with enough numbers, they could still get the spike
There's still an
down.
Armageddon though. You have to bait out this Armageddon. There's 10 seconds and it's just going to be thrown in.
Trying to get their way through. Armageddon now deployed, and with that, no spike
Oh,
plant found.
what?
Gen.G
they made them
able to
use
strike
2
back.
ults,
PRX
bro.
out of position. All the kills found in the round.
Yeah, not
They
waiting
made
for the
PRX
actual
use
time
2
where the
ults, bro.
Armageddon can buy everyone trying to face the
Aye.
fights. When that ult does go on down,
Oh, PRX.
I mean, it's at the cost of, you know, all of the ultimates being invested in that one as well, right? Orbital Strike, Armageddon, Steel Garden.
Any thoughts on new AI Ghibli? Yeah, it's cute, bro. Shreyas, it's cute.
Yeah.
But what do you say?
3
Mr.
ultis? Oh
Ryan?
yeah,
Got
3
Surely
ultis, bro.
can't reprimand the players for this.
On a eco, by the way.
no.
I mean, you gotta think for PRX as well, right? What's been working? Some tree pushes, but we're getting really aggressive with Forsaken. We're getting some great shots coming out, and for Gen.G, we've seen, you know, a couple of moments from Caron who's been able to answer back, right? We're seeing them re-clear things after some early engagements. It's a slowdown effect for Gen.G where they're really starting to play with the time.
I don't know what happened to.
the old Gen.G
It's just-
style
I don't know. PRX is not snapping with the snappy with their aim nowadays, bro.
and it's the beginning at the moment.
You're not snappy with the aim at all
Winning,
these
it's
days.
just the end that they're not able to.
That's what it is. It's always been what it is. Think about that 10-13 from the first map. That 8-0 against DRX.
I mean,
The PRX fan in me is crying, but the professional caster in me is trying to say Gen.G is just doing such a good job of recognizing PRX's tendencies.
well, the professional in me is saying that there are so many moments that we're seeing really good growth scenarios for both of these teams that, you know, this is the caliber of gameplay. Had they come out in the first week, would have been cool. Right now, though, A lot of utility around Arcade.
It is cute, but
No
indeed,
casualties just yet.
Miyazaki
Until
had
more
different
flashes
opinion on
over,
it.
PRX still looking a little bit antsy, trying to hunt down for some of these frags. Jing from the other end will be able to get that pinch against two players. Texture though, deep into its tunnel, still looking to get his
Wow,
way
Texture
out.
ran away.
He's gotten away with a couple of kills off his own.
Yeah, that Rolling Thunder actually out from something, not able to finalize Texture.
Bro, they use
You had the
another
dual
ult,
side
bro.
Wrap crunch from PRX where
Bro, how many
now,
ults will
let's
PRX
flip
start
upside
using,
down.
bro? Holy
Let's see
crap.
Gen G do it.
And trying to pull off one of their
Wait, kar. Texture, wait, kar.
The
3,
objective
2,
of
1,
the
pick
round,
together.
Spike being dropped. Gen G needs to
Wait,
come back into take
okay,
these fights
they're not
against
close.
PRX, where
Wait, Texture,
PRX
wait,
are trying
Texture.
to retain their hold onto it. Jing has a full kit of
Oh
smokes
shit,
to
they
deploy his
smoked.
first one.
You'll have to wait for them
Problem
to come
is,
closer.
Jing can just reset them yet again, more so
Oh
than
shit.
Taron, so you have to go
Oh,
for it.
what?
Big Mind Freak gets bit.
Getting a little
It's
bit
time to
too
run away. Partner's dead.
curious, and you know what they say happens to that cat.
30 seconds
Want the
left.
corpse.
Give
Give me 20 seconds. Give it to me.
That would be huge for Gen G now, wouldn't it? Something
Hey,
still close by.
what? That's
Finally
throw.
Being able to get detected, still finds that frag.
That's a throw.
Jing off of the other side
That's
of
a
boxes,
throw.
finds Karon.
Okay, that's a
Able to
throw,
see,
bro. What the
save
hell?
themselves in this round,
If
5-3.
If Suggest was able to get off
Hello,
the
Mr.
neural
Zoro
theft,
QT.
you
Welcome
know,
to stream,
would
bro.
that have been
Whoever's new here,
a
please do
different
like and
ending
subscribe. Thank you.
towards the round? Would you have been able to start to spam through the box? Look, I don't know. It didn't happen. And PRX.
He said it's disgrace to life itself as his hard work is being replaced by AI like that. Shreyas, adapt. You gotta adapt in life, bro. It's okay. If they're copying your work, then you have done something in life to be proud of.
Yeah, pull themselves
That's
back
my
a little
opinion.
bit, hold on to that
My
spike.
opinion stays
So
to
the
my
next
opinion,
round, Gen G
by the
will
way.
answer back with a little bit more aggression of their own, so a bit more space now. Back up towards Arcade, possibly.
What are my pick'ems? I don't remember. I think I did it the first day stream, I think. I'm not sure. I don't remember after that. I was not logged in, so I don't know. I don't know what my...
He knows his time was coming, but at that point in time,
I usually don't log in for that.
His whole team to get in towards the B site. Nobody's home. There's no ultimates that you need to contend with on the side of PRX, and you yourselves, well, hey,
Gen G
let's just have a
forgot
little
they're
bit of a
throwing
dance
two.
with our big ones.
Oh my god.
Take some big steps.
Arey yaar,
Throw
kya...
PRX off balance. So, but PRX able to have some steps of their own as well.
Wow,
until the
what is
Armageddon gets
happening?
deployed. So
What is
PRX needing to
happening? What are
avoid that
these
more rounds, but we're
ultis?
still ticking. Something though. His position could be pivotal for this retake. Flashpoint does buy a bit more time. A bit more presence being made
Oh,
known. and
almost
Jing
lost
pushes
that.
up. The trade found by Suggest. Fault line set through.
Oh.
But it's going to be Munchkin that finds the trades right back until something swings out from the left side. Still more
Bro.
frags found for PRX to stick that defuse at the end.
Ulti could have been used later also, bro. What the hell is going on?
Assist his team, but eventually will come forward, and the 1 versus 1, he will best the counter breach.
Yeah, a bit of a counter breach.
Gary, one of my friends saw my story and said G jersey looks cartoonish. It's supposed to be anime style, so
Always like seeing the replays as well, and how everyone's
Thank you.
just moving around the map like Fracture as well, with all the different
It's supposed to be
corners that you can
anime,
play with, and corners you can
so
hide in. Never wanna
probably
overlook
it's
them, which is gonna be a big one right now,
it's
because
a
if you're
good
seeing
thing.
this
I don't
Sands
know.
control in towards A main for PRX,
Ego
they're
ults.
gonna have a
Some
potential
I don't know
massive
what is.
wrap back
I don't know
towards
what's up
this
with that.
tree area
Ults.
again, where Gen G are looking to slowly go in towards.
Like you said, you know, that's what PRX has been good with. The early start, you know, some of these wraps, we've seen them from the past 2 rounds now on opposite ends of the map.
Wow.
Now, a bit of a different pace, and it's a sun peek out from Jing. Surely aware that Gen G are trying to pull off the
Wow.
again.
What is going on?
From something.
Yeah.
Forsaken now from the back, and all of a sudden Munchkin and Karen need to watch out for many angles, trying to backpedal themselves in towards tunnel,
What
but
the
PRX
fuck?
just relentlessly chasing them down.
Yeah, unfortunately. for
Nah,
Suggest
G
there
jersey
as well,
looks
the
sexy, and I
aftershock
stand with
was
my
able to get
opinion.
out of it. Stories
See,
out of the ring, the neural
everyone's
theft
opinion is
to find
different.
all the
When I
information,
released
well,
it first,
didn't really work out, right?
when I released it, I made it like, you know, my thought process to it was chaos and everything, and I knew that not much people are going to like it, but eventually they might get used to it and they might like it. There are people who get used to it, like it. There are people who just don't like it. There are people who love it.
Sometimes it's that
It is live,
variety
bro.
throws off
It is
Gen
bound to
G's
make some people happy. It
Once
is
again,
bound to
though,
make
Genji
some people not happy.
trying trying to go for the same site. 4-1 split this time.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure on Mindfreak to be able to bunker down this B site by himself at the moment. Spotted out behind Dice, but being self-sufficient.
Exactly what I said. See, Rishi, you love the first franchise season jersey.
Will come in handy, but will it be enough for Gen G
A lot of people hated it.
The sheer wall does buy a bit of time for the rest of the PaperX faithfuls to transition their way across the map.
Are they going to be aware of this top north side flank too quickly? I mean, you've not tapped camera.
Yeah, and with that, just does allow for PaperX to truly get in. Suggest, unfortunately, a little bit of a ball being dropped. Still now, Munchkin very much so alive. Hit by the fault line though. Jinx trying to hunt him down. Up for the one-on-ones. Munchkin dances around the boxes, and something will be able to trudge forward.
Arey, something pheka bhai.
Found by Munchkin.
Yeah, he ends back this time, able to win the 1v1 against something, not drop it when really Gen G needed.
Your stream monetized now? No, I think tomorrow it'll get monetized, and then after that I have to apply for it. Let's see. Maybe it works.
You got Texture going in with the ultimate. He's on relatively low HP, but I gotta wonder as well, right? On a map like Fracture, if you're playing a Cypher and you've got this really standard camera towards the north side, if you're not being proficient enough to check it whilst also layering in towards the side, I mean, getting snuck up on from north side,
Anti nice throw.
really hurt, and a
Wahi
lot
ho raha hai,
of
bhai.
becomes your own on that.
It's still something that needs adjusting.
1v2 mein.
Luckily enough, Gen G were
First of all,
able
why
to
did
still
he?
win in the end.
Why did Jink even try to jump there?
Especially with Munchkin
Alone.
being able to pull off the clutch.
Think about it.
4-7, maybe even 4-5-7.
Ooh, this would be really interesting for PaperX if they do want to rip it. I mean, there's two players here.
All they do,
Oh,
something that
oh, that
pulled off before with a waylay from last week, but here it goes.
that is Kalana, bro.
And in with a
Kalana.
lot of space being found and
You can't win
collected.
that.
Mindfreak
You can't
even
win that.
able to anchor down the B side as well. Everything going right for PaperX in this round.
Absolutely. 2 versus 5 for Munchkin and Caron, and well, now just make it 1 in Munchkin.
Off of a bit of a timing, Mindfreak repositions into tower. So that's going to be now just Munchkin
You would
in
need
Canteen.
a
Something happened to something, man. He is doing something which turns out to be nothing.
be able to win this one.
I think expectations.
Say that, but it's like
No.
I think expectations and
generational
like
fun
tired,
and a miracle.
just tired and expectations
What's the story
have
this time, Komodo?
Story?
changed the person. Oh,
There isn't one. It's fine.
lucky he
There's
sat
no
down and
bubbles here.
looked down,
8-4
bro.
half is really good from PaperX, I will say. Enough to set themselves up for the attacking side when you do consider that Forsaken has been, finding his groove on...
Gary, I just came from official Valo channel. I don't know why game sound here is a bit low. Oh, maybe I need to increase it. If you guys want me to increase it,
Neon, right? Is he going to be able to do a little bit better than Texture was able to do?
I hope that is better for you guys now.
We'll see once we swap over onto the second
Read my previous
half.
chat. I will read your previous chat. What is your previous chat, Mr.
Somewhat
Deku?
evenly matched.
Wait.
Just after a
Where's your
little
previous
timeout
chat, bro?
from Alex, that PaperX began to
Can you
find
type
their
again?
footing.
Holy
Like
shit.
you mentioned, it's all of these early round aggressions
the
that
previous
PaperX have begun to tighten some of their plays a little bit more, right?
Yeah, I have eye problem, guys.
I mean, Gen G running
Little bit blind,
You see a
so
lot of
please type
teams
again.
run this one for a specific reason, right? No one really playing.
What was the
in
strat? Yeah,
towards
bro,
the
crazy.
device with this assortment of agents as well. So we're going to
Perfect.
see. hopefully,
Achha, I increased it a bit. You want me to decrease it again?
Point as well for them.
He was good on
Little bit I'll
Yeah,
decrease
that is
because it's
100%
too loud
true,
for my
but
ears as
changing
well.
it on towards the Cypher, there's a lot of pressure on him to make sure he's getting
Man wrote
assistances,
his
and for
last
Ash,
chat
what
600
his
years ago.
utility
Yeah, I mean,
combo is
like,
gonna be looking
Daki
playing
who?
on this Taeho with Munchkin as well.
Like, where is your chat?
both teams kind of finding themselves into
I support Karen
similar
too.
positions,
Hello.
similar
Annyeonghaseyo.
circumstances. See how it all plays out in
I
the
just
second
kidding.
half.
I just kidding.
At least though for
Karen
Gen
the
G,
goat.
4-1 stack closer to the B site.
Yeah, we're gonna have just another go at arcade. Let's just restart the map.
Bobby G stream pe aana. Wait.
I mean, that's where all of the
Sorry.
Gen G.
Aaj Sunday.
Oh, the salvos though.
Rest day.
A bit of fault line as
Sorry.
well. Texture just able to sidestep off of it. Counter fault line as well. Karen coming in with a frag of his own. PaperX trying to call off the hit.
Yeah, now
Straight into A.
there is only Ash here, so if you are able to best him, that would... Ooh, nice shot coming out. Yeah, corner of the wall. They'll get all the information, though, that Dish is still being played, so you've overwhelmed Ash, but already the rotation here for
Yeah,
Texture.
look at Texture. Kicking things into high gear already.
Gary, what are you munching over there?
Bit of damage
I have nothing,
found,
bro.
But still the spike planted,
I have
and that
nothing to
would be
munch today.
nice in terms of
Stomach
economy for
problem.
PRX. That's it. Gen G
Stomach-
still looking to find this retake.
Food poison.
Through A
No
main,
junk food
interestingly enough.
apparently.
Make a lot of noise
I
around
can't
the
eat junk
door,
food.
But with force in numbers, the flashes as well, they will find these 2 critical kills just to buy left. He might have the salvos, but I don't think he's got enough in the frag department. Has to peek out, but he's being smoked off as well. Reloads, repositions, but Foots has been spotted, and that's gonna
That's-
be Texture
that is
with
just
the triple
bully,
in the
bro.
first round in the
Bully.
second half.
Yep, good idea at the very beginning of the round, right? You use all those.
Someone clip it
combos
and
of
send it.
utility
Kya
against
karega
arcade
tu bhai?
control, and it goes two
No
ways.
chance.
You
Not
look
yet
for
famous
duels and
yet.
you
I can
the
get
space,
away
or
with
there's no
all
one
this.
there, and you gain the space anyways, and then you look for a
No
round somewhere
famous
else,
yet.
right? One of the big common things, especially on a pistol round, where you can play your breach flashes as well on top of those sewers. Really sharp shots to come out from them in these pistol rounds, not leaving any corners unchecked. Comes a little bit unwinnable for defense. So the way
yes.
back in towards this map at the moment to bring things closer, pistol round towards Gen G. But for PRX, I mean, we saw this in map 1 when they did get the plant down on that attacking side. They forced up, they won it.
Oh, yes, they do. A lot of noise
Oh.
made already, though, and Gen
I
G will
forgot.
be happy to dump their utility
Bro, I'm so
back
dumb.
into the choke point
Wait,
and allow
I'm so
for Texture
dumb.
to reposition himself so comfortably. The triple found. The spike has been dropped. Munchkin right around the corner as well, alongside Ash with the
Bro,
Stinger
I'm
and the
so dumb.
Spectre.
Wait,
Just mind
I'm so
freak.
dumb.
Full HP, sure, but 5 opponents off to the
Wait,
other
I'm
end.
so dumb, guys. I put, you know what I
Okay, we're gonna
did?
start thinking
I
about
put an
opening up
Instagram
the door.
story,
That's a
tag
bit of a bold
people,
move, but a move
and I
that
forgot,
gets
you know
trumped
what? I forgot to put a
nonetheless.
link, bro.
Don't need hard
I put an
analysis in
Instagram
that
story
one,
without a
but
link, bro.
That's just Texture
How
shooting
clever
with
is
the
that, bro?
Guardian with them all flooding out of the dish, of the drop.
Bro, oh my
See it back
god,
again
bro.
here.
I'm so
He does
stupid,
work
bro.
around that wall and the pillar of the site quite nicely, I will admit, but I mean,
All our
everyone's
players
getting
played
activated.
good
That's
by, and
forced
no
by
one
PRX,
is
not going
carrying
their way.
anyone.
So
Everybody had the
next time
moments
they
against
go
DFM. I think we are
well, it's gonna
in the
round
playoff
after
for
this
sure.
next one.
Yeah.
Then you're just knocking at the door of PRX, right? Trying to equalize
Hello.
things.
It's PRX home.
Well, they have been so far.
Priyanshu, if I can call you that. They disband probably some
Salvos right now for
internal
early control,
problems.
for Gen G.
Paisa, fame. I don't know.
Can you find an opener?
Lot of
steal
things
a
happens
gun,
in life.
make things
Unfortunately, we
one step
cannot have one thing forever.
promising.
Sad.
Still the utility dump. PRX trying to find some headway, and it's going to be Forsaken in with the
Whoa.
monkey plays! Jing! Adding some assistance as well.
Hey,
Jumps on over.
not like
Below
that. Oh,
Munchkin,
Karen
but
saved
Karen
him.
finds a tap.
That's silly. Honestly, that is absolutely silly.
Still a bit more space though, and
Oh,
look at
dear
Jing.
Lord.
Slots over, hands the Bucky back
Oh
in,
dear lord.
and up around tower. Now Munchkin a little bit afraid to push up front.
They know they tagged Munchkin as well. They know that.
So they're happy to stick around the corner, overstay their welcome as it were, because Gen G, there's no chance in hell that they're giving PRX the boot. Suggest though, it certainly will try. So taking down Jing, but you've got 2 left. Something.
That's what I said to you like so many times. What did I?
Nasty flick. And you've got a bit more utility.
What
as
did
well,
I?
but
What
that's
did
not
I?
needed
What
to
did you
buy
say,
in
Mr.
with the
Shreyas?
Guardian.
Wait.
What a round by PRX.
Yeah, that's a funny one, right? Who would win, the Bucky Boy or all of these, you know, better weapons? The positioning though, I mean, Ash was stunned up, so you got to give credit for that one, and then just mechanics on the ropes as well, juggling over different weaponry for PRX, but getting in, right? They're hitting the funny shots. They're then settling
I need to
themselves
delete
down,
this.
and the
Whoa.
eyes are certainly on the
But there are like
prize.
fucking
It went
2
from,
people
let's
who
run
like
some
my
damage
story,
to,
bro.
hey, we can win this round, let's win it.
That's one of these like TikTok plays. Oh, you gotta love it when it happens.
Put the music.
Let me put the
behind
story
it,
again.
and stuff. Yeah.
Don't
What
know
the
what that song is
fuck,
called. I know
bro?
what you're
What
talking
am I
about. Still though,
doing,
next one
bro?
comes up. PRX not looking to slow down their pace whatsoever. Relay
Because of you guys
sides,
only.
but now
I
it's
blame it on
PRX
you guys
going
only.
for the quad peak. Munchkin gone. Ash out of position.
I blame it on you
Texture
guys
onto
only,
the other
bro.
end to try
Nobody
and
else
bail
I
out
blame
his
it on.
teammate. A double kill is not too bad. And
All
that
your
allows
guys'
Ash
fault.
to refill that space.
Guys, by the way,
Retake
who's new
once
here,
again.
please do like and
Suggest out
subscribe.
from the
Thank
top. Mind
you.
Freak trying to
It'll help a
answer back in
lot.
a
It'll make me do
one-on-one
this
crouches.
more.
A bit of a
And my wife will tell, okay.
1v1 going the way of PRX this time. We keep trading them backwards and forwards. If you remember that the Munchkin something duels that
My
we
wife
had
will
on
be
the
like,
last
okay,
half
you
as
can
well.
do this as your
I think we've just seen
career.
like the trading of both
And we can do
relay
this more
balls,
giveaways and
of
shit
both
like that,
special
guys.
deliveries,
So,
fault lines. Like
what
we
do you
want
think?
this
Why
Sans
not?
control
Why
at
not?
the moment, but unfortunately
What
it's
do you
just
think?
you know,
What do
Gen
you
G
what
won
do
every
you
one
think?
time. They're not able to win that one.
What do you think? What do you think?
Both sides.
What I'm blabbering something. I don't
not
know.
afraid
Maybe
to
it's
go
the
in for that
medicine.
brawl, but
I think it's the
currently
medicine,
PRX
guys.
have been successful.
Yep.
Just being able to find these trades. With
Wow.
that though, okay, we got an ult coming out from Texture. Trying to go in for the spams, but PRX are happy to stick themselves together, watching each other's back shoulder to shoulder. Still though, out from the A main area, Suggest finds a double, PRX answers back. It's just Ash left with the Sheriff. Damage found though, so it's still not too
Bro,
bad
my
for
medicine,
Gen G.
my
They're still
medicine
in this
feels
fight,
like
but
I'm high, bro.
at the end of it all, Komodo, you gotta admit, PRX, they are close to that map point.
Yeah, 100%. And with being as proficient as they were in the previous couple of rounds, they are going to be
कुछ गलती से बोल कुछ गलती से कुछ बोलेगा ना guys. Tension नहीं लेना है. अपुन बोला ना.
I wouldn't actually be surprised going into this next round, Quack, if we do see some sort of orb maintenance on the side of Gen G, right? Because I've just noted that they're
अपुन बोला
they have two
ना.
players that are close to a couple of their
Tension नहीं
ultimates as
लेना
well.
है.
And in this sort of situation, you need something big from Gen G to start to come back on this defensive side.
Do wonder what that could be though. Alts for sure, but right now as the rounds play
Medicine
on,
is making me high, bro.
For that sense control, Gen G tries to wrangle it back from them. PRX still happy to play around south side of the map. So Gen G a little bit more respect now, but they are happy to.
Gary, I am Ducky, bro, and my chat just disappeared when I'm typing, bro, for my other account. No problem, Sai. बोलना क्या हुआ? What do you want to ask me?
To be able to get in here as well.
I shall fulfill your dreams. Ask the question.
Until that orbital comes on down, they're going to set themselves up nicely for this post.
Stomach का medicine सीधा सर पे काम किया. I ate. I have fever also, no? So.
For the trade, so not too bad.
Fever का medicine भी लिया.
Armageddon, you're right. Still need to find the right position, the right timing for it. One Armageddon out, another Armageddon back in from Defy.
Cholo.
Mindfree goes for the peak.
Third map.
Finds a frag. Forsaken out for the last
Third map time.
PRX to reach map point.
Convincingly as well with how they've been playing this one so far. I mean, I think this is like one of my favorite things to say in this game of Valorant so far. Stuns are cosmetic. Doesn't really matter. Something's still getting that kill, using his Rolling Thunder just as he dies as well. But in the grand scheme of things, it does not matter because PRX still get the round done. They still got it, and they've got 6 map points. They're sitting in a like really comfy chair, laying back at the moment. It's padded. It's a good place to be for them.
Definitely shaking off those initial map nerves, and that diligent aim training paying off for something. I mean, he didn't let go of that target, not a bit. Now PRX peeling off, straight back in with the A.
It's over, bro.
Mindfreak finds the first, Forsaken now in with the next overdrive as well, and Gen G look to reclaim, but it's not quite happening, not yet. Oh my word, Steel Garden as well for Mindfreak.
Yeah. Able to actually gather it from the previous round in this round and use it, and
it feels
You follow IPL, Mr. Rishi? Yes.
yeah.
I do follow IPL. I watched.
Karen.
Almost threw my phone outside the window when I watched CSK.
Keeping themselves together.
Map point.
PRX still tries to keep them away.
Time
trying
ticking.
to play for the time of it. Yes.
The chat look
that's
badass.
what that utility is for. Forces Gen G to reclaim space again, but back up towards tower. That's where PRX are all
If
playing
Karen
around.
wins this now.
Here comes the utility once
nice
more.
try.
Karen
Chalo,
out of position,
Battle of the
so
Throws, third map.
just to put
The
PRX
chat looks
back up
sexy.
on
Yeah,
top of their
the
own
chat looks
map
sexy with
state.
the
final
black,
score
red, everything.
on
Actually, you want to see the back
13
also?
to 6.
I'll show you the back also. Wait.
Very confident looking map for PRX in that one. Some really good ideas, some really good spawn side crunches, north side crunches, just getting really dirty. I mean, how many duels did we see where there's 3-4 people from each team just getting involved in these fights, and PRX coming on top or bowing out with an equalization? You know, they're really loving the scrap plays on a map like Fracture, but then still able to come out with these really good space takes as well, and a good beginning, middle, end. This new identity of PRX, I mean, they're getting you know, they're having to go through the reps on stage to try and figure out what is going to be working for them with all these different role swaps. But Forsaken, I mean, over the course of these two maps, he's really been set up by his team well.
Oh, yes.
And I think that's really pivotal for this new little look for PRX. And on the flip side for Gen G on this map, right, I don't even think it's one of those problems where we've seen, you know, like Suggest be bullied or Ash be bullied, because there's a lot of moments where Gen G, it's just, you know, everyone's not able to hit their shots. They're getting caught out with multi-peoples on PRX. Like, yeah, they had some instances, sure, where things were looking good, but ultimately on this one, PRX just looked far more better.
Yeah, I just can't get that round 15 out of my mind where Forsaken had that Bucky. I mean, it really is glimpses of that PRX hive mind again. Everyone chiming in, especially with the Vine with some utility as well. It just looks so much better.
Hello?
So,
आ गया ना वापस कुछ तो वायर लूज वायर ब्रो some loose wire bro. Yeah, Envy, what's up bro? Why you here? Practice करने है ना? इधर क्या कर रहा है? जा practice कर. EMP है भाई, कितना है लो? कितना भाई? Single है तू? कितना भाई?
That's right. We've got a series on our hands.
Why are you touching your chair like that,
Gen G
bro?
And PRX wins on their map pick of Fracture, still looking comfortable as ever on this very dynamic map.
So much better from them, I have to say. It looked a lot more old school
Hello.
in their approach. I
DM you on social. Can you check you when you're free? Which social, Mr. Sai? Sunday, भाई Sunday को off लेने हैं तू? हाँ?
When you never get that first kill, when you never get that clean entry, you're always on the back foot. So
Sunday को कौन off लेते हैं भाई?
Yeah, they forced Gen G to react to what their game plan was, and they clearly had an idea of exactly what
actually
they wanted
forgot
to do.
today Sunday.
We'll touch on the aggression on defense, and we were kind of questioning their defense coming into this series, but particularly here on Fracture, a map that really suits their
What's
style.
next map?
They're unafraid to be aggressive. It's a map
Hey,
that
what is next map? Guys, you chat what is next map bro?
on that defensive side.
Sunday fun day, Gary. No fun day, bro. Like there used to be one person called Papa G.
I mean, I don't know if
Every time no fun, guys. Guys, anytime we start having fun, no fun, guys. No fun, guys.
Textured, I felt like kind of just did his
Heaven?
best to try and carry the
Heaven करेंगे, heaven करेंगे. Play ranked if Sunday no excuses. Play ranked if Sunday no excuses. Play ranked if Sunday. I don't understand.
What we saw in their debut on Ascent didn't work out too well for them, but to be fair, Fracture is a map that has looked weak for Gen G, even going back to kickoff, so maybe they just haven't found the right approach on this map yet.
Yeah, I think that's
What is your name, Mr.
By the way, you can steal this. If you
Sai?
only play Jet, you only play
I got
Reyna
no
in your
message
ranked
on
games and
X,
you need
bro.
to fill smokes, play Brimstone. It's so easy.
Mr. Sai, I have no message on X.
The duelists go across the Brimstone, you can frag. It's the simplest agent you have to think about. So much better performance from him. He should be settled into the series now. But we're moving across to Haven, where I would be surprised if we're going to see a Brimstone. But we'll touch on that later.
He could just only play Brimstone.
No
from
fun,
now
no
on.
bund.
I would say no.
Darny, the beatboxer.
Oh,
who
hey,
has done
guys,
the track
once in our
recording
blue moon,
only
moderator
exclusively
is here,
play
guys.
Brimstone. He's really good at
Tali
shooting, so
bajao,
it
tali
seems to work
bajao.
for them. They did get, what, 15 first kills on this map as opposed
Tomorrow
to
I'm a bit
4 on
scared
Gen G.
having
It's
wives of
absolutely
Boom
insane.
dominating G.
Haven
Bye.
now, you know, we
Heart
can't even get to Haven yet because there
chest
are some
में डाल
highlight
के
moments we
बोलेगा,
need to talk about on this
all
map. And one
is
thing that
well.
we were
बोलो,
concerned about was the attack
all
side and
is
defense
well.
side for
All
PRX.
is well. All is well. It's okay. Whatever happens, happens. It's for a reason. But we should win.
I mean, a lot of people say the best defense is a good offense, and that was PRX's approach definitely here on Fracture. They were running it down, a lot of top side, bottom side crunches, and at the end of the day, it did a lot of good work for them. They found a lot of opening kills, and you saw that in the initial kind of highlights at the end there, where you did have like.
Are you taking notes? थोड़ी ना vengeance. एक minute. थोड़ी ना हम coach है, हम player है, हम captain है. Are you taking notes? क्या है भाई? हाँ, notes ले रहा हूँ. Both teams are throwing.
Yeah, for sure.
Very good.
I mean, you saw players like Suggest
We don't throw, we win.
side getting kind of isolated. They ran at him on the bonus round.
Yeah, Jason Drulo.
Here again, you see
What's
like
up,
a
bro?
little
Long
trick
time no
taken.
see,
They're
bro.
just really
Welcome to
trying
stream.
Sandwich him. They're forcing him out of position. And then, what do you even do against this? It's Ash and Suggest bottom side. You're getting breach, Brim ulted, and crunched and run out with a Neon ult. Like,
That's a hands off the keyboard. Yeah, I'm dead, guys.
We saw that, I think, in Masters Bangkok as well. I think T1 was one of the teams that were playing. But man, just throwing out all your ults at spawn, what a way to end it.
Sarcastic vengeance. थोड़ा सकार सुन ले रहा है भाई. ये कौन है भाई? जंग.
Well, Jing is our MVP. Nice to see him back on the board again.
Play scribbles. Meantime, I cannot. Unfortunately, there are things I cannot do while doing watch party for VCT streams.
More that you kind of need to work with the Omen.
I'm good. How are you doing? I'm doing good, Mr. Jason Derulo. Much better than yesterday.
It's so nice.
Much better than Dave yesterday.
He's at his best at top speed. So
Yeah.
My stomach
Simply can
still
throw
doing
a nice
sometimes
little
dur
ability,
gur gur,
bro. He quite
but
enjoys it, but
all in well,
massive
all
respect for him.
is
He
well.
turned it round from that one in the series, which is difficult.
I did
to
again.
do,
Can you
so,
check 1 second, bro?
we just hope he can settle in for this third series. As we say, it's going to be on Haven. If barring changes, he'll be back on that Omen, but he needs to bring some of the character that he just showed in that map too.
Okay, both of these teams need to work on their Haven based on the performance you saw last week. Genji was playing against Boom and DRX versus PRX. And PRX, we talked about it with Alex here. We have to acknowledge the first 8 rounds. Awesome on the attack. But now, Genji will be starting on the attack side for Haven. I think they know that too, that, you know, PRX hasn't figured out their defense. Well, at least last week anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I still have
First
to
of
say,
all,
I'm worried for
I have
GG.
not
I
gotten a
mean,
message.
they've
I'm just
really
looking at
survived
something
for a
else.
long
I have not
time.
gotten
Like,
on anything on X, Mr.
massively
Sai.
exposed it in a
You
way.
probably messaged the wrong
Genji are
person,
not a
but
team
I have
known
not
for
gotten
their
anything.
crazy
I've
innovation
checked.
moving forward,
He didn't, I
pushing
checked.
the meta. They love this vibe.
Request, I
They've been
checked
running it
everything.
for a long time, but that means there's a huge bank of information available on you. Even swapping
After
to
5
the
minutes, I'll
tail,
go. Why are you
it's a
going, bro?
slight
EMP?
difference, but it's not massive. And I felt like
Why are you
we were
going,
able
bro?
to exploit that.
yeah, to some extent. I think PRX looked a little bit too one-dimensional on that attack.
Yeah,
after
but
the
I'm
first
not
8
kidding.
rounds.
We
He
are
got some
we
good
are
adaptation
we are
against
watching
DRX,
anyways. Just
and
observe
they
some
just really
patterns of
figured
any
out their
teams
defense.
which
The
might help
defense
us in
can
the
be a little
future.
bit
Obviously,
tricky away with
Vengeance.
the
I think the
Eurocalls as well.
coaches
It's a lot around
would be
TP
sitting and
fighting,
observing
it's a lot
all
around
these
using
matches,
the
observing
Yoru
all the
balance
previous
and
matches,
hiding what your
observing all the
setup is. You know, you can have a breach trap on one side and the Yoru kind of with a
play
TP
styles
on
and
top.
ranked also.
One team that just
I
does
think
that phenomenally
the
well at the
coaches'
moment
jobs
is
are to
T1.
do
They're
that.
a nightmare to attack into because you just
Your
never
stream
know
got
where Buzz is
monetized,
gonna
not yet,
be.
bro.
So
Probably
I
tomorrow,
think
but
if,
then I have to
PRX
apply for it
you know,
tomorrow.
use full advantage of that, that will work a little bit better for them. And I think one thing,
Library का वाईफाई गया मेरा, वाओ भाई तू वेट तेरा घर में वाईफाई गया इधर आके लाइब्रेरी आके लाइब्रेरी का वाईफाई भी खत्म किया तू क्या कर रहे भाई लाइफ में ऐसा क्या कर रहा है भाई I have to study अच्छा why is everyone studying bro what's going on bro why is everyone studying today bro Sunday में कौन पढ़ता है भाई
Yeah, I mean, they have a lot of flexibility, right? You know,
But
that
tomorrow,
kind of
guys,
old-school
tomorrow,
style, even if they
we
wanna
need
play more
everybody
full
to be here.
initiator, the ability
We
to
need more
run it
people.
down
We
will
need to
never
do
go away. It's
the
like
best
riding
we
a
can
bike,
to
you
give
know,
our
they just
energy
need
to G.
tell, yeah,
So
guys, we're just gonna
be
go
here
hard.
tomorrow. Don't forget.
rolling it down a hill like this.
So they still have that in their back pocket, but I wouldn't expect to see that yet. I think
Sam,
they
Guru
are
Guru
trying
happened to my stomach.
redefine
Apparently, it's a
themselves,
season for
become more
food
structured,
poisoning.
become more
Apparently,
consistent in their
that's what the
roles.
doctor said.
You know, I guess we'll see how it goes for them in map 3 if they do stay with that style.
Yeah, I am a bit curious.
Did Jui
about
take a
it.
husky already?
I can't
Wait,
see
did he?
why they wouldn't,
I don't know.
though. With look, they had a solid.
Is it
first
G Gary?
half.
Yes, G Gary.
I've joked
But I have
about it
not
with
gotten
Alex.
anything
I'm
on
like, it
it.
looks like your Haven's kind of half crap, and he
I've
got
not
a
gotten
little
anything on
defensive
it.
about it. So maybe they'll fix it on the second
someone-
half here, and they have no choice.
Did someone hack
Going
my
against Genji. Genji has the same
name
problem
over?
as well. Now, Achilles has said this a couple times coming into today that this is
G
probably the
Gary
hardest
and at Miyokin
one for
G.
him to predict.
That is
Here,
my
50-50 for Genji versus PRX. I know how we, as a talents, ultimately mostly going for PRX. The Korean side, similar, but the other way around, more of them picking Genji. How do you guys
semester
feel
is
about
near.
your prediction?
Acha.
You predicted Genji today. Pilsy,
March
you
का
predicted
time
PRX.
exam
How do you guys feel?
brother
I feel okay about
मेरा
it. I'm a
time
little bit
में
worried in a sense, 'cause I do
exam
feel like PRX are fixing
bunk
up their
करना था
defender
हम.
sides, and I I wasn't
That's
too
why don't
impressed
become
with
like me.
Genji's
Become
favor. I
clever.
would like to see some
Become
innovation there, but
better
I'm
than
not
me.
expecting it. So
Guys.
I'm a little bit worried that this map 3 might be a little bit too readable.
तेरी
but,
तेरी
you know, I think
तेरा
it will all come down to
अच्छा
how it gets played
unemployed
out, and I
नहीं
think
रहना
you worry more about that PRX defensive side.
I don't know
अच्छा
what to expect from either teams. I feel like both of them are a little bit inconsistent at the moment, half to
अच्छा
half or even map to
multiple
map. So
of
it really just
restaurants,
comes down to who
multiple
is going to turn up on the
businesses,
day. We don't expect
G
either one of these
esports,
teams to be pulling out those pocket picks. These two teams are very much still in
unemployed,
the
yes.
developmental stage where they're working
Multiple
on their
hotels,
teams. And in the case of Gen G, they're going to stick
yes.
to what worked last time. or
Unemployed,
what
yes,
didn't work,
yes.
But look,
Yes, I've been out,
potentially
yes.
promising, I would say. Suggest
मेरा
looks
ही
better
गलती
on the
मेरा
Killjoy than the Cypher. They're still keeping texture on the Neon, which he did great
मेरा
on
ही गलती
Fracture on as well.
Yeah,
Eh,
PRX, we're seeing the
मेरा
same comps, but we are
अरे
seeing Jing across on the Teo.
टेंशन क्यों ले रहे हो
Divide
मेरा गलती है
on
ना
the Cypher, Mind Freak back onto the Omen.
Wow.
So we are seeing these kind of role changes there, which is seems slightly unusual
Same
to kind of
comp,
Vinod,
mix the same
चलो
roles.
गैरी भाई
I mean, I
आएगा
don't hate this
आएगा
in a way. I think bringing Mind
चलो
Freak back
Vinod,
to Omen makes a
welcome
lot
to
of
stream bro.
sense. Now,
Please do
Jing
like and
onto
subscribe.
Teo, now this is wildly different. That plays very
Food
different.
poisoning का सीजन भी होता है yeah bro. There is
Change the whole comp,
there is
but
such
we
thing by
gotta
the
wait
way.
and see. They know more than me.
That is so
मुझे भी
crazy.
monetization
You guys made a
channel
really good
build
point. The
करना
same
होगा
exact comps, but
करो
different
भाई
people playing it. That could
hello
change
again hello
everything.
Mr. Zoro
We're gonna
QT
send this
what's
back
up
to our casters to close out this
2nd
series.
April को
Gen G
exam है
versus PRX.
oh close
It's none other
when
than
when does
Komodo
exam
and
get
Quack.
over that is my question the exam is starting from April end.
Victoria. Yep, you still got the Komodo and Quack, but still also
Gary is Richie Rich. I am poor as hell, bro.
PRX. The desk has mentioned it. They've been a little bit upsy-daisy.
Retired at young age, not retired.
PRX have swapped around the roles. How will
Yeah.
this look now?
I mean, it's the same if you hide all of their names, right? So
Hotel में रहना रहना employed नहीं kill.
Mind Freak is back on towards his fabled Omen.
GG Gary man we'll leave see you tomorrow why you leaving bro Ayush are you not supporting PRX PRX will win bro chill mar
Very interesting, aggressive.
watch time is hard yeah watch time तो hard तो है भाई
Got the gate crash
You
back
are
in,
poor,
but
I am
still
very poor,
possibly
bro.
if needed.
पैसा दे दो give me money I want
Be
money
a
give
little
me
bit
money
cautious with this push in.
Yeah, but they're gonna get in towards the site, and there's gonna be nobody home.
Bye
right?
bye.
The
Best of
traps
luck
they're
who
gonna
was
walk into,
studying,
it's just a
for the
camera
exam.
they
Best
can
of luck,
use a
bro.
little bit later on from
Study well.
Dubai. So a good old-fashioned
Don't get distracted.
5 A-site retake.
just मेरा stream side में डालो
We down.
love you
Divide on the cipher up in heaven.
May
Main point of
May
entry.
also exam में भाई ये क्या है भाई
Link. Heron already blocking off the exits.
ओए ओए
It's gonna be a
ओए
couple of tanks.
ओए
Ooh,
Caron
look at that, the double tap up to the top as well. Texture has everything locked
Oy.
down. Just Jing being able to find a little bit of a consolation prize, but the round very much in the hands of Gen G.
Aye.
Ooh, Karen. Bit of a risky dive.
oh what the hell was that slide bro
Round ultimately picked up by Gen G.
Yeah, getting in towards that A site, setting up the poison cloud far forward towards the entry as well. You know, you can kind of refresh both smokes there between himself and Caron. If it's
Chalo,
really
I'll
slow
end,
played by PRX,
what's it
so
called?
they know they have to get activated
Poll.
quite early, and it's all
I'll
gonna
end
come
the
on back
poll.
of when that camera's opened
Okay.
up
and I want to see
spread out
something
to the
after I
side,
end the
right,
poll I want to see
unfortunately
something
if you're not being proficient enough to find any of these Gen G members in the beginning of the round, well, they're all alive to just belittle you on the side itself. So it's a good little pistol to come out from the Korea
So,
side. And now to, well, see
what is the poll what does the poll say wait what the hell
the attacking side and getting the pistol round, but on this defensive side, trying to command some space.
Wait, I ended
up
the
through
poll. What-
lobby
what
and
happened?
Surprise Munchkin here.
hello
Also, the fact that PRX didn't find too much in the first round, so they
Who
can't
won, bro?
truly afford too much if they want to go.
What the hell, bro?
But they are happy to triple swing
Ah.
in. Game
So, yeah.
crash as well for Forsaken, and that's going to be Suggest rearing his sights.
If
Does
PRX
find the
wins,
frag. Now
if
finds
you guys
himself
have put PRX
somewhat
if
swarmed,
PRX
every
wins
player converging into his position. It's just a ghost though, so not too big of
I
a loss.
personally will
Gen G are
do
happy to get that spike down on C.
Yeah, eventually Jing's going to have the salvos back online, but they're just going to line up for texture.
what's the
That's
minimum
some
what's the minimum
armor-piercing
VP I can
rounds
give
that he must have equipped, Komodo.
what's the minimum
Line
VP I
out
can give bro
from something. But ultimately for PRX to try to find some
Oi, what
taps,
the
it's not
hell?
quite gonna go through.
he just stood there bro
Salvo's in, something with the Marshall. Does find a bit of a tap.
oh
Wait, what?
shot headshot
Double kill.
Refresh the one
Heron
way.
still trying to be careful. Jiggy with the jump peek. Look at Mind Freak's something's crosshair placement. Oh, he comes back into it. Finds every kill, no defuse, but he's happy with that one.
What the hell was that?
GG. They get the round, but at what cost? Something's able to escape with the 3 kills, the Phantom as well, so that's an upgrade in towards the next rounds.
Halfway to his rolling thunder.
Yeah, and you're gonna see on this
475.
defensive side as well, some quite the prowess with an outlaw in this sort of scenario as well.
475
because
valor
it's GG,
points,
how
yeah.
are you playing this bonus
475.
round, right? Are you more favoring the lesser weaponry to have a, you know, a
475
salvageable
Valorant points.
situation,
If PRX wins, I'll do giveaway for
we
that.
can maybe get this round. If we don't, it is the bonus round.
If PRX wins.
So it's a wise idea for somebody like Forsaken to come out with an outlaw in this round that'll mince out a couple of these players.
Apart from that, Gen.G, if you're in their shoes now, you're constantly worried about what PRX might throw your way. So taking things a little bit slower than before, trying to work with this Viper as well, the toxic screen that big time is mentioned.
I'm not talking about the poll, I'm talking about the game, bro.
Seen when you're running a Viper on this map and this cut towards the B side as well.
By the way, guys, like and subscribe, thank you. Oh, this is a very bad position, Gen.G right now. Oh, what Karen? Oh, bhai. Oh, bhai. Kya throw hai, bhai, PRX.
Texture has the angle, has the positioning with a Bucky. Mindfreak though trying to get ahead, will be able to track down his first.
Gary knows there's no chance for PRX to win. No, bro. This can be anyone's game, bro.
Open lanes of mid. Oh boy, the fake out.
Oh, that smoke helps him put the mollies on.
Oh.
Flash. Will burn down the timer just by
Oh,
a bit.
oh.
That came a little bit close.
It looks very close.
How did they
there, doesn't it?
win
I was
that,
gonna
bro?
say, you
What
know,
the
it's
hell?
1 versus 2. It was a 2 versus 3. A bit of ill timing from Jing
PRX,
to be
please
able to
wake
get
up.
out that drone
Papa is
when he's
doing
on the
giveaway.
side itself. So these are going to be some sort of teething issues with him going on more of an agent that is, you know,
His first
Hotel restaurant owner of multiple businesses and only 475 VP. First of all, I don't make money in doing this, what I'm doing. Okay. Second, why you bully me into giving more? That is a very bad thing to do. You get what you get. Third, it is not my team who is playing. And I've done a lot of giveaway before.
One of those things that PRX will have to
Bakwas. Idiots.
right
Puppets.
now at least. Karen
Eh?
and the shroud of step, they kind of missed each other. Forsaken turns upwards. Bit of A lobby control, but Gen.G happy to trade right back.
They've just won every round essentially here.
We didn't get to
Can you give me other social? Instagram है असली मियोकेन.
And then Texture's just there to close out the
ASLIMIOKEN.
round. That does just happen. PRX trying to get a little bit too aggressive over at A, a little bit too jump spotty at C, and then you already have Gen.G on the line. That one is a little bit
Bullying
rough.
me into giving more is true, yeah, bro. Why are you trying to bully me into giving more, bro? Get what you get, bro. Every day करते तो GG होगा भाई.
Huh? You've already proven that you're being able to do that with just a little bit of the lesser
G
utility
win,
over
Gen.G
A
winning.
before getting traded out
ये
by
PRX win
Gen.G.
this? 500 VP giveaway.
Roger that. Oh, Gen.G. So now, having seen a lot of the early round aggressive plays from PRX, Gen.G starting to find some adaptations against that. So keeping themselves grouped up early on.
PRX has to win anyways, which is ain't happening. Bro, I said this before it was 3-1. Take care. If they throw, it's not my problem.
Is going to be able to do anything for them when they hear all this utility coming up. You're going to potentially go for the flank. I wonder if they're just going to dark cover the alarm bot to sneak by.
They just had
They're
to.
just gonna trip it. It will be
PRX
tripped,
just
so
had
that
to
if
see Gen.G
They know the flank's coming.
playing this map
ultimates, but they're not quite able to deploy them.
against.
As you mentioned,
Boom.
Komodo, all of these trips and everything being
Oh,
correct,
she's line up.
trying to get ahead of it as well. And now with that,
Kal hoga dhamaka. Yeah. Akshay, what's up? Welcome to stream. By the way, who was new to the stream, please do like and subscribe and thank you. Share.
what a flick!
Oh, I missed that when I was saying that. Oh my god. Why do I always do this to myself, bro?
Now you know where Karen will be with his flash.
Oh, the flash close range though.
Oi, almost.
Karen still in and quick with the dolphin dive on the classic right click.
Already subscribed. Thank you,
It's
bro.
close, man. It's another round that gets really close to the way of Gen.G. I mean, you got to be a little bit more cautious if you're just going in towards these fights technically at a deficit, right? Gen.G. in a lot of those
Are
fights,
we even
they
real
were
fans if we don't
in
bully
the
our favorite
stronger
streamer?
numbers in the very beginning. What if the classic didn't
Bully,
work
bully,
for
bro.
Carol
Bully,
there?
bully.
What if,
Bully,
you know,
bully.
it's always
Bully,
the
bully.
question. What if? Question mark.
Bully, bully.
Now you're going into a fresh round where the guns are back for PRX and they have picked up 2 extra ultimates to be able to get another round on this defensive side, setting up their Cypher more proficiently.
Dude, where did everyone
towards the
suddenly go,
C
bro?
side.
Sab bhag gaya suddenly. One, I'll be right back.
Once again, PRX trying to creep up front. Gen G with a bit of noise off to the other ends, but Forsaken definitely needing to respect what could be very well on the other side.
Quite the slow one from Gen G as well, right? PRX, they've had to contend with a lot of ups and down plays between slow and fast. This time, though, there's going to be a big test on towards Main Freak on this C site.
He's already tossed
Any
out
pets in home?
Carolina
I want to get a pet,
Cages
bro.
up.
I'm
So's
trying to
all the way
convince
through.
my
Now the
mother-in-law and
coming out
wife.
from Jing.
My wife is getting a little bit
Does someone
convinced,
keep-
but I
Oh,
need
well, Gen G
I need a
until
doggo,
the
bro.
strike
I want a
steps
doggo.
through. Munchkin
I
and
adopted
everyone
like
else have been able to flood
4
into
dogs so
site
far in my
once
life.
again.
This time I want a Shih
Only
Tzu.
one left. Even with ults,
This time I
Smack's
actually
not
want a Shih
quite
Tzu.
able
So
to
if anyone in
convert
Mumbai
around.
knows
Gen
where
G
to
look near
get a Shih Tzu,
unstoppable right now.
Yeah, the timing on that
Let me know.
suppression as well.
I want to adopt
backside,
one.
Not able to Shrouded step out, but he still manages to get a kill before being traded out. But ultimately, I mean, a lot of those ultimates being exchanged around the C site, the Armageddons providing a little bit of space. Gen G.
What about the 4
getting
dog?
a lot of the crossfires at the end of it.
When I was young,
Sneaking
bro, like,
Munchkin in towards window as
one
well. I
dog,
mean, you watch back on these replays at the moment, and
one
just the
dog.
Gen G guys.
When I was a kid, I didn't do good in studies. My dad got angry and gave my doggo to my uncle, and then my uncle has lost the dog. I got so pissed, never forgave him.
Can't
Eventually
escape
forgave him, but yeah.
We can
One dog
put a show on all we want, but the scoreline
died of
is what
natural
it is.
longevity.
And Gen G are just doing a phenomenal job.
And one dog, when I got from the shelter, was already sick, and I had to give him back to the shelter because
they got a single
was too sick.
round. It was a defuse that they came into it, and apart from that,
Yeah.
DRX on that double duelist, right? That opened up them to have a lot of different options for some later flanks, for some quick dives.
I am doing a silent
This is
viewer
a different
cosplay.
look.
Ah, Rishi,
Gen G,
okay,
The
bro.
nature of their play right now with their agents, it plays a lot differently, but they're still really just layering
But
their approach.
when I do giveaway, guys, by the way, who was silent watching, if I do giveaway, I will look at your chat history, by the way. Just saying.
Really early on in this map, and whilst Forsaken has won a couple of those duels, how often has that just
Get a
been
cat, no.
mitigated almost immediately?
I actually would
It's all thanks to, once again, Gen
at
G
this stage of life, but
recognizing
no. I like doggo better.
PRX are trying to execute. So, coach's intervention and PRX look to show Gen G some different looks.
Yeah, I
it
mean,
is an eco.
Myokin, where can I find
It's an
coach?
eco. Gen G are not
Which
getting
coach,
too
bro?
overconfident to just rush anywhere at the moment. They're seeing if PRX are going to throw
Okay,
anything
okay,
their
root
way,
streamer,
if there's
look
gonna
at
be
chat
enemy
history.
control, anything up through the wings of the map. That's why you'll see the alarm bot positioned over towards the seaside at the
Ah,
moment.
chat rate
Slower
बढ़ने के
progression
तारा
towards
कजूल
A.
है, bro. If I am giving something, will I not need something in
Again,
return?
with time elapsed, they go back
Is
to
it bad to ask that?
what they're comfortable with.
Huh?
The stack up.
Huh?
Gen G, however, not full.
Eat kitten in this
All the
economy.
utility that's just been expended for PRX.
It keeps PRX on this A site.
Yeah. And now
Where
he's
do
gonna
I
be
get
able to
Valo
hold
coach?
on
I
towards
actually
B.
don't
If you
know,
wanna
bro.
Stretch it in towards
Hey
C, you
guys,
possibly can
anyone
as
knows
well.
where to
It's
get
where
Valo
you can,
coaching, huh?
use your Viper's wall as well to this B site. You could still technically even have a lurk if you wanted to, so something going to be interested for either lurk control or flank play. It's going to be the latter now with the plant and the pit to the B site.
Well, the first thing is that you have to deal with texture. Maybe the second player as well, Ash.
Need me, I can coach, then
Happy
coach him, na?
to watch his team's 6. Salvos, just to flush him out of position as well, and PRX should anticipate where he is, but still.
I'm listening to stream, can't chat, क्योंकि पढ़ रहा हूँ. No problem, bro.
Ash will continue
PRX need to win anyways for the giveaway.
And another obstacle in with the Viper's Pit as well. The triple from Ash dealing significant damage.
This is why he has
Survive
multiple
with 1
successful
HP.
businesses.
Okay, good
Ooh,
little
shot.
Domer, but still, that's the round.
6 on the board for Gen G. I mean, one might argue it's an
Ain't
eco.
going to
They've
happen.
invested a Viper's Pit and a lockdown. But
Yeah, I don't, doesn't seem like PRX is going to
They're
win.
trying to 100% them after you consider that there's been a couple where they've had 1 soldier, no soldiers remaining, right? They want to try and 100% these rounds to make it a little bit cleaner for them in the next
But tomorrow
couple.
must
They still
hoga,
have
bhai.
to manage their own economy at the end
Tomorrow
of
हम
the day as
जीतेगा
well.
तो
You know, no
तेरा
one's
भाई happy
swimming
होगा.
in cash
But when
just
तेरा
yet
भाई
for them.
happy होता है ना,
Well, maybe Caron, but you know,
mwah होता है mwah.
there's no 9k caps.
Still though, the scoreline is what it is. PRX having some
That
ultimates
Tikri is-
in their pockets right now. but
That
Gen
Tikri is
G once
unreal.
again
What is unreal, bro? What did I do?
slowly stretching their legs down mid.
Oh yeah,
Find some trips.
was Sai,
Trying to bait out more
Metafy.
reactions from PRX.
Metafy is where you
Just
get coach.
Texture
Got
Oh,
pulled back.
all the way through, but with the trip,
Oh.
Defy will punish. Still
What is
though, Gen G
happening?
Off of the contact, straight in from Garage. Rolling Thunder collapsed in full. Defy looking for an
What?
opportunity to strike, but Munchkin denies it outright. Gen G has the sight. Something still trying to hold out from C-Link. Forsaken trying to create some chaos with the flash out from Garage. Finds a couple out from Jing as well, and that's
तेरा भाई
Astra.
happy हो गया
PRX
तो
able
बैंक
to
अकाउंट
strike
सैड होता है.
Quickly in towards that retake as well. What might have been thought of a B play, turning in towards a C play. And in the chaos, PRX, I mean, they weather it through. Forsaken, right? Taking it a little bit individually. He got some assistance from the salvos that come out on towards the site to force the Gen G members into a spot of bother. Some good repositions as well from Gen G around that site when they're trying to establish a plan, I will admit, but it's the little later on part, right? It's just having Jing and Forsaken, the chemistry that's been built for so long, able to quickly just fashion
Then
something together.
27, 28, 29, 30.
Still need a lot more of that. Gen G building up to some of their own ultimates as well.
Yeah, PRX changing it up this time, putting Divide towards the A site by himself, but sneaking Forsaken up through grass, and that is not how you want a round to start. He's by himself, right? How much did we see suggest, you know, die last time, or just a peek out of Garage from an individual?
Yeah, that's going to leave a mark, Komodo.
I think it was Flashback who was peeking out Garage a lot that was being taken out when these two guys played.
Just a week ago. Still, we've got Defy up on the A site. His trips allowing him to find a single pick. Armageddon deployed, allowing for Gen G to get the spike down safely.
Daddy, what is your favorite masala dosa or paneer dosa or boom dosa? Hey, we're going to eat boom tomorrow, bro. We're going to eat boom dosa tomorrow.
And it's just Mindfreak left.
Gary, when will G do IRL view party? I'm not sure because Rahul Undulja, instead of doing this IRL view party, he's sitting down in Korea. Tag him. क्या कर रहे हो उधर उसको पूछ क्या कर रहा है मार उसको मार
That's a
मारो
huge risk at the very beginning from Forsaken to go out by himself, by the way, so you might want to reel that in a little bit later on, or reeling now,
short.
right? Because for PRX, you're trailing behind quite significantly.
Yeah.
This defensive side is still plaguing them. So on the new round, what differences are we going to look for them? Are we going to
No
see some
jinxing.
mid-control attempted?
Why is he not at the venue?
Salvos,
Who's not at the venue? Rahul?
Peekings out
I don't know.
Garage, but you're gonna already
You
just
do it.
have to sit
I'm not doing pa.
because of how
I am not
close
doing.
Gen G are gathering this
I
mid-control.
am not doing all this, bro. I am not doing all
He wants
this.
it. He so wants it.
I am not doing.
A little risky though. Munchkin happy to play with the economy as well and outline this round. And Gen G just once again.
Do you think Masters will ever happen in India? If we, I think, win Masters or I don't know, qualify for champs, I think Masters will happen in India.
Bit of a trade, maybe a weapon picked
Not
up.
sure.
I mean, every time we've seen silence around this A site, you know PRX are not playing there whatsoever, right? So Gen G eventually.
What's the point of going to Korea if they're staying in room only? I don't think so. They're staying only in room. I think they're going to the team.
Just cannot get anything happening here.
Taking care of other things. Rushito, I know these people are doing some few legal things are going on right now, which they're sorting. That I know. Don't get angry, Vengeance. Chill, man. What the hell?
Yeah, Ash's assistance is looking pretty
Gary, do you provide
phenomenal. I'm not gonna
equipment
lie,
for
whether or
academy
not it's
team?
good timing on
Yes,
the
I
early
think we do.
salvos, or he's just being a body to be able to watch other angles for the lanes
Like a normal team, I
Texture at the
think
moment.
everything what a normal team
he's
gets
really
except a
looking
bootcamp
bit
right
efficient
now,
on this map specifically.
I think it's provided to
You've
the
still got
academy
some,
team
you
as
know,
well.
great timing on all of these smokes and assistive utilities to coming from Karen as well. I mean, Gen G, they have they've certainly adjusted things in the middle of this game, in the weeks difference that they had from the
Alex
previous
gaya
one.
bhai.
Certainly doesn't look or feel too good when Forsaken's not able to find too much, but here comes the operator, able to find the first. Tries to go in for the next as well, but Tavai is here and able to assist. Ooh, not quite the gate crash, but still, Karen, Shroud steps over. Tavai finds him. Quick to react and quick and aware. Just Munchkin left. Tries to deliver the spike all the way over onto A, but PRX happy to play with numbers.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, a 1 versus 4. There's no pit available for Munchkin either, but you get the orb, you get the plant. That's an extra 2. That'll let you go 2 away towards the pit. You've got a minute to play with as well. These are the sort of scenarios that can really showcase value in an individual if you're able to find a kill or 2 before getting a plant, for example. But for PRX, they are just not giving it to him.
Gary, GG, no giveaway today. Sorry, bro. It is what it is. It's a game.
How many kills do you
You
get?
guys voted for PRX. I chose PRX depending on the vote. It's again, it's a game of faith. You guys put faith in PRX. PRX lost.
Might give Gen G the 9 and
What's up,
3.
Abik?
Salvos
Makwana.
at least, just in case, but
Abik,
ultimately
Wakan.
PRX has the site currently.
Oh, shot.
Munchkin though, happy to play off the first. PRX now in for
Oh!
the triple, but what is that spray? Oh, he's getting the transfer. He's getting the last one as well. The Red Bull clutch. Munchkin devours PRX in whole.
What did I just say? It's the individual moments that can certainly showcase us champions, right? In these sort of scenarios, it's a 1
Gaya.
versus 4, man. They
Yeah.
didn't technically even
Gaya.
pick individually. Yeah, sure, something
No
did first
way
in
that
the beginning.
happened,
All right, you
bro.
give him that. Now we know where the guy is. But you're in a
No
dark
way
cover.
they threw
1,
that,
2,
bro.
the spray transfer there. Jin comes out the exact same angle. He doesn't need to move his crosshair, man.
You can't escape the truth, Komodo. That one breaks your heart.
PRX is new G.
Down to
ऐसा
the
मत बोल
last
भाई.
of the first half.
Shreds it into pieces.
No way that happened, bro. No way that happened.
PRX.
Back to the slow play.
Gary, bro, I'm leaving your stream on background. Have to practice you tomorrow. Okay, bye bye. Sai, by the way, practice for what?
Okay, a difference, Quack, a difference. He gets the opening kill.
You're saving Gary's money.
First one looks for a
I
little
called
more
Nikhil bhai.
still.
Nikhil bhai.
Traded.
और हारना.
Once again, no gate
500
crash
VP
found.
at 10
If
if you
you're
win.
able to now as
Har.
GG get into this A site that's open as well.
Yeah,
set
okay,
yourselves up
okay.
for Viper's
Okay,
pit.
Gary, I got your back.
Okay, at least starting to read more of Gen G's tendencies now. They've sussed out suggests lurk. And a quick read into the A site. They should have the timing, but the salvos from Ash throws it off. Devi at least able to find a bit of spray through a tight angle. Munchkin though, off that clutch from before, pulls out the pit, denies possible entry.
30 seconds.
Rears his crosshairs over
What?
to the top of heaven and
Bro.
finds the crucial double.
How has he found both there?
Bro, what
Just
is going on?
Mindfreak now. And with that pit still up, I can't imagine Mindfreak
Bro,
able
what
to do
is
too
going
much.
on?
He doesn't have to flash either. At least tries to work his way into the pit.
भाई Alex का
First
टेबल गया है भाई.
obstacle around the back.
All the decay now.
Yep, just a single whisper and he's gone. Munchkin, the rest of them all playing around the spike. Straight through the dark cover and it's way too simple. Slim pickings for PRX and Gen G. Happy to end this first half 10-2.
Done it again, another 4K for Munchkin. He has just had some big step-up moments in those two, hasn't he? I mean, the beginning, that's a first blood for Forsaken.
Back to back throw.
Some more, traded out. Yeah, you got something stretching on towards Suggest, but I mean, when that pit goes down, it's just Munchkin, isn't it? 4 big kills. I mean, that...
ये मटका मारा भाई.
That's rough. You've kind of just been accidental jumping in towards your teammates' well, technically corpse as it happens just there. That's a big scoreline difference, mate. That's what that is, 10-2. I mean, we know that the defensive side was a worrisome side for PRX, but it's the first half here, right? It means that on this switch up, if you have any faults,
Well,
if you
Gen G woke up.
and the second round, which
I hope they go
arguably
back to
the
sleep
weak
against
ones,
us.
right? That's already 12. That's map point. That's series point for
Because
Gen G.
PRX
It
has
to
screened with
start
us
now,
before and they know what we
really
do.
not giving yourselves any breathing room.
Almost feels suffocating.
एलेक्स आज खाना नहीं देगा जैसा हेवन जा रहा है ब्रो
They're one of the teams that we're
I
thinking
think
in
they
this
still
group
get
alpha
fed.
to be top 4.
Hi.
A lot of people would say for PaperX as well. We're staring down both of
Hi.
these teams winless right now.
Anya.
One of these teams will go 0-2.
안녕하세요.
That's what you've really got to think
Yes.
about.
What is it saying?
What Alex could be thinking about is
I know food vlog
just
आया.
don't have that
I
much
saw the
time
vlog,
to
food
worry
vlog.
about all of these
PaperX का food vlog.
little concerns.
Yeah, I mean,
You need to turn this map around. Yes, Group Alpha, you lose this, and that could impact the rest of your
देख क्या
performance
देखो
in
भाई?
this season.
क्या देखो?
And Gen G are just bursting at the seams to
कुछ
bring
नहीं
this
देखते
to
भाई.
its conclusion.
there's a lot of pressure on this pistol round for PaperX, man. Like, this has to 100% be theirs. They've got to get the bonus round. Like, there's just so much.
Next will fight back and close map finish होगा. हाँ ठीक है. Mr. SK, welcome to stream. ठीक है. First thing, Dululu, इतना Dululu नहीं होना चाहिए life में. Even G never had that much Dululu in life.
And
ठीक
they're
है.
not really all hanging around it either.
Oh, here it comes though. Gen G, the slow creep out.
After this match, react to one of GE vlogs. Can I?
Finding a bit of a punish as well.
I don't. Let's see.
That's
Let's see.
something with the support to push out. Forsaken finding the frag, but Ash off of the flashes, the little corner unchecked. He finds a double.
And remember,
something with low HP getting the spike down.
Ash is not the person that tags something as well, right? So you got to consider how much damage has been done towards him. 20 HP. Fault line gonna come online eventually.
Bye, have a
Ash
nice
just
day.
used
Bye,
his
Deki.
salvos, so he's not gonna have them for this one. It's gonna come down to timing
And
a little bit of
positioning.
luck.
What if they win?
Where could they be?
What if
Something
they win? That is the
considering
question.
thinking about it.
Oh,
Spotted
shot.
by the little slipper,
Oh.
quick with the reaction. Shoots down in the corner for that
Oh.
mental boost as well, but PaperX
Something.
happy to take that one.
I mean, you needed it, right? You absolutely needed it. Does it
Something.
incentivize you as
Calm.
Gen G, though, here for this next round when, you know, they're 10-2, 10-3 up right now. It's a 1 versus 1 at the end of it. Do you go for a force? If you're playing towards the numbers and you're doing 2024 Gen G things, you want to play to your strengths, right? So just take this round for what it is. It's an eco. And then
Dululu.
guns in the next one, and that
भाई एक round जीता भाई pistol.
Well, at least happy to see some of these smiles, especially in Something's face. He's happy to try to keep that forward. Salvo straight in for a quick A main control.
ठीक है SK.
See if they can continue to keep
PaperX जीतेगा ना. Not only I will give 500 VP for stream, but especially for you,
You've got the trip,
I
so
will give you 3000 VP if PaperX win.
that at least, but still Forsaken to get
इतना
back
डुलुलु
on
नहीं
the
होना
blind
चाहिए
side.
भाई लाइफ में.
Forsaken with the stinger kill to start things off. Fault line out, but oh, Ash with a nasty right click. Instantly in for the punish. Another dive from Karen, but Devi will be able to convert. Finding Ash now as well, so that's a safe site, a safe
And
plant. Devi
if
hearing the footsteps
PaperX
off the other
loses,
end. Feeling the punch from Texture Sheriff now.
SK तू क्या देगा
But at
हमको?
least positions made known. Mindfreak for the swing, in with the support from Something. Suggest still able to at least sneak a kill off. It's not impossible. Mindfreak is down quite low, but in with the sprays out the sides of the smoke. And Suggest repositions.
Chill, Raj. क्यों chill? क्या हुआ भाई? You're supporting PaperX.
Just need to spray him down though. So back
Oy.
off to the other end. Forsaken now onto the middle.
What did I say?
Happy to take Suggest.
Your signed jersey दे दो. ठीक है, I will give my signed jersey to you SK. ठीक है?
Run from PaperX that they started off with against DRG,
But
DRX reenacted here. 8 in a row.
If-
Going to kind of be chasing, and then you'd be tying things up if you consider the first 2 that they've already accumulated, right?
Do they have
Gen G
to have
wins.
it in them? At least receive
What
them
do
kind
you
of
do, bro?
Shirk off all these worries and
You will buy the
concerns.
GE Classic and
So now, even with a
tag
bit of a
in
half bias, Stinger,
Twitter.
Bulldog, PaperX
and Discord.
happy to stare down.
I want to
Gen
see
G's barrel.
proof.
Gen G though, repositioning
क्या
across
बोलते
the
हैं?
map.
Deal?
Yeah, bait out a little bit of this utility from Suggest nice and early to give you a avenue back in towards Garage if you want later on.
Solid deal? Solid deal.
Just the patience from PaperX at the
I
moment.
I thought I got angry. No, bro. Why would I? Why would I? Why would I get angry? I'll buy G jersey in stage 2 if you guys arrange what. But bro, what is this deal?
Do it dry with the spike, lose his life, get traded
Wha-
out, and shift into
What is this?
And that's another trade
You have to play fair, bro. You have to accept something right now because
Unfortunately,
it's already going.
Working out too well for PaperX in this round.
Why do we have a
I'm not
spike
playing- I don't care. Buy-
towards
lo-
Garage?
log in, download the game, buy it and go quit. No problem.
Whatever it is now, definitely is Gen G leading the round, leading the
Kya
scoreline
deal?
as well.
Satak,
11-4.
if PRX win, I will give 3k VP to SK and
fault that you can have in this map as PRX, and then it
1000 VP to the chat giveaway. And if DRX, and if Gen G wins,
that was the bonus though, remember? So
Mr. SK Nirav will buy
have to go at this
G
next
Classic.
round if you try to pace things a little bit together as a team, right? All 5 members towards this A side of things.
Why would I say Gen G
less
Classic,
equipped
bro?
here. Divide, no shields behind the Vandal.
Probably.
So it does look a little bit weaker for them for sure, but at least you'll start to get a bit of pressure towards this A site, right? You're already making a couple of these Gen G members.
I'll buy merch now. Okay, fine. Buy it now. I want to see. I have Shopify, by the way, open. My Shopify backend is in my
That's
phone.
what I'm thinking.
If you lose the bet,
At least
you buy
just
right now.
Looking to improve and solve as much as possible.
I mean, it's this point in the round as well that if you are Ash, you can use that drone
Hello.
down long, down sewers, you can get some significant information, but there's already an idea that this is territory that you don't occupy, right? So eventually he'll
Not
go
right
They're
now
a
in
little bit
stage
too
2.
close for
How will I
comfort, so
believe
this
you,
is when
bro?
the hit's coming down.
So
How do I
good
believe you?
For Gen G, very well informed. Karen still in a great position to answer back.
Bro, like this
Spike
throwing,
dropped,
like
and
this
he still
they're
finds
throwing,
another.
bro. Give up hopes, bro.
PRX still trying to break their way out of this A-long position, but Texture with a single tap takes down Mind Freak. Divide might have slipped through, but still Karen left and
Bye,
unanswered.
Karen or you.
A quad kill picked up, and
I just bought your
brings
t-shirt.
Gen G
ठीक है.
to match in series
ठीक है.
points.
Stage 2.
Big time with the
Confirm
big
you have to buy
G,
though.
Gen G. I mean, he's had something here.
Bro,
at
why
the
you
end of the
spraying
day.
to the
There's still a
smoke,
core
bro?
3 dynamic on this roster with some world-class coaches.
Yeah.
Sometimes that might just be enough.
So many
but
focus today,
Quack
yeah.
has got his
That's why
head
Gen G
in
is
his
winning, bro.
arms.
Ace मिलेगा तो हार गया
Longer
भाई. Gen G.
PRX fans.
Need your support, Komodo.
My support? I mean, what colors am I wearing, Quack? Is that not support for PRX enough?
That is true. I mean, to those who might not have seen Komodo, I mean, he is wearing purple, you know, something slightly purple. And
I'll
pink.
buy it anyways, win or
PRX
lose.
colors, basically.
That's my man,
But
bro.
all that said and done,
Next match कौन है? DFM versus DRX.
Yeah, I mean, PRX again.
and HSK chuckling away.
The biggest thing, man, is like defensive side. Hey,
If DFM wins against DRX, now it's going to be most funniest group. It's going to be some most funniest group out here. If DFM wins against DRX.
Have a thought, would Pearl have been a better option to go for in this series? We'll never know. We're not in that timeline.
What if Texture Ace now? It's a win
They're on
anyways.
the attack, right? They had great macro ideas on how to play that side against DRX. They've got
That's
great
why it'll
ideas
never
on how they were
happen.
doing attack things, you know, on Lotus, on Fracture.
Group of
Not
death.
before
Yeah, bro. If DFM
not
wins
having to
this
be in
today,
this
na.
spot where they're up
I don't know what to
against
say.
series point before.
Yep.
So again, it's a bit of that pressure and a lot of chances for Gen
If this
G.
map goes
With
close,
those
it'll be good
chances,
for
Gen G
G
happy
in
to
points
take some
table. That's why I
risks
said,
as well, pushing
ah.
down C,
Love
taking
you
a bit
too,
of
bro,
pressure
SK.
off of one side of the map. PRX,
But it is
though,
what it is. What it is like.
themselves bunched up.
Can't help
Straight
it,
towards
bro.
Gandalf.
Gen G is just
Quick punish from Karen.
not throwing as much as PRX.
One way off the other end as well.
Little by little.
Guess
for
we'll never know.
PRX. I mean,
Yeah,
divide
guess we'll never
down.
know.
Jet texture.
Oh.
Look at him. Just look at him.
Turns away off.
How is he still
High gears
alive?
away.
How
Wait.
is he alive?
And going. Overdrive
Wait,
back in, and that's
what?
some damage done. PRX trying to scramble for some defenses, but
Wait,
Karen's here
what was that?
again to deliver them to their doom.
DFM can't win against
final
DRX.
score
What
of
if
the
it happens?
series,
What if it's a
13-4,
very nice day and
13-4 on Haven.
May
And for the
just
first
gets up
time after
and kills everybody,
16
like
straight
40 kills.
games in a row for Suggest, he has finally found himself victorious.
That's a scoreline. That's a statistic that you have
PRX
to
is
be
sleeping, though.
happy about. Gen G. There were some doubts about them, you know.
I think PRX will have a lot of change.
50-50. But coming into
It's
this
sad,
very first map of the series today,
but I think
they
PRX
shook
will have a lot of
that off.
change.
Suggest finding the lurks. Ash in with incredible support on the Teo.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, massive differences this week compared to last week as well, right? For those two newcomers to the Gen G roster. For PaperX, though, it's the tier out the corner of your eye again, right? You get another series that's going to a 3-mapper, and it's just not working.
Buy the G bundle.
That matters the most right at the end.
The results are what they are. But well, it is still early in the season. We shall follow forward with every single player's journey. I mean, sometimes you've got to be a bit of a goldfish or just shake some of these losses off. But that said, you got to improve. You still have to keep working at it. And Gen G are doing just that. The improvements all across. And it brings them to this huge win against PaperX right now.
Yeah, 100%. Well, all of our PaperX voters, we are wrong. It is time for us to bow down to big time. But let's not give him a big head, hey?
It is also time for us to toss it over to the winning interview today.
Well, Mioken owner bhai knew it, played it smart. Bro, I said it when the score was in favor of PaperX. 1-0.
정말
Was it 1-0?
너무
Or
오랜만에
1-1?
며칠 만에 한지도 이제 모를 정도로 너무 오랜만에 한 것 같은데 비록 제 자신한테는 좀 만족스러운 경기는 아니었지만 그래도 좀 팀원한테 고맙다는 말 하고 싶네요.
상암에서 첫 승 아니에요?
그런 것 같아요.
젠지에서의 첫 승도 축하드립니다. 네, 앞으로도 좋은 모습 기대해 볼게요. 카론 선수 모실게요.
Thank you. 감사합니다.
Congratulations, Gen G, for the first win of stage 1.
It was 1-1? Yeah, it was 1-1, I think. I didn't play it anything. I gave full confidence. I gave chat the power. And I chose PaperX after you guys chose PaperX in the pick'ems. Anyways, I have to put for the next who wins, who's next. Start a poll. DRX or DFM. By third map, this is also a poll. By third map, let's see.
일단은 이제 저희가 스크림에서 많이 이겨왔고
By third map, we will see if by third map, both teams 1-1 will do 1000 VP giveaway, and whoever wins
저희가 하는 바이브 그런 것도 없고 그냥 게임이 게임 같지 않았어요.
the poll,
그래서 저희가
that team
얘기를 하면서 그냥 지던
winners,
말던 하고 싶은 거 다 하고 질 때 그냥 후회 없이 지자.
we will whoever win the third map, who wins the poll will get the 1000 VP. We'll do giveaway of that.
상범형이나 감독님이나 다 모든 저희 같이 대회를 뛰는 사람들이 다 그렇게 말을 해줬던 것 같아요.
Well, I'm giving you guys a big opportunity, right? I'm doing the poll for you guys to play as a game. I'm hungry as fuck, guys. 1 second, be right back.
Playing like Gen G, we weren't really having fun like Gen G as we do usually in the scrims. So we just went, you know what? Chuck everything, let's have fun, and let's have the confidence to go in and do whatever we want to do. Win or lose, it doesn't matter. Let's just play our best game. And mostly it was the coaching staff, Munchkin and Texter. And I guess the whole team kind of agreed to do that. And I think that kind of mindset really turned the switch on for us and allowed us to win tonight. Now, let's talk about the new starting lineup, which picked up the first win of stage 1 for Gen G here. Ash and Suggest coming into the team. Now, how's the teamwork, and how do you think you guys are gelling in together? What do you think this starting lineup kind of offers for you guys? 이제 새로운 선수들이 합류를 했잖아요. 애쉬 선수도 있고 서제스트 선수도 이렇게 주전 라인업에 이름을 올리고 오늘 함께 첫 승을 거뒀는데 팀워크나 팀합은 어디까지 올라왔는지, 그리고 이 라인업의 장점은 뭐라고 생각하시는지 들어보고 싶네요.
일단 팀합이나 그런 것들은 이제 조금씩은 올라오고 있는 것 같고, 저희가 이제 스크림에서도 많이 이겼던 이유가 이제 사실 에임이 좀 좋은 편이기도 하거든요. 근데 이제 대회에서는 이제 그런 부분들이 좀 안 나오다 보니까 그런 부분들에 있어서 좀 더 집중해보자, 얘기해보자. 그리고 어차피 이제 퍼시픽 어찌 보면은 이제 애쉬 선수도 이제 신입이고, 그리고 서제스트 선수도 쉬었다 온 거기 때문에 약간 저를 보는 것 같았어요. 저도 초반에 막 그렇게 잘하진 않았거든요. 근데 그런 부분들을 이제 이겨준다면 저희도 이제 우승이라는 단어를 한번 외쳐볼 수 있지 않을까 생각하고 있습니다.
Well, yeah, it was definitely something new, and I think our teamwork and we're starting to get on the same page and starting to play things as a team. And I feel like the reason why we performed really well in terms of our scrims was because of our raw mechanics, our firepower, and we just weren't able to show that on stage. But
Guys, I need to
with
tell you something.
Ash having his debut year in Pacific Tier
Guys,
1,
I need to tell you something.
also suggest coming back.
Apparently, my wife was having a nap today because she works a lot and today is only off day. She was taking a nap and suddenly I woke her up, told her like, about too much nap you took. Okay. She's like, oh wait, I was having a bad dream when you woke me up when I went before. Like, I was having a bad dream. Like, what happened? You are having an affair. I was like, what? Then it's like, you brought the girl to the house, and then the girl was taunting me that she was having an affair. I'm like, what? The fuck? And then she punched her, it seems. And she punched her. Show your chats. She punched her. Maybe it's this. Who's this female, bro?
하다가도 좀 잘 안 되고 저도 이제 난항기를 겪는 와중에 그래도 형들이 계속
I was laughing myself.
저를 믿어주고 그러고 이제 열심히 이제
OG Ishan,
할수
yeah,
있는
welcome. Yeah, I'm also.
그런 것들을 이제
So what you said?
저도 이제 게임에 집중을 하기로 하고
You can do giveaway
사실
polls too. Yeah, I can do, bro. So basically,
최근에 멘탈이
one map.
왜냐면은 붐 때도 이제 제가
Only
집중을
third map.
하나도
Only if it happens
못해서
third map, I'll do giveaway.
게임을 졌다고 생각을 하거든요.
And in the third map,
실제로 그렇게
when the
이제
map is going to
집중이 안 되기도 했고,
start,
근데 이제 PRX 전에는
I'm going to end the poll.
일주일간의 이제
And
형들이
whichever team
도와줬던
has
날이나
the highest number
믿어주는
percentage,
그런 모습들이 저를 좀더
if that
이제
team
집중을 할
wins,
수 있게 성장을
we'll do a
시켰던 것
1000
같아요.
VP giveaway.
Well, yeah, to be honest, going through a lot of changes.
I'm glad she
in terms
didn't
of
punch you.
roster
I'm glad she didn't
changes
punch me
and,
too.
Other meta and little changes as well. It
Bye,
just
interview
took a
है
toll
या
on my
podcast?
mental, to be honest.
Sorry ना.
And
क्या
also,
बताइए भाई?
going
क्या हो
back
रहा है
to
इधर?
the Boom series last week, I wasn't able to fully concentrate, and I felt that on the server as well. And really, it took me a while to get things together and get into that
What
right
is that, bro?
mindset to make sure that I fully concentrate on what I was doing on the stage. And it was, the OG members of Gen G, the older
One like, you'll do one prayer.
teammates
All
that
internal
really helped me to
internal
hype things up
audit.
and make sure that
Please
I
बाहर
can
मत बोलो.
reset my mentality and play my best.
I trust you guys.
So I think
बाहर मत
having
बोलो.
that faith in
Internal
each other
audit
and
है.
them having faith in me really helped me out a lot through this tough time. And my mental's in a good place, so thank God for that. And I'm really glad that I was able to pull my weight today. Now, lastly, let's talk about innovation, because I think in the beginning of stage 1,
But I need
a
to
lot
eat
of
something.
teams from
What do
different
guys? What do I
regions,
order
they try
when I
something
have
new.
bad
They
stomach? What do I order?
completely reinvent
There's nothing at
themselves
home.
as well with the new style and the new comps.
Yesterday I ate curd rice
But I feel like Gen G, you
and
guys are
lemon
kind of
rice.
micro-fixing little things. Decided to kind of stick to what you
Why
guys
don't
do the
Korean
best and
teams
stick to
reveal
what you know.
the reason
So when
of
it comes
changing
to
players?
completely
T1, Gen
changing
G,
things up,
DRX, all
what
of
are the
this.
talks around
Why
that?
Korean
Do you
teams
guys feel
reveal
like
the
just
reason changing players? Why don't
reinventing the
Korean
wheel
teams?
is
I think
enough,
most teams
and
don't
that's what
reveal
the
why
team
they
needs
change
at the moment?
players.
Or
The
do you feel
internal
like at
things.
some point
If
you guys should just
if it's
chuck it out
okay
the
to say in
window
public,
and try
team say it.
something
If it's
completely new,
not, then why would
innovate?
team
변화에 대해서도
openly
좀
say it? It's up to
여쭤보고
the
싶어요,
person
계속해서. 사실
who
스테이지
thinks
1이
it is
시작하면서 여러
what it is.
지역
Chole
팀들이
bhature, no, bro.
스타일도 많이
Stomach.
바꾸고 조합도
Okay.
완전히
Context.
바꿔오고
I had
있거든요. 예를 들어서 페이퍼렉스도
food poisoning
새로운 조합을
a while back.
퍼시픽에서
2 days back.
DRX도
Yeah, 2 days back.
되게 새로운
I'm still recovering.
시도해보지
2 days or
않았던
1 day
그런
back? 2
스타일을
days. 2 days.
시도하고
Yeah.
있잖아요. 근데 젠지는
So still
좀 더
recovering.
좀 큰 틀을
And,
유지하는 쪽을 선택한 것 같은데
yeah, what do I
여기에
eat?
대해서 좀 팀원들과 그리고 코칭 스태프와는 어떤 얘기를 나누고 있을까요?
일단 저희 같은 경우에는 이제 요원의 폭도 사실
But curd rice is not a bad
다 잘해야 되는
shout,
것
though.
같지만 그래도 이제 주력 픽
Curd
그런
rice
것들이
sounds
있다
good.
보니까
Where did she? Wait, once again.
형들이
Need to ask my wife.
이제
Again, I'm going to wake her up. Again, she's going to tell I had affair. Wait, wait.
저는 생각을 하고 있긴 해요. 근데 요즘 메타 같은 경우에는 사실 어떤 조합을 쓰든 상대 조합에 있어서 메타가 어떤 것인지를 좀 파악을 잘해야 되는 것 같아요. 그런 부분들이 있어야 좀 게임을 이기기가 쉽다?
상대에게 포커스가 좀 더 맞춘 거군요. 대처하는 방법.
네, 그렇죠. 그래서 조합 같은 경우에는 이제 너무 다채롭다 보니까 사실 그냥 조합은 그냥 조합대로 쓰는 거고 상대를 더 빨리 파악하는 게 승리 요인인 것 같아요.
Well, yeah, partly I think, I mean, it's important to have deeper agent pool and all that, but we do have players that are kind of really good and really comfortable on particular agents. And I think, to be honest, we're a little bit scared to take that leap into the new meta.
I want to
and
know if I
into
can
something
pull
completely
my.
new. But I think
Can I
in
pull
this
my
day and
feet all the
age,
way to
it's more
the
important to kind of
kitchen?
look into what your opponents are doing.
If I can pull my feet all the way to
it
kitchen,
really
I can
depends
show. I
on
can.
how
I want to
quickly you
make
figure
popper,
out
bro.
what your opponents are doing and what you need to do to counter them. I mean, you're gonna run into millions of different comps. People are running
Pomegranate
different
with
things, they're
curd rice and
trying
I'll.
everything new. So,
and
I
little
think
little
what's
leaves.
really important to make sure that you win. And
I mean,
that you have a
FNS
good
telling public that
momentum going
Uno
is to
doesn't
be able
have
to
good
read
comms is just
into your
wrong, no?
opponents very
Yep.
well. I think that's the most important thing in this meta as well.
I don't
Now,
think
that was
so.
Munchkit. I mean,
FNS should
that
have
was
a place to
Karan.
say
Thank you
that.
very much, Karan. Congratulations.
Who-
And we'll see you next week.
It's quite rude. Who are you? Who are you to do that?
감사합니다.
감사합니다.
I feel it's rude. That's it. You can call me Poki Goki, whatever, but it's called respect. It's called respect. So.
All
Yeah.
right, Gen G finally taking their first win with this brand
What
new
puppet?
roster with two
I want to make
fresh
puppet, normal puppet,
rookies,
bro.
or kind of rookies, Suggest and Aster. And I really like what Karen was saying there about how Gen G approaches this. And we see two completely different mindsets.
Puppet,
with
just
the two
boil
teams
the
today,
oil and
PRX
roast the
Gen G, and
puppet
how
like
they
we
approach
roast
Gen
you
G. So
sometimes.
look, we got
Shreyas, I know
players
that
who are
was
really
coming,
good
bro.
at
But yeah,
particular agents, and
I
the
still
best
need to
thing
make
do
it.
is
No, I need to
see
go make
what
it if
they're
when my food
doing and
comes.
adapt around them. And that,
Take your time.
for
I
us,
can't make
is
now,
the key
bro.
to
Food
success.
comes.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely like
Puppet
it. We
with curd
say it's
rice.
that slower approach,
Curd
but they really
rice.
have experts.
Curd,
You know, we talk about
curd
Sharon
rice.
on this Omen,
Curd,
Munchkin on
curd,
this Viper.
curd,
These are
curd rice.
true experts of these agents, and you see it play out. They understand the situation so well. They understand the map so well, especially like we spoke about with Carol and Lotus, right? So they don't need to change too much if they're able to make it look this good. And much,
But
much
guys, it'll
better
be
aim
really
and showing
funny
from them
if
than we saw last week.
DFM wins against DRX. Is going to be really funny
I
though.
think it's kind of like a bit of a Korean approach traditionally as well. It's just like mastering
It's gonna be a
one
very
thing and
funny,
becoming
bro.
excellent at
It's
it,
gonna be
and
a
then
very
being able
funny,
to just read into what your opponent is doing is what I'm
group.
used to seeing. I'm used to seeing that structured play style.
I thought
from
only
the
puppet,
Korean
no,
teams.
bro.
I'm
Not
used to
only
them
puppet,
seeing,
bro.
seeing them
Puppet
do
with
pretty much the
rice.
same thing
Last
time
time I
and
ate
time
puppet
again and
with
just perfect it.
lemon
And I
rice.
think it makes it a lot easier for them as
Mast tha.
opposed to worrying about what they're going to
I
do.
miss
They
South
know
Indian
what they're
food
gonna
though.
do and just
Generally, I
focus on
miss
their
South Indian
opponent's
food.
game plan can be a little bit more digestible than the chaos
Be right
of
back.
we're changing our comp and we're changing our roles and we have to adapt to what they're doing. You know what your win conditions are, you know what your tools are, and you can apply them to the problems that you're being asked by the other team.
Yes, and it seems that their defense side has not been figured out on the Haven, at least for PRX. Gen G winning that really convincingly. Karon, our map MVP, and he mentioned in his interview he wasn't really feeling
G, DFM,
himself,
G greater than DFM, DFM
in
than
terms of adjusting to the
DRX greater
roster
than
changes,
T1
but
world
on top of
champion.
that, he also mentioned the mental game, and
The
we were
day
talking
I
about this in the group
believe that,
green
nah,
room.
my
When it comes
life
to two teams
gone,
like
bro.
this who are actually pretty damn good,
I've
what
gone.
it really boils down is who has the better mental.
I mean, mental is a huge part of this game, on this top level especially. When you're playing on stage, there's a crowd, there's lights, and this is your whole career, is being able to perform in this video game. You know, it's so different from the idea of, like, casually playing ranked like most people do. You turn that pressure up by, like, 1,000, so you might see mistakes that, you know, are uncharacteristic, or you think,
By the way,
why would
guys,
they not play
today's
this?
shot
And it's
bhi dala.
because the lights are so
Ja,
bright,
dekho.
the pressure builds up, and it's so
Shots
big.
देखो.
They
जा
have
जा जा.
to-
जल्दी जल्दी जल्दी
they have
जल्दी.
to adapt and
क्या
learn
कर
so
रहे
much,
तुम?
I think is the best way I can
और
put it. And now the
जा,
pressure
देख,
will only
देखो.
continue to mount for PRX, who are now 0-2. And
Probably need
to
a new
turn
lens.
things around if they want to make playoffs.
Yeah, a rough start for PRX, also needing to face against
Probably need a new
really
lens.
strong
Oh,
teams like
shit.
DRX and Gen G here.
What the
Gen
hell?
G, I'm sure, is feeling a lot better and just reminding
Guys.
themselves, look, we got to have fun. And we've been
Guys.
hearing this from a lot of the Pacific
Guys,
players, actually
ball.
globally. A lot of them
Guys.
are stressing themselves out, you know? They're like, I forgot how much fun Valorant was originally.
Guys,
and
shape हो रहे
they're-
guys.
you know, that competitive
Guys.
spirit is sort of overwhelming in one
Not
way.
like this.
But you see the players who are able to pull
They're
out
not
of it,
like
they find
us.
success.
I mean, for me, it's the most.
How
fun
are
job
you
in the
after
world.
CSK
It
versus
feels like the
RCB
most
mentally?
stressful job in the world at
थोड़ा
times. You have to
sad
remind yourself, hey guys,
sad
we get to
हो
play
गया.
this video game for a living. Like,
Rossi
this is
हमको
pretty fun when you actually
laughing किया.
take a step away and break it down. But when
It's
you're
more fun to win.
when
Gary
you're
has the
scrimming
last
hours
laugh
a day
always.
and
Don't
you're,
worry.
you know, your aim training and all this kind of stuff, it can
इस
feel
साल
like
का
a lot.
नामदे
So
बोल के
it's nice when
के
teams can have fun.
Yeah.
next time we will see
Definitely, and
RCB.
especially when you win in the process. Now let's rewind a bit. See the beginning
Did
of the
you have
season,
eyes on Karen
especially
before you
on,
joined Genji? No.
Attack for Genji.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it
Unfortunately
was
not.
kind of what we
Me?
be expecting from Texture a lot of the
Oh,
time.
Patel,
a lot of
what's up,
multi-frags,
bro?
A lot of
How
impact
come?
from him. You know, Karen did have a
When I talk
fantastic
about
game as well,
RCB,
and I
you're
think
here.
the core of
So long we
Genji
waited, you're
was,
not here.
Pretty good this series, but Texture
Yesterday,
was pretty consistent
last time we
across
streamed
all
also you were
three
not there,
maps,
no?
and I feel like it was just not
You
something
came
that
late. That
PRX
also you
could
came
really
late.
deal
What is
with.
going
I
on,
felt
bro?
like I was surprised seeing the role changes that they were bringing
Patel
into
gaya
this
tera bhai.
series, and you know,
ठीक है, I
moving
understand.
those players around
होता है,
and having to
होता
deal
है.
with what Genji
People move
is
on.
throwing at you can cause
People
moments
move
like
on,
this
bro.
where people are just not
It's okay, bro.
comfortable in what they're doing. You don't
Okay,
have a player
It's
who has been
it's
using
life,
the
bro.
utility,
I'm hurt.
map in, map
I'm
out,
hurt
and
now.
being able to be comfortable in certain situations, and then you just get these mental blocks and weird rounds.
Been busy
happen.
the past
That
week.
1v4 is the straw that broke the
No
camel's
problem, bro.
back.
Just
I mean,
kidding.
I've had rounds
I
like
mean,
that
G,
go wrong,
not
and
specifically
it's
you.
so
I'm not
crushing
sure. I
mentally,
don't think
'cause
so.
You
I,
did the
according
hard
to
job,
Yes.
and then you lose
according
it
to
in
me,
that
what I
fashion.
know,
It's
no.
immediate
I don't think so.
sinking feeling in your stomach. We're like,
Maybe
oh,
somebody else
no,
did talk about
I
it.
can't
I
believe
don't
that
know.
just happened. But
At least
Karen
me, no.
is taking on match MVP, thoroughly well deserved, and I think he played a fantastic series today. It looked like the Karen of old in a way, so very, very happy to see his return to form.
Oh, absolutely. Karen is such a mainstay here in Pacific, becoming synonymous really with being one of the best players out here. And
Yep.
of course, we got to highlight the big
He's
G.
done it again.
The
And
big G,
might I-
big time. Yeah, doing it again.
It's easy,
might I
man.
mention,
pretty easy.
by the way, the last time this man had an outrageous prediction of thinking that T1 would win, they went on to win the international event shortly after.
Yeah.
So
I got boom right. I got boom right before. People need to listen to me. Listen to me more, people, please. I'm always right.
Listen to this guy. Well, we are going to find out what you're predicting for the next match, which is going to be DRX versus DFM. Let's see who's has the hot takes for this one. We're going to go on a quick break. We hope PaperX fans, you know, you recover a bit, get the heart rate down, and take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to go into that second match.
Yo, how you feeling? I'm feeling good, Mr. Patel, by the way. I feel much better than yesterday. Did you guys have eye on texture? Fuck you. When is G versus Boom? Bro, tomorrow. I think 3:30, I think. I'm not sure. GE versus Boom. Boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Chai आ गया. Looking fire. Huh? What? Chair. Oh, chair. Yeah. Look at the chair.
Red Bull gives you wings. Red Bull gives you wings. Red Bull gives you wings.
How food poisoning? I don't know, bro. I don't know how it happened. Do you drive a car or ride a bike or get ridden by both?
It's match 2.
What?
Today we are welcoming DRX versus DFM now.
Yeah, I
DRX,
mean,
of course,
yeah,
our kickoff
yes, it is a
champions,
trick
are
question.
looking
We all
better
can
and
see
better
it.
with every game. Yes, we did see them in Masters Bangkok.
I
Not
just
their
said it out
finest
loud.
performance, but over
Ugly.
here, Pacific.
At least,
Okay.
at least I'm having an affair.
Okay, reflexes, not bad. Bane just catching things here. And Mako arcade. Sorry, well, I'm just like admiring DRX.
Yeah,
Like,
I got distracted by the code throw.
Yo, what's up, Destroyer? Welcome to stream, bro.
But yeah, DRX, as you say, continuing to be dominant in Pacific, even if their Masters.
Gary,
performance
keep your
wasn't
windows and doors
brilliant.
closed. I'm
This
gonna
is a
take away.
roster that
Take him away.
topped the charts
What?
during
You,
kickoff, and
you
they
basically
really wanna continue that.
accepted
The big rookies coming in,
to try
humiliating
and
free,
rob me.
Still continuing to look strong, and we
Hello?
saw a change of style more to the double duelist.
That's right, yeah. They're mixing up what their approach wants to be. I think they had a decent run at Masters.
Gary
and I
rides
would
with
expect
everyone
them
in
to do
G-Week.
very well
Wait,
in this room as well.
what?
Shouldn't have too many issues moving on to the
Brother
playoffs. And they'll be
Patel, are you
looking to
okay,
go
Mr.
back-to-back
Patel?
in stage 1 here from kickoff.
oh yeah, that is
Bro,
definitely
are you
the goal.
okay?
And DFM had a
You're
good
looking
start, good
May,
offseason, but
why
the
May?
start of stage 1 definitely less inspiring. We are looking at May, the leader here, who's put together this roster, and what do they have in store for today? Art last week hardly had an outing.
Human
in one
and
kind of
freeing is enough to destroy DFM.
Lotus round, and then he just, where did it go?
Oh,
I just
listen
needed to
me,
go
man.
third
By
map,
the
bro.
Oden. What
That's
are
all
you
I care.
doing?
I don't
He's so
give a
good on it.
shit.
He's so
I
good.
needed
don't
to
wanna
go
see him
third
with a
map.
Vandal ever. Judge or Odin. That's all you're allowed to do if you want to get the win. Listen to me, man.
Okay, I mean, that's going to be hard to be doing, especially where on some maps they're putting up whole walls, so they're making it harder
I
to
don't
make the Odin
care.
work. Either way, for DFM, I think that loss in the opening stage here against Global puts a lot of pressure on this team. It necessitates upsets.
Oh, they
against
have a
some of the
walkout
more
though.
difficult opponents, such as
Yeah, why
DRX, and
big,
historically,
why is it that they have a
that's
big
been
D
difficult
and
matchup for them,
DFM
even if
has a
they
small
are
D, bro?
mostly
Oh wait,
different
what?
cores. It's May against most of
Pacific?
the DRX core that does remain, and you see them
I see
highlighted
what
in
you
the
did there,
player
Mr.
graphics here.
Pacific.
These players are very familiar with each other, but a lot of players that haven't been involved in this matchup as much as those guys historically
I know
in
what
the
you did
server
there,
as well.
Mr. Pacific.
That's right, and things are going to be
Big
a
D,
little
small
bit
D.
different. Now,
Ah.
DFM, we saw them last week. DRX, I think what's very
Acha.
fascinating with DRX is, you guys touch upon it, a little bit of
What is
their
going on here,
playstyle
Mr.
change,
Pacific?
Their
Huh?
card changes as well. They were playing the double duelist against PRX. It surprised us as hell. So with this map draft coming in, we are getting a sense. So I don't know.
I mean, that's going to be an interesting one, but I think I'd even take it a step further where DRX is this team that you consistently see them tweaking agents. They change
May
one or
aura
two
farming
agents
this
every time, so you never
last
really know
week.
what you're
He's
gonna
got
expect
MC
from them.
plot
With their pick
armor,
of Lotus here,
main character
that is
plot
a map
armor,
that
DFM winning.
It says one comp here, guys, but look at Masters Bangkok. Look back
Jokes
to
are, do you
kickoff
have a
as
headphone
well.
dent
This team
in head
changes
like
up their
Art?
comp by a couple of agents every time, and initially they brought the double duelist
A
into
little bit,
this
I think.
Lotus. Over on the side of
A little bit.
DFM, they have not had too much success on Lotus, so DRX definitely
A little
smelling
bit.
blood in the water with this first map pick.
Yeah,
A
DFM
little
keeping
bit
it simple with their
in my
complex
life.
pass, you know,
A
we
little
see
bit
the slight
in my
variation with the
life.
Vice, but it's nothing crazy. I
Oh, I'm
do
hungry
really
as
like the double
I
duelist
need
from
my
DRX
medicine.
when
I
they
had to eat
busted out.
medicine
I was
also.
really
Wait.
happy to see them try
Let me
something
eat
new,
medicine.
have a little bit of a different style there, you know, from the Teo that we saw before, and I think it suited them well in week 1. I'm curious to see if they'll keep rolling with that into week 2.
Oh yeah, we are definitely curious about it, and you can see here now most of us have predicted DRX for, again, obvious reasons. They were the kickoff champions and they look better than ever, but DFM, I would say May wasn't performing as he normally does last week. I know that's why Quack has predicted for DFM today. Paper Thin just loves DFM. I'm sure he has real reasons too, but I know he also loves DFM here. But you guys feeling very strongly about this DRX win?
Yeah, it should be easy for DRX today.
All right, well, let's welcome the two teams in blue. We have DRX facing DFM for match 2 of stage 1.
Gary doing drugs, bro. Don't say like that, bro. Genuinely health problems, bro. Can't say like that. How can a piece of plastic remake your head shape? Hello? I mean, it's a dent. It's not your skull that is dent. It's your skin. Your fat. Okay, you making noise.
2025 VCT Pacific, Stage 1. Rise Pacific.
There's fat in the head. I think so. Gary, if you lose a little more hair, you can become Ensberg Walter White. A Chinese version.
DRX.
It's been a massive start of the year for this Korean powerhouse, DRX. Coach Termi, who's been with this team forever, has been slowly tweaking, upgrading, changing it, and what we saw in their latest iteration
Chinese version, are
even
you?
faster,
Yeah,
and
bro.
even more dangerous DRX.
I'm the one who knocks.
I've been talking up freeing this,
Wow.
you know, the whole of kickoff. I think they made some of the best changes in the off-season. Huge credit to the DRX coaching staff, the huge systems that they have behind them. But Masters wasn't what they needed it to be, so they need to qualify to Toronto in their mind to have that second crack at international performances.
Absolutely. Today they will be facing against DFM, the other Japanese squad here, who definitely stepped it up. Again, in the offseason, during kickoff, we saw a great performance and we see endless awesome walkouts from this team. Now, last week, they didn't have a great start to Stage 1 here, but I'm sure they're looking to step it back up and maybe defeat another RX today.
Yeah, I feel like DFM almost take it on themselves to be kind of an underdog team. They love to go for an upset. They love to
Yeah,
play
my
this
mic has some
powerhouse
loose wire,
in the
guys.
Pacific,
If it gets
sometimes when
disconnected,
they take
just
on a
like
team a little bit closer to
it's
their level, they look a little bit
it's just
shakier
shots.
sometimes.
Get it
I'm
back, get it
hoping
back.
they can embody that underdog mentality against DRX today, and they're going to have a better performance here. I don't even care so much if they win, to be honest. I just want to see them look like they're much more powerful inside of the server compared to their initial game against Global.
Yeah, like you say, when they were the underdogs, that's when they were at their best. That's how they got that win against PRX, I feel. So take the pressure off yourselves. I think that's really important for them.
Yeah, while you are still the underdog, take advantage of that energy and that mentality going in, and remember to have fun. And I have to say, DFM is one of those teams that doesn't seem to forget to have fun on the server. We didn't get to talk about our map draft earlier. Lotus is going to be the first destination up today. DRX ended up picking it. How are you guys feeling about this?
I feel very poorly about DFM's chances today. There's just too many question marks for me. For Lotus, I think it's a map they haven't performed too well on, and DRX has been very consistent on that map against everyone but T1. Ascent is not a map we've seen from either of these teams since the off-season, and they both had some play on it with their rosters. And Fracture is a map that we've seen from DRX and they've had some success on, but we haven't even seen DFM play it since it came in kickoff.
A lot of question marks do hang, especially as if we get to the third map of today. I don't know if we're going to get a full series, but I hope we do, because we can never get enough Valorant here in Pacific. And the Lotus draft, I don't think, are we getting some changes here?
I think for DFM, they're just
What is
playing
that?
the
Forgot.
most standard stable meta comp.
Why
It's
does
one that
DFM
didn't
player
go
card
so
look
well
like
for them
GE
the
player
last
card?
time they played
I don't
it.
know.
It's
In India
not
prize
on the
money
fade,
पे
so
tax
maybe
लगता है
less
क्या? Yeah,
loaded
obviously.
shenanigans for him,
If
but
any
Charmaze looks pretty good on
any
that-
place
on
you
that
get
agent, so
you
I
get
think
tax.
he'll be fine on the fade.
Is it because of my
DRX
old days that people
keeping
are
things
subscribing?
as they were sticking with this double duelist. We see Flashback becoming this second duelist for them. He stepped up into that role well last week, so he needs to build on that performance and excel on the Yoru here.
All right, we are going to go into the first map. We have our casters Komodo and Quad, who do have opposite
old age man
predictions
streaming,
as
bro.
well. Let's see what their take is on this.
Just a really tiny little
Gary,
bit,
have you
know,
tried
I just like to believe in
Mino-
DFM. Do you have anything for me, Komodo?
Amino what?
On DFM? Or just the whole matchup overall? Good luck.
Harry, have you tried a Mino what? Mino is a seedle or a man
if you're
matters
considering
for
what we saw last
hair.
week from DFM against GE, there's a lot of room to grow.
अच्छा
I think
भाई.
that's the biggest thing for
this year for a lot of these teams. But
अच्छा
I felt they
अच्छा
were a little bit
चलता
lost,
हूँ
right? Teamwork and trading and everything.
तुम्हें
They were a
याद
little bit off their
रखना.
game. They didn't bring that over from
Well,
kickoff.
I would have asked Emmy,
Yeah,
but
it
then
does
he
feel that
doesn't
way,
stream. But
especially
I
given the
then
performance from
remember you
last
are
week.
streaming and
However,
same
I do personally
age.
like
So
what I'm seeing from
what a
even the
guy.
likes of Jen when he's getting a little bit more proactive,
Why are you talking about
especially
my
even at
age and my
fiber on the
baldness,
map.
bro?
So
Huh?
we'll have to see how the entire journey
What is your problem?
progresses for it in week number 2.
20 to 28%.
DFM versus DRX. I mean,
20 to
DRX is
28% of what?
Of course, on their map pick of Lotus. It's that permanent ban of Icebox coming.
Bro, I'm thinking,
Yeah, I mean, if
thinking,
you've
bro,
always
I'm
got a
going to
better
Turkey and
ban,
doing
Lotus, for example,
hair
for a team like
implantation. Bro,
DFM,
see that?
you're
Telling
opening
yourself.
up the
Babe.
floodgates for, you know, something that
Turkey
you're not potentially
apparently has
strong
the
on,
best,
or what your opponents are strong on, and Lotus for DRX has been pretty
hair
good. I mean,
implantation.
is DFM
No,
working
right?
in towards their own meta shifts? So we've got a really early Angel here
Well, they are
already
big
going
to go
DRX's
now.
way.
And the crowd cheering and supporting right behind DRX as well. Happy to take those 3 important frags away. Jen, though, will be able to steal one right from underneath their
Paisa dega.
noses, but is that going to be enough? Still trailing
Paisa
right
dega to
around
तो
the back
जाऊंगा.
of the door.
You need to see some very sharp shots from GN and Akame here if they're able to try and bring this one back.
DRX definitely still
Guys,
circling
Vive
around
said
like
if I
sharks.
get 10k subscribers, if I get 10k subscribers, I can go to Turkey and do hair implantation.
But DRX
Correct?
definitely still able to put up a wall outside
Turkey
of the
vacation
site.
plus hair
Peeks back
transplant
in,
best
off
trip ever.
contact from Mako, and it's going to be a classic kill to bring them the pistol round.
Yeah, I mean, we're seeing, you know, just to touch upon the agents for this map as well, right? We've seen a little bit of different revolutions of these agents for DFM when you're considering GN tossing up between Viper and Astra. You got Akame and Jinbun swapping agents as well. But more importantly for me, when I see DRX in this one, and we're forgetting about the whole Teo meta for freeing, essentially, where he was just the agent embodied. What do we usually associate with him on this map, right? Cypher. He's changed it
Flipping
up.
this and sending this to everyone in G.
Right? So this is a small change for DRX that actually could have a very large
I mean,
impact in this
what
map.
will happen if you send it to them?
We're already seeing it with the sheer wall and the way that it is placed. A little bit more difficult for DFM to get it.
Wasn't
Of
there?
course,
G
this
versus
is
DFM today? No, bro.
Eco.
G versus Boom tomorrow, bro.
They can get.
G versus Boom tomorrow.
Towards
Tomorrow
the other
3:30
side.
PM.
Flashback happy to go in with the outlaw.
Tati, what's up?
Crashes away into safety.
How you been? What you doing?
Yeah, flashback.
Bike
Of
riding?
course, if you're going on
Why you
towards this
riding?
double duelist, new
Why you
look
riding?
for DRX, you want to kind of see how he's going to be playing on this secondary.
What you
duelist
riding?
role. If it's more informative, if it's more secondary, is kind of the vibe that I'm getting. And it's not a bad idea, of course.
How your food poisoning going on? Sorry, the poison wasn't strong enough.
Certainly
Bhai.
puts DFM in their place currently.
अरे तू ही किया ना ये?
I think his neon is
तू ही किया
a
ना ये?
little bit more,
Hmm.
you know, awkward
Better though.
compared to his Yoro at the moment.
Better than yesterday.
So it'll be good to see, you know, for this map specifically, him really starting to just find
Mod in this chat is in this economy is crazy.
It's just making sure comms are clean, shots are clean. So far, so good. I mean, just look at it, bro. Just look at it.
Riding the new
That's as
390
clean as,
Adventure and Ducati
from Singapore, so I don't know
Multistrada.
what kind of products are there.
No clue what you said, bro.
Just
Dettol
as clean as washing your hands with soap.
Okay. Yeah, we can
And
work with that
also,
one.
when are you gifting me a bike, bro?
99.9% of German.
You said you'll give me bike in the
2 rounds done.
on
and
my
dusted, though.
birthday.
Time to see what DFM have in store. If they were expecting a map like Lotus to be coming on through, of course we already touched upon Icebox being the ban out as well. I'm actually kind of interested to see what their ascent is going to look like, as we know the Odin abuser is kind of nerfed. You can bring it out here. Don't get me
Welcome
wrong.
to the Crazy Stew
I have
fam.
it on the desk as well. I really do want to see Art
Yes.
gun up, how proficient he's going to be. But first and foremost, though, how proficient just the team is going to be.
Take the damn X Pulse. Anyways, it's there and abandoned. First of all, it's too big for me.
The one-way smoke.
Way too big for me, that is. I tried.
I mean, they still got to keep in mind that outlawed play.
And second, I don't know where it is.
Flashback positioned up towards Mound. DFM, though, trying to get a peek, a poke.
Yep.
Passed into B. But
Well.
got Bane on the other end. Prowler as well as the...
What's my height?
Shot the
6'1", bro.
Bulldog to destroy the Arc Rose, so the stinger up close wasn't noted, although unfortunately this
6'1",
time that
sexy.
dark cover one way does fade. Flashback is found.
Will pay dearly for that. A second smoke up from Mako just to retain control over the C site.
What's that sound?
DFM then Finding a little bit more space across the map. Straight into A. DRX are reading this.
Yeah, you got to remember the shear that will protect them. And if you are going to Shrouded Step, I mean, you're going to see that Jinbong is in the right spot to have heard it, but just straight through the wall. Ooh. Oh, that's so awkward.
A little bit unfortunate. But that said, a bit of a mid-round call from DFM. It does take quite a bit of time, though. It feels as though they're a little bit lost and hesitant. Now, May trying to catch up to his fallen teammate, but
10 seconds.
Nothing found. And yeah, you're absolutely right, Komodo. At this point in time, it's just easy pickings for DRX.
By DRX. क्या हो रहा है भाई?
So easy for him at the end of the day.
It's not difference है हमारा साथ.
I sense that they're not able to really resolve, you know, where they want to end in that round, right? They find the opening kill. They should have found the secondary one, but then Marco just finds that. They went in towards the baby room. They went through the door, right? And they turn back towards A, where you still got to contend with the shear that you haven't popped yet. It just looks like a very big.
Nemesis, what's up, bro? Welcome to stream. Why so late?
The clock timer.
Gotta wake up in the server. You know, just following along what Pilsky was mentioning before. We might not
Ducati.
necessarily be
Hey, bhai, Sati, can I get the Ducati?
best tactical plays.
I heard Ducatis are nice. Can I take it?
To show us proper form.
Yeah.
Show us the best versions of themselves.
I mean, one of the highlights, just as we've got this little eco round come through, that I observed in the GE game that DFM played against, is that GE was extremely drilled, and their trading and repositioning was really well done, right? And that's something that DRX are showcasing to us that they're really proficient in doing.
They were happy to do that against PRX. They're happy to do it against DFM as well.
Yep.
Still though, Mate, sharp as ever, able to take one away. Bit of damage against Freeing as well, so needing to fall back to a safer position, but Bane is here and happy to receive. Sheer wall still placed and not quite yet tripped. May dancing with death, but there it goes.
Can't move. Don't need to. At this point in time, there's 2 for him. Freeing is quite low as well. This is where things can actually start to get a bit scary when you consider that Marco is nowhere yet.
Is it gonna be May? Well, Akame at least will be able to swing around the corner. Jinbong to watch the flanks. Hyunmin as well as Mako.
Gary, Ducati has
Milestone clutches as well.
greater than 5cc power. You need a driving license, right? I get bro, driving license. I'll get it, bro. No problem.
Back into
Jerry मिलेगा ये market में. Driving license only ना.
as well, but you gotta be careful about how you want to position yourself.
पास में है market.
Sneaks through. Hyunmin back into it, but a single tap. Blast back to throw Mako off. And here comes the Boombot. Back into the smokes. And May's right around it. It's gonna be May.
Oh, when you need somebody to deliver. Who is the player that everybody associates on DFM to do the job? Well, it's gotta be May, doesn't it? He's done it again. Doesn't need to move in the thorns, hitting the shots. You got Akame in there finishing off Freeing as well. Unfortunate that Jinbong finds some fluffed shots yet again, but hey, when you need him the most, May has arrived, and they need you, right? We need
Destroyer, Gary, do you remember reporting me? FBI came to my house and asked me, why are you bullying this person with forehead? I showed their stream and they said, understandable, have a good day. What a guy, bro.
Man. I mean, this new generation of players, these youngins, they're certainly cracked.
Wait, you don't have driving license yet? No, bro. Unfortunate.
One heck of a win condition for DFM. That said, next
Unfortunate circumstances.
DRX still controlling the map on both wings.
Yeah, I mean, getting that rubble control.
I didn't need a driving license.
He's only got one left, so you're almost kind of wanting to just lean in towards the BC split here. That's risky for Bane, so at least he's rewarded, but stuck and bailed by flashback.
Can Jinbong find it though? That's the main thing.
Probably
He's
not.
been not too sharp on some of these moments, and that's gonna be, well, yeah, Bane walking away with that free one.
Here's Art though on his Odin. He's sniffing out Freeing, a different look this time with the Vice utility over to the C site.
Just able to bait some of that out at least, make his presence known. DFM pacing through very carefully.
You really want to try and toy with this A assault this late in the rounds? It's just trying to keep members of DRX entertained over at that A site there, but now it should all be up because remember, the shear is still here.
It's really far deep and shallow though, so you might
Not even a car driving license? No, bro.
That's where Freeing's able to play up around the top. A double
I never
found.
needed
And just
I never
Jen
needed
with
a
15
driving license.
seconds. Arcros tripped it, free, finds the trip.
Always had a driver or somebody else driving the car.
You can get a little bit more, hungry around playing with that utility as well, right? The difference where he can just pop a flash and still have his gun available. Something that we know for Freeing is he's also just a very sharp player. He's a very responsible gamer with how he's playing around utility when he's on these Sentinel agents. When he went on towards the Teo, there was a bit of question marks on how that's actually going to look, and it was looking absolutely gorgeous, but now back towards something that was comfortable, his Sentinel role. I mean, if he's able to kind of spread it a little
passenger
bit more onto his
princess. No,
different
I
agents
like
as well, that's gonna
to
just
stay in the
strengthen
back seat,
DRX because you consider,
relax,
right,
eat,
Cypher,
sleep.
not applicable on every map. Vice, well, that can fill a lot of the roles that where a
Wake me
Killjoy
up
can play
when
as
I
well.
reach.
Definitely a little bit more so. And especially with DRX's double duelist.
Yeah. I mean, it just allows him to,
Not putting Rangoli in walls in Odin.
Play with a lot of aggression and a lot of tempo. Again, I want to give more credit to actually Global Esports. Their tempo control against DFM in that last series, it was amazing. Like, I was thoroughly impressed. So the fact that DFM are going up against another team who is really good at tempo control, what they would learn from the faulting they had in the previous series, they can apply
हमको glaze मत कर भाई. कल हमारा game है caster.
In these mid rounds, and that can be quite a difficult thing for a leader.
Certainly a tough leader is what you need sometimes to step it up. You've had the timeout now. You've had 5 rounds.
The professional racing driver in Fortnite.
To set themselves up. So it's nothing we haven't seen
Nimbu
before.
and Achar plants, bro. Me.
Rubble control and Akame now happy to spray back.
Yeah.
Bane though with the hunt.
More than Nimbu and Achar, I do.
Coming out in that one specifically
let's
first,
go.
but an operator for flashback.
Oh, and he's got
Mango.
zeroed in.
Yeah, but remember,
Mango pickle
this is the
best.
good thing about having Viper
I used to eat so
well.
much of mango
you can
pickle.
reposition around them nicely if you're the team with the Viper and you know when it's going up and down.
Okay, so it does get Akame within range. Nightfall, each for both teams.
Yep, just exchanging them.
And it kind of flushes them in towards Freeing, where he spots every single one out, but punished out from Akame.
Yeah, maybe was looking
Everyone
at
is glazing G, just that, bro.
Positioning of his teammates. Couldn't quite allocate any of those shots. A player deficit for DRX, however, as DFM.
I'm scared now.
Some information on the C site with the Arcros.
सबका expectation ऊपर है भाई.
Where GN hasn't seen any re-aggressions from any of the DRX members over there, so that should give you a good idea that you can safely bring your team over, you can start to clear out the whole site as well, and then set yourselves up for a post. If GN gets a plant, he'll have the pit. You're going to clear all the angles with the showstopper, however, here, Quack, and then, yeah, let's just go post-plant, right?
Happy to take that. So with the showstopper invested, it does buy a little bit more time and positioning for May to get up top. Hunt cleared. Ooh, he pulls out the paint shells. Managed to get away, though.
Priyanshu, my hometown is born in Chennai.
Gunned down. So you got to watch out for stairs as well as heaven. In for the sprays, though, pound for pound. Jen happy to trade back.
And now using the pit.
Bhai use pit only, bro.
Yeah, to secure these rounds as much as possible.
Yeah, you're calling that one. You don't have any prowlers, no C's for Bane, so you can try and make it a little bit more workable to get in the pit. And it's just a time deterrent at this point in time as well. Not to mention, flashback, operator, yeah, you're not retaking with that one. So you'll take that round for what it is, some damage at the end of the day for DRX. But for DFM, right, good macro adjustments around the map. Not, going in towards the C site when they've got the 3 players over there and they confirm one with the Arcros. They're playing it a little bit smarter, a bit wiser.
Your hometown is born in Chennai, yeah, bro. Why? What happened?
Actually provide some value.
Glazing soa, G, supply Krispy Kreme with cream.
And where you can see the operator might be positioned in towards this next round as well, right?
Gary, show your geek versus locked in face.
Over at this front of the B site, we've already seen some mountain control attempted for DRX before on this defense side too.
So beginning to anticipate a bit of A.
Hey guys, what's up?
Keep themselves smoked off. The one
Locked in face would be.
DFM are looking to break that apart.
Yeah, rotate door open.
Whoa. Alright, Prowlers and a couple more. Boom bounce. DFM happy to bait those out.
Yeah, but again, this is where GN on the lurk up towards the A side is already clearing all the rubble outside the door. The flashback. Found Jingbong again.
And that's that op at play. So now needing to respect a lot of it.
Gary, if G wins tomorrow, you have to upload a reel where you are dancing in lungi dance. Bro, I can't. I don't have lungi to do lungi dance.
Well, right? So you got to kind of see how much GN by himself can start to clear out.
Locked in pucha bhai ne risk kar diya. Lock in his wrist, bro.
Doing anything with it, and Flashback is still on the correct line. He does get traded though.
Still a little bit dry. And that's not
One by one क्यों जा रहा है भाई? One by one क्यों जाया? Very strange. Need to be studied.
A couple of trades to be coming out for both sides, but DRX, right, with first value on the opening shot, and then all the information when you go.
Wait a sec, you bought gaming chair, yeah, bro?
It's looking pretty good. They're not really taking too many risky duels either, right? DRX are playing quite the passive, quite the patient game because DFM rather, they're not forcing them to re-clear a lot of the space, to re-dump a lot of this util.
Bro, open VCT specific stage 1 table for group alpha. Never thought a day would come. G number 1 and PRX last. It was reversed till last season. By Matkar. Matkar. 1 by 1. Each game, 1 by 1. Please. Gamers need gaming chair. Gary, why did you buy gaming chair? I heard this is like Secret Lab, so.
Should be planted soon for DFM, but at the same time, DRX in position to strike back. In with the off.
Yeah, to throw a
frenzy. Flashback and Mako find their own round to put DRX up to 6.
Yeah, you can have the site if you want DFM, but we're still just going to hit our shots. It doesn't really matter if we're seized or not. Or, yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, right, you got the reposition that comes through from Art. He's good value for 1, but
why is
really
DFM making us look bad, bro?
This control before even
DFM can play better than this,
when
bro.
you consider that an operator in towards a retake is not generally the best thing, Flashback could be happy enough to just perch up and let the team go in, and he can just watch one angle as well, right? So you can't really fault DFM in wanting to play with the utility that they've solidified a catch in. But it just doesn't work out at the end of the day. DRX holding way more of a lead. Jinping, hey, he doesn't die straight away this time.
Fair enough. He gets information for his team as well, but do they have...
We had the same score. What do you mean? I mean, play better.
This little position up by stairs, freeing. He gets the quad.
Oh, freeing.
Over onto the shorty, almost the ace. Jinbum in for the punish, but still the round for DRX. It's all too clean and simple.
Don't tell me, right, that we're gonna get another agent that freeing just has nuclear performances on when he just picks it and, I don't know, plays it for the remainder of the whole tournament?
At some point, you question, you know, it's no longer the age, it's just the guys.
Oh, absolutely. He's got to be one of the best pickups that we've seen coming in towards the 2025 season.
You know, big time is...
G freeing tha. G freeing tha.
Fingers and everything. It's the round, it's the place, it's the map, and now it's down to DFM trying to find a way back in. They've had to deal with the C mound, they've had to deal with the A rubble control, now back into B. Flashback nowhere to be found. So maybe
I don't understand what is up with DFM today. Kuch to galat hai DFM ka haj. G simple when we get CS.
They have put their own shield
Why
at
not?
the front of the B site though, so they'll
Might
not
as well.
any aggression from DRX, but they've already got control of Rubble.
Now we are worried for tomorrow's match. Why are you worried for tomorrow's match? Already na DRX खेल रहा है.
Haunt at least.
Wow.
Well-timed peek
That
from
shot
Tien.
था भाई.
Paranoia countered back out. And Bane still sending through those prowlers.
Yeah, that was a bit hungry from Hyunmin, I will say.
Udo greater than freeing. One Korean kid is enough for you, Gary. That's true.
Information first with the Haunt. Yeah, we could debate this, but still.
Yeah,
DFM.
35
Stomach is
seconds
going
to go.
good, guys.
Good off
Back up. Generally, you would know that you have to re-clear everything around Rubble, and there's still 2 players here. Marco finds the right timing. It's gorgeous, isn't it? He's looking for more. He's found 3. Can it be 4? Settle down, though. 20 seconds.
It's just not cleared. Nakame has to watch out for so much more. Jinbung might be in the B site, but do you have the time? Trying to come back up to support his teammate from Link. They have to make a sprint into the A site right here right now. They're thinking about where Freeing could be. They gotta watch out for the top. Freeing pops the steel guard and tries to convert it into the spray. Maybe not the cleanest, but still some damage done. And with that, he's able to push up front, in for the hunt, sharp as ever. Jinbook with low HP. Freeing is just dancing around the corners, and with a double pump, he finds another round for DRX.
Yeah, you could see what was going on in his mind as well, right? Hadn't quite seen the second player, looking if there's going to be any flank, recognizing that the time is really whittling on down, using the ultimate as well, remove their primary guns and still take a little bit of the duel, right? If you can distract them for any mere milliseconds, it might win the round just by not getting the plant. Well-positioned fights in the beginning from DRX as well, despite Hyunmin losing his life first. It's just really good recognitions and, I mean, I'll say it again, individual brilliance from Freeing.
A little bit from Mako as well.
Oh, absolutely. But Freeing, he's 17 kills.
Korea is so expensive. Gary will go Vandraft faster. He's losing money in G2 at an alarming rate.
Oh, and there it is, a punish again.
I heard that one.
DFM have been trying to expand their wingspan across the map, but they haven't been able to find all too much. Now GN able to take down Freeing.
You've taken down the raid boss. You know the A side.
Gary, do you like chemistry? Nope. Failed chemistry big time.
DFM members can't get over there.
I like biology.
Flashback, right?
Oh, good for one.
In with the trades and into the C site. Now GN happy to play spoiler up around the A site. Flashback as well as Hyunmin off to the races. With all this time and space though, May playing a good position. Holding the crosshair placement, but ooh, Hyunmin, what a little bit of a crouch peek.
Gotta remember, GN is on the other side of the map. They should know this. They should know this. He just killed your teammate over at the A site. So there's a small bit of time that they have to try and clear everything though. And, well, he can't stop this now, can he?
It's gotta be so much faster, but even that, it's just gonna be a bit of that flash out from Flashback.
Not planting for your teammate who is in another postcode. It is a little bit rough, but you know, they hadn't cleared waterfall when they started.
Of course you like biology. Why? Wait. Why do you think of course kya hai?
The situations that
Wait, what?
don't necessarily need to for DFM. Like this is where the kill is, right?
DFM is throwing.
So he's either booking it for a flank to try and cut off Hyunmin and then coming through waterfall, or he's on the massive wrap. If you don't see him in a couple of those seconds, well, it's probably going to be the massive wrap. So, yeah, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter on the way that he came into it. The problem is that DFM aren't accumulating rounds.
It's also the fact that DRX are so good at recognizing what the situation is, what is needed from each
live subscribe, shadow streamers.
Whether it's Freeing, and right now, Flashback in with the op, back into the A site.
Ooh, info.
He's been dancing all across the map every single round.
Yep. You already cleared all front of pillars as well with a Prowler. You've got Marco holding territories over at Mound, so you know that this is A for the beginning.
Fires off a couple of warning shots. DFM, though, knowing that they need to trip
Gary, when cooking stream?
Alleviate some pressure.
And if you go through
If I know how to cook.
guess what's going to surprise you? A party!
Hyunmin in. Showstopper.
At what time tomorrow stream? 1:30, 1:15, 1:30? Yeah, 1:30 will start again tomorrow.
You know, seeing what we can see.
But our match will be like around 3:30, 4. Depends on the previous match. I don't know when our match will be.
Trying to fish for so much information, and it's all in these little moments where Freeing is able to come up. Akami, though, happy to find off with at least a couple, but here comes Hyunmin with that party. Does blow up Art. Tries to look for that flick against May, but May able to answer back. Look at that, Showstopper back in.
What is happening, bro?
GN with a little kill will be able to deploy the Viper Spit, but looking for the spike plant. Mako trying to look for the clutch.
Tomorrow early? Tomorrow early what?
Secures a final round. 3-9 at the end of the first half, Komodo.
Is anyone a believer in superstitions? Are we going to get the 9-3 curse to come on through? 3 isolated rounds, though, for DFM.
What is it? Same time, bro. 1:30.
Switch up, however.
Why not 1:30 same time?
A lot of proficiency from how Akame is going to be clearing things on this fade. You need some good timing on Art Smokes comboed with GN's walls. You know, how proficient is May going to be in finding a lot of these duels, right? It's the double duelist style from DRX as well, where you know that they're going to have a lot of options to get dirty in towards some potential dives and some potential resets as well. Like, I don't think DFM have given themselves a lot of space.
No, sir. I'm trying to think about it as well, but there really just isn't that much that we can go off of. They kind of struggle with this, you know, you've been mentioning GE a little bit from last week. It's the same results. It was a 3-9 at the end of the first half against that team as well. And it's the same story currently. I mean, that tells you, you know, they haven't progressed that much.
When I look at this roster for DFM, I'm thinking that Jian's looking more comfortable individually. I'm thinking that Mei has more, you know, of a support staff around him at the moment in the maps itself, right? I'm also thinking that, all right, Akame is fragging as well, so that's a little bit of a bonus to come on through, right? So on paper, DFM is looking pretty good for what they're bringing to the table for stage 1. And now here's the but. These are the scorelines we're getting.
Why are these the scorelines we're getting?
Well, in this moment, DRX is cracked and they're making the right decisions, and Global Esports were doing the same last week.
I also feel as though it's DFM giving just DRX a lot of freedom across the map, right? I mean, yes, you have Flashback on the up, you've got Freeing, you know, playing out of his mind. But DFM are, you know, just kind of in their own heads at the moment as well. A bit of a 2-1-2 split at least on this defense, and trying to retrieve some information outside.
Did you have blisters when you got your makeup, by the way? Did you have blisters when you got your makeup? I didn't understand.
DRX have already found, right? Complete rubble control, no contest whatsoever.
No blisters. I don't think so. I got blisters.
You know, no prowlers available for
Yo, Gary, do you have connections in IT industry? I don't think so. Might need some referrals in a year's time. I don't have any connections in the IT.
He's able to find a couple of kills. Okay, not quite the couple. Coming at least in for the punish.
Yeah.
But as we say that, you know, it's just a bit of attention bought away, and that's going to be the ace.
Plus one Gary need job in a year time.
Also having to
I have no IT
timing as well, putting it up when that rotating door's happening, and he can't support Mei in that situation.
And that's why it's tough. It's some of these little gaps where DRX are able to exploit so much more.
Yep.
In for a pound and in for another kill as well.
I mean, how many of those kills did we just see? I think it was like 3. DRX just firing squadded all the members. Every single duel that DFM have taken in this round has been against multiple DRX members each time, besides the ones that we saw at front B. But around the A site, that's what that was. DRX find the pistol.
Quick to it.
It's cherry blossoming here in Bangalore, baby. What?
I was hoping for.
Are you guys
DFM that
copying
hoping for to come into
Korea?
This one. That's the thing.
Right now, Korea में cherry blossom हो रहा है.
You still have those individual signs, but it's not quite coming together as a team or in form of these strats as well, at least.
Get time to expand to GE solutions for IT solutions.
Apart by DRX and DRX.
Yeah.
Meanwhile.
I mean, DRX on the first half, Freeing going
I feel a little bit
absolutely,
sick.
you know, brilliant. Marco, Flashback, they're all doing what they need to. Hyunmin's not really needed. Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing this on the pistol round, honestly. Taking some commanding space together as a unit, but you've already got, you know, DRX getting into the B side, and they're in front of
Where is Bangalore? Bangalore's
like,
copying South Korea, bro.
A little bit lackadaisical. So it does allow for DFM to at least get up in range around.
So I was thinking,
the weaponry does not support it. It's gonna be Freeing.
So this would have been the same score for us if we didn't throw, no?
Okay, at least ignores the fake out a little bit, but as soon as he turns around this corner, the hunt instantly detects, and with that, every single crosshair into this lone position.
Back for a little break. Welcome back. Sabka exam hai. Exam hai, that's why.
But it's an anti-eco when you were down 9-3 at the half. You know, you got to get those pistols. You got to get the second ones, albeit you got to get the bonus as well, and try to get back in towards this map, right? Yeah, I know it's your opponent in DRX, and you're
what is that gun sound, bro?
Hopeful for ascent. At the end of the day, right now, we're not seeing a lot of this these shots coming out from DFM. A lot of the
What's that smell, bro?
as well come out from them.
Yeah, that's right now. Might is right for DRX, and they are just not stopping anytime soon. Yeah. Look at this, the 5-stack in towards the A site. Smokes off from both ends. At least DFM does have the 3-stack in. Can Mei find the answers? Starts off with a sheriff kill.
Needs more of them, that's the thing.
Looks for a couple more, but yeah, there it is. Freeing in with the trades. More utility dumped out by DRX, and they continue to march forward into the site. Art is here, but can he hold back? Finds a good flick against the actual Yoru, but still paying out from tree. He tries to reposition, has his teammates right around the corner.
No, not like that.
Mako in Freeing. out for one
Oh,
of
this
their
is
own.
gone, bro.
And that's DRX reaching map point, Komodo.
I mean, I'm looking at that round as well. Right?
DRX making our win look very bad, bro.
DFM, and I'm seeing what? There's Spectre, there's Bulldogs, there's Mayon, Sheriff. Like, they put a little bit more into the previous round than they did with that one, and they're trying to take these jewels around the A side. It's really not working. Yeah, it's good for Art that he gets that kill, but in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't.
Bola na, there will be
any
people
real
only
value
wake up
in
against
towards
G,
the
bro.
rounds. May was by himself for that first duel, right? And he gets haunted out, so you're always.
But this
gonna
time
see
we
a
have
trade. You're not gonna
firepower to
see him
defend that.
potentially be able to win. You know, 3 kills just planting himself in the open.
Definitely not the position that you want to be in if you are DFM, but still.
No. But DRX, I mean, the way that they're just playing this one.
Wow.
But still, DFM trying to keep themselves in the fight. A bit of a trade around the B
Yeah,
side.
both of you open.
Still
What
keeping
the
our eyes on
hell is
map.
going on?
The spike closer towards A. DFM are beginning to push out a C, but not spotting anything.
Yep.
At least that informs them as to where the spike could be.
Oh, there's timing here though, Quack. Can you sneak,
wrong site.
Can you sneak in towards this A side? The answer is yes, because Art is caught none the wiser.
And he's just alone as well. That's an open site for DRX.
Yep.
Plant your flag down. Free real estate.
And
Build a home.
DFM the white flag?
If this map gets over, bro, I'm going to go rest for tomorrow.
Well,
Gotta be that man with
If this
mission.
map gets done, I'm going to
deficit
rest
going
for
in a
tomorrow.
retake. Times are ticking.
Will they be those iron-blooded orphans that fight no matter what surmountable odds they have in front of
Patel,
them?
don't you think
Luis
that
Mace
is a
looking to try.
bit too
He's
controversial?
able to find a pick, but still DRX up around the site. It's just Jinbung now. Mako in with the
This is
flash.
done.
Oh, site's been robbed, and he tries to back off, and it's way too clean for Mako. Up around the corner, it brings us.
Yeah, I need to bring the
final
Viking energy for
destination
tomorrow.
of
Okay, guys,
13-3.
this
It
is.
is
I
what
think
it
this is
is,
going to get over very
Yeah, I think
fast.
the biggest thing that you've just said
I'll
there
see
is
tomorrow.
clean,
Whatever I
right?
said.
Honestly, that
If
is
it
a
happens,
very
I will do
well-played
it for
boost
tomorrow.
to
Let's
come out
see
from
for now
DRX.
who has
Solid game
won.
plans in the beginning, great executions and how they
Why they're laughing, bro?
attacking side just then as well, but their defensing side. I mean, so great the way that
DRX.
they're just repositioning.
If it goes third map and DRX win tomorrow, I'll do it.
The way that, you know, Bane's, timing on a lot
I
of his
will
utility as well,
keep
clearing
my
all those
energy for
spots.
tomorrow.
What were we seeing? Be, you know, refreshed so often. Just a standard one-way smoke over at Mounds that we never really saw DFM
Okay.
get in front of to have
Okay,
options
guys.
to be able
Tomorrow
to
we
do
come
things
with full
differently
energy,
in the later stages
full
of the
vibe, full
rounds.
energy.
And that's the whole map.
I don't know. Let's see. Maybe
Outstanding
tomorrow.
performances from the likes of
First map
Freeing,
is what?
Flashback.
First map is what
Mako
tomorrow?
still Mako. An incredible support, you know, especially from Bane and Hyunmin as well, trying to pull off some of their own hijinks.
Maybe not the first map, but the second map I
Yeah, I mean,
will
sometimes
come because one
if
match
you've
is
got
a
like 3
Talent
players
versus
just going above and
RRQ.
beyond, you don't necessarily needing to see
come
the
little
other
later.
teammates, and that could be okay. We can
But
keep
yeah,
them
tomorrow,
a little bit
let's
bottled
see.
up, ready to release them in the next map.
Absolute control
Right.
over the defensive
Alright.
side. Absolute
Bye, guys.
flawless rounds
Good
in
night.
the
Take
attacking
care.
side. It's DRX still
All
being
the best.
DRX, and they will continue forward in this upwards trajectory. DFM, on the other hand, it's down to those final 2 maps. Can they give us a different